Welcome out, gamers and gamettes, to the final game of the RGL.GG Invite Highlander Season 16 season, where Team Fun and Witness Gaming are going at it in the Bracket Reset Grand Finals following Witness Gaming's huge upset victory over them last week in the first set of Grands. I am Alto, joined by Zag to my side, Dolphin behind the camera. As always, Zag, how you doing tonight?
Doing phenomenal. Can't wait to see this rematch of the highest proportions. These two teams have gone at it all season, and last week Witness Gaming got their punch in. They've got the bracket reset, and now coming in as the higher seed. Didn't matter too much in the end because the maps are the same, just in a slightly different order. We'll be sure to go over that, but it should be a banger of a match.
Absolutely. This has been El Clasico the past few seasons, with Team Fun consistently pulling ahead, always winning out in the end. We've seen, Witness Gaming, formerly known as Fast Fourth, similar core of players, have some good shots in at them before. I think they've even made it to a bracket reset once in the past, but never able to take that final game. So here they are again, Witness Gaming now trying to climb that mountain, reach first, and unthrone Team Fun from where they sit atop the mountain.
Yeah, and I want to go right into pick bans because, we've seen these teams maybe do rosters a bit later, but they're going to start loading the servers soon. So a lot of the pick bans stayed similar, but because Witness did get that bracket reset, they came in as upper seed. So Swiftwater banned first. Team Fun had to make a decision: do we ban Vigil or Steel? And they kept with their Vigil perma against Witness. So Steel is our map 1. Fun get their map 2 of Lakeside. Upward ban and back to Asheville. Witness deciding on that one over the other stopwatch options. So overall, I'd say Witness are happy with these maps, considering, they got the 2 maps they won last time.
Yeah, and the way that I see it is that if all it took was a change of maps to make, flip the odds in another team's favor away from Team Fun, we wouldn't have seen them be this dominant over the past few seasons. I want my heart's in it for Witness, but I think if you just had to take the odds, you'd still lean Team Fun here, given how close so much of those maps were last week. And again, if all it took were a change of maps to shift the odds, then Team Fun wouldn't be the monsters that they've been the past few seasons. But I do think that I'm quite surprised Team Fun stuck with the Vigil ban. I think after proving that there are 2 maps that Witness Gaming can beat you on, especially with Steel, because Asheville to me felt like kind of like Team of Destiny, almost like Witness Gaming had plot armor in that one. Like, they were just, destined to win that, and no matter what they did, they were going to win it. CP Steel, on the other hand, really felt like Witness were the better team, just overall. And, them, even though it was a 2-1, that half they lost arguably could have played better and won that. So I was really thinking Team Fun was going to come in here, ban Steel, and force Witness Gaming to give them a Vigil, but they just want to run it back.
Yeah, that is the discussion they had to have, right? Do we lift our Vigil perma, or do we, try to just run it back on Steel? And they feel like the run it back is the best option, and we'll see if that pays out for them. It will be Witness starting out on their map pick this time, so, if for Team Fun, I don't hate it, right, as much as, for a change for the sake of change, because if you can win Steel, right, like you took them around last week, you mentioned, Witness could play better. Same is true of Fun, right? You can always play better. And you've shown that you can take rounds. If you can take the Steel away from them, which I feel like is probably a better option than, putting Asheville up first, it sets you up super well for a 2-0. So if Team Fun has a chance for a knockout punch here, I feel like this is their best chance.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that last week, Lakeside was a 4-0 in favor of Team Fun. You could argue that Witness probably should have won at least 1, maybe even 2 of those rounds. But overall, it was still, very heavily in their favor. And I think everyone's coming into this match, all 18 players, assuming that if Witness is going to win, it's going to be on Steel and Asheville, which really puts in a lot of pressure onto them, to win this CP Steel, get out ahead of themselves, give themselves that cushion. And then when they more than likely end up losing on Lakeside, you still have Asheville to take it back home on.
Exactly. That's the thing that, in general, upper seed has like the pressure on them because they should have to come in and win their map 1. Granted, with Team Fun being the dominant team for most of the past couple seasons, it's kind of just assumed that their map 1 was, property of them. But now with Witness being that top seed, they have to come out strong on Steel. We are getting players loaded into the servers. We can run down the rosters real quick. Looks like it's going to be The same as last week. On Team Fun is going to be Pablo on Scout, JJ Slim on Soldier, Figsy on Pyro, Joey Lemons on Demo Man, Triple on Heavy, Hyphen on Engineer, Blake on Medic, Lenny on Sniper, and AGB on Spy.
Over on the side of Witness Gaming, it will be Blank on Scout, Ether on Soldier, Melon on Pyro, DT on Demo Man, Zukima on Heavy, Rebel on Engineer, Toy on Medic, Poseidon on Sniper, Fish on Spy.
Yeah, same rosters we've been running with most of the season. You guys know them all by this point. I'm sure you all have your favorites that you're rooting for. This is going to be a competitive grand finals if things go similarly to last week. I want to talk a bit about Steel because it is going to be the opening map here. We saw a lot of craziness happen last week on that Steel match. Witness kept to their strat of kind of going in behind, doing the setup and trying to, make a pinch happen. First round, it didn't go that well. We saw like the death hallway shenanigans, pushing B. And then we saw back-to-back attempts at the sniper drop-down drop. Both teams got one on the board, but somehow Witness won both of those rounds.
And you say somehow, but I don't think it's that much of a question because in those last two halves of Steel that Witness won, Blake was very uncharacteristically on chain deaths. Blake is someone we've seen over, a number of seasons prove themselves as one of the best medics in Highlander. And yet there was a span in one of those rounds where I think he had like 6 deaths in 4 minutes or something crazy, or 4 deaths in 6, maybe one of the two. Just really...
It was the more egregious one, I remember.
Really could not keep himself alive against Witness. Between the pick classes, Blank, Ether, all coming in, all finding him there. Which means that even though, yes, you had Toy dropping Uber on the B defense, when Blake is never able to build one back, and then on defense, never able to even be alive to give out heals with those nasty 28-second Steel respawn timers, it's kind of easy to overcome that, especially when you get one of those drops back in your favor. So if I'm Team Fun here, the first thing you're thinking of is that, okay, if we keep our meta alive, we've automatically got better chances than we did last week.
Yeah, even though they did win that first round last week, it really did look like Witness had their number for the rest of it, so we'll see if Team Fun can do that. We have 18 in the server. It looks like it's going to be Witness Gaming starting on the defense. Team Fun opting to attack first. I kind of like that for them. I'm neither here nor there on this. Steel's been crazy enough that I feel like it's just going to boil down to who plays better. The pressure's on from the start. It doesn't really matter if you set the time or not.
Yeah, I mean, I've said many times, I'm always a better fan of letting yourself be on offense, second, so starting on defense. But last week, I believe, or no, never mind. The team, though, that started on offense won 2 out of the 3.
There you go, that's statistics. That means if you start on offense, you'll win 2 out of the 3 here.
And there we go. All right, guaranteed way to win Steel. As we do have 18 in server. Team's probably just finalizing what they want to do here.
Look at these predictions. Dead even. Now skewing a bit towards Fun. I thought that Witness would have a bit more favor considering that this was their map pick. They won it. Aside from the first round that went pretty badly for them, they won the other 2 pretty decisively. So a lot of people thinking this is going to go pretty close. And I'd have to agree. I feel like there's going to be a 2-1 one of the 2 ways. I'm going to put my money on Witness, though, for the fun of it, as we are going to get right into the game.
Yeah, I'm going to follow up with you on that. I like Witness on the 2-1 as well. And I think it's interesting that both teams had very different strategies with what they did with kind of their flank players while they were pushing B. We saw Team Fun doing exactly what somebody help had done against them, getting their gun and sniper up in heaven, locking down that E forward spawn door, and trying to get E pressure with the hope that when you finally do get B, having heaven with your gun and sniper already in there will give you an easy E cap. However, that never worked out. Either they lost the gun beforehand, or even when they did cap B with it up, all it took was Zukima coming out of that the E back spawn, and the gun went down very, very quickly after. Whereas we saw Witness Gaming with Rebel going the long way around, getting his telly in death, and playing it from there, which didn't have as much impact as you would have liked to have seen either. So, still interested to see how these work out.
Yeah, we did have a small pregame pause there, and it looks like we are going to be back into the game.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, it was like for 30 seconds or something. Maybe someone was AFK or on the toilet at that moment. Who knows? But yeah, we'll be getting into the round. Again, Witness starting on this defense, going to be hoping to get that good time going. Like you mentioned with the Fun offense, it feels like they have an idea of how they want to play Steel. It is different from what Witness do. So it's just going to come down to for Team Fun. I want to see them do their standard, at least in round 1, do their standard here, get a solid time on the board. You don't have to try any like massive shenanigans. Do your A, B, C, E, and just see how it goes.
Yeah, but they will have the gun already built up on the A point, not yet capped yet. Could come in right around 40 seconds on that time. No, 22, excuse me. as that goes in quite quickly. And looks like they are going to likely carry that gun further in, probably get it set up in heaven. You see Blank on the defense set up by that E forward spawn, trying to get some vision fish in the lobby as well, but I think a lot of the pressure is going to be on B at the moment.
Stick Det gets a couple kills on the triple and Lenny, as well as Joey, so the walkout sack doesn't go well for the side of Team Fun. Looks like they will drop a couple players in the lobby too. Fish finding a good backstep onto JJ. Fixie bleeds out as well. It's Hyphen and AGB alone. Hyphen trying to defend this gun, so it will be up for now. It does have a scout with them. They do at least get some players in the lobby, but they haven't got their setup on the same timing they have it normally.
Yeah, not being able to take. He has picked it up though, Hyphen now bringing it through spawn. I think that's going to be Fish in the back spawn with the Dead Ringer, just trying to be a nuisance there as the gun is now dropped down into heaven. So look over on B, no real presence made in yet, and that's going to be...
Yeah, they're going to walk through now. AGB's going for a decloak. He has a shot into the NG, finds the stab and sap pretty easily. Uber exchange going in main. Rebel and AGB are the only deaths for now on the B side. He's starting to get capped up just a bit now as the sentry gun does drop. Uber's been repelled for now, but here comes the response from Witness. We'll see who they send to try and dislodge these cappers.
Yep, ×2
big
on
kill.
the cap right now. Yeah, really big snipe onto Pablo right there. And that is going to be Poseidon in the spawn. Really interesting tech here. So Blank on the bonk pops this here. Actually, not. We're going to see Poseidon run out onto B, but they have a setup where Blank opens up the shutter so that Poseidon can take a shot from further back in the spawn without being vulnerable to the heaven counter angle, so that he can shoot point without having to worry about Lenny in heaven.
I like that rehearsal. And now we will see the main combo force from Team Fun try to walk out a bit onto B, but they don't like it that much. Zuki and Eth are going to drop, though. Big backstep from AGB, and all of a sudden, this is pretty threatening. You have control of that wishbone. Your sentry gun isn't set up, and it doesn't look like they're moving it yet here. Rebel opting to keep it on B, so E will get stalled for a little bit as they try to get back some HP, but for now, Witness holding very far back in B, and we will see Team Fun walk up and try to take this fight.
Yep. Captain coming in on E as well as the Ubers get popped in very close to the spawn. Lots of flashes going around. Joey going to be at half. Pima up in heaven, going to take out Joey.
Yeah, and Blake's dead.
Blake all going down. BT will be the trade as Pablo finds Melon too, but the frags all going in favor of Witness right here. Big frags for Zukima, make that 3. And now the Heaven setup is still strong here. They have that telly. Fish gets his Dead Ringer popped. He's just going to go run right back into the spawn. Cycle again as AGB caught out in Wishbone. Means
with this timing, they want to try and take care of the setup here, but with 3 people and the sentry gun, looks like they're just going to ignore it for now. So we're taking the TV back, so E setup going to be attempted once again from Team Fun. Zuki does drop on the B site, but they will get enough people up and a sentry gun back on the standard spot to at least keep their hold for now. ECAP has to get stalled for a little bit, though, as the sniper, again, like you said, Poseidon threatening from the spawn.
Moving his gun. He's moving his gun into Wishbone now.
Yeah, they don't like the standard play. They realize it hasn't worked, and AGB big pick on Ether again. He hasn't been able to get up a single banner so far in this match. Looks like the main force on B will back up to meet it.
It's a little bit more passive than normal, though. It doesn't actually see into B,
yeah,
but there's still a ton of Wishbone presence. From behind, DT gets popped up. Gonna take a lot of damage.
Boys on 96, 23, dead at 99%. Clutch play by Pablo to jump in with a scatter gun and deny that Uber. Now Blake and the rest of Team Fun out here on B, and they're going to get this capture up 4-3. They're going to be able to keep their Uber unless Witness has a sack to go for it. Looks like they want to try, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to get out of the shutter.
No, mostly to note though, the gun and Telly all are out of heaven right now. So Hyphen's still on a level 1 on B. The cap's going to come in ×7 on that. 4 minutes though is a solid enough B hold. They will have Uber dis out here, but they will be able to get heaven for themselves. No need to worry about that gun. So ultimately, pretty good outcome for Witness Gaming here.
Yeah, I can only imagine how much better the outcome would have been if Toy got that last 1% needed to pop Uber, but was not to be. And now we will see Team Fun with this Uber ad, gonna walk onto C, pretty much uncontested, likely gonna cap this up. No one on Witness is getting ready to contest it, so gonna keep the Uber and already pushing through Death Hallway. They want to get this D contest going nice and early.
Yeah, you would have liked to, for best case for Witness, would have been forcing that Uber right there. But they are going to get it forced out on B while everyone's still in spawn. Good on Melon to kind of levitate everyone up. She's going to get out.
Triple's caught.
Yeah.
Duki with the brass beast just walks out and shreds Triple in a millisecond. Where
is he?
He went out of the shutter with JJ Slim dropping. Team Fun have nothing left here. They will get a kill into Ether, but they have to run out through lobby, trying to regroup with whoever they can. Level 2 now up in heaven for Rebel. Will get taken down long range by Lenny and Pablo. Zuki with this brass beast in heaven is just a beast to deal with. He's going to be standing up here and denying the cap for now. Meanwhile, the combo Team Fun trying to recontest in through D.
Yeah, they have lobby control at level 1 in there, but D held up solidly by Witness. Uber ad in favor of Toy as well. Should they pop in for lobby, Toy can just dip into B Zuki on the press beast in the corner here. Just making sure they're not getting any caps. Lenny is up in JFK right now, trying to get shots onto the gun.
Look at Poseidon just crouching, trying not to let his head go up above that window line. Triple gonna drop in the meantime. And looks like Uber had the both teams. Uber in through D from Team Fun. Gonna be met by the Uber from Witness. Melon again air blasting them back into the choke. No kills in this direct exchange. Barely any damage being done. Here comes JJ doing some damage. Hits a lot of damage onto Ether. Spy coming in on the top, not going to find anything. Here comes the flank players trying to get some damage down. Melon, AGB gonna drop. DT as well dead. Now they're gonna back into the shutter. They will just give that up with their lost Omen. Zuki is to try and contest, but he's all alone. He will go down after killing Joey.
Yeah, Ether trying to play this height advantage, get damage down, but with
a lot of damage.
Staying alive in the heavy. Yep, Triple gonna find a number of kills on that push. D gonna get capped up quite easily. Rebel with the sentry gun in heaven, yet gets sapped. Can't imagine he'll be up here for long. And Rebel yet popping that Eureka effect, gonna give up the ghost, goes back to spawn. And now the E-cap coming in. Everyone is up other than Ether right now, though, so the Wishbone's contest is going to have to come in strongly if they want to keep this defense going. 6 minutes already, though, not the worst time, even if they lose this right after.
Yeah, and it looks like that might be the case. Not a lot of presence here for Witness. They will send some players through lower. Zuki and Poseidon gonna lead the way. A lot of damage being dealt, but yeah, Triple gonna draw against them. Yeah, 2K, 3K for Triple. Cleans up Ether on that pack. Huge play by the Team Fun Heavy, and now cap being stacked. Only 3 players up for Witness. Toy only on 80%. Not gonna have anyone to charge on for now, and it should be a cap up for Team Fun here in about 7. Oh, Blake gonna drop. That one's for the log sheet.
Yeah, good for Fish to get that in there. Not really going to change too much about this round unless he can pull out something out of Spy. But no, Uber comes out. They stalled it just long enough, and Zuki coming in, gonna find 3 in the middle of this. That drop
actually cost them so much. But look at AGB. He's in heaven against Poseidon, tries to kill the medic, but gets out with 7 HP. The stall comes out. That drop actually was huge. Fish just bought his team another like 30 seconds to a minute at minimum.
Yeah, we really thought that round was over, but there's still a telly in upper. Triple's gonna take it, find himself camped right there. And now, I mean, they still have a lot of cap time. Things are not ideal. Toy pinned between a rock and a hard place. We're gonna back out.
Blake dead, Joey dead.
Fish finding another kill onto Joey. Biggsy gonna fall next. And this, I mean, on the biggest stage here in the grand finals bracket reset, Witness are digging deep and making their stand.
Yeah, that pick from Fish ends up being huge. We kind of downplayed it because it looked like they were just locked out, but Team Fun did not get close enough on that bridge to deny. The Uber comes in. Pablo blocks it with the help of his medic, and just like that, or the blank blocks, excuse me, but now Team Fun, oh my god, sticky trap in the Wishbone. They're desperate. They're bleeding right now. They need to calm down.
Yeah, I mean, normally you don't expect the heaven ult to come out after he gets capped because they can't back out into spawn. Witness doesn't care. They're all holding up, and your Toy's in the cubby right now on full Uber, too, so can pop to get out if she needs to. And Fun do not know what to do right now.
Yeah, they have to calm down and just reset. This time is stretching into awful territory. They do get a lot of picks. Remember, these defenders with decapped are on 20+ second spawn timers. They're down sniper heavy for quite a while here. So Lenny will go down, but he'll be up right away. Uber's popped up in heaven to try to keep the remaining defenders alive. AGB is in the backlines here, so we should have some easy kills backing up his way. We see Joey and explosive classes back on Toy, sandwiched in between this medic and Pyro, and they will end up going down. This should be it for Team Fun unless we want to jinx them again.
Surely, Zach.
Surely.
Trying his best, not going to find any kills in from Wishbone, and surely this has got to be it. I mean, Zuki's coming into hell with Poseidon right here. Rebel's going to go down. Zuki goes down immediately. And Triple finds 2 kills. Zuki going to be another one going down.
8 minutes, 8:30? 9, yeah.
9:08. That's
like the slowest steal offense we've seen in playoffs from these two teams.
Yeah, I mean,
off the back of Blake getting backstabbed in heaven somehow and dropping Uber, so I mean, kudos to Fish for seeing that play, but why was Blake even up there alone?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if they were just getting lax because they thought they had won the round and then said, oh, we've got this 90% of the way capped. It can't matter. And then maybe just a little bit not, clear on the Uber tracking. Toy comes in, able to get that Uber back in. Zuki finds 3 on the Uber. They got the blocking with blank. And, I mean, just phenomenal play by them right there to really start themselves off on the right foot.
Yeah, and I want to point out something because I just noticed it. Right now at the bottom of the scoreboard for Witness is Ether. Ether just played probably one of the worst halves I've seen him play all season. I watched him chain die over and over. There was not a single banner popped out. Very, very little impact from Ether overall. But even though, like, Soldier's such an important class on Steel and he just was not showing up in the first round, it doesn't matter. They have the 9-minute time anyway, so if Ether starts turning up here and gets that damage up, I can't imagine what Team Fun is going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's Lenny at the bottom of the scoreboard, however, for Team Fun, which is always, you know, step one, beating them is to not let him, you know, completely put the game into his hands. So, A-Captain's going to come through. Rebel, unlike Hyphen, not bringing the gun out with him. He's actually going to keep it in spawn, wrangling it down the tunnel. So, may end up going out afterwards. We'll have to see what Rebel does, see if they try to get the death set up again, or maybe they just keep the gun on B.
Those A does get capped up. Fish in the drop down. He's disguising as a friendly sniper right now. He's gonna death these sticky. I think he sees the sticks. He's gonna try and just pop them. I wonder if he's actually gonna go for this drop down here. He probably will die even if the sticky's down on his dead ringer. Oh, looks like he's gonna go with Poseidon. Fish is gonna fake drop down as a sniper, and then Poseidon's gonna go afterwards. Okay, now Poseidon.
No way.
Poseidon. Look at Blake though. Such smart positioning.
He still gets dead on.
Yeah, they saw it coming. That's insane. But they do get the force. That's exactly what Witness wanted. They put out a sack through main at the same time the second sniper drop happens, and they force Blake's Uber. That's a really smart play. Really good game planning from Witness there. That's just a set that they decided they would do, and that's grand finals worthy.
Yeah, that's exactly the type of innovation you like to see. Letty, though, going to take DT's head off, trying to walk out of that B spawn. That Uber ad means nothing if you can't get your demo, and Blake already back at 45%. You know, you got to go right on DT's spawn, otherwise they're going to lose this window that play made.
Yep. As for right now, Toy lining up. Looks like they want to go out B. Yeah, they're going to group up with most of the team here. Not many people in the back. Here comes the Spy. Gets the sap in just in time. Uber going to come in. Figsy dies immediately, and Joey does as well. With no Uber, can't really save these players. Bomb into upper coming through. Going to clean up triple in the staircase, and now should be an easy cleanup here. Blake on 85. Do Team Fun want to get spawners and try to contest this, or are they okay with giving up B? B is one of the hardest points in general to take on this map. Once you get over it, the hurdle's so big, and now 7 minutes afterwards, and it looks like they don't have enough players that want to contest.
Yeah, they're just going to have to give it up right here. As they're even going to leave it, get aggro into Wishbone here. DT's already in C. Gets almost, if he was 2 seconds faster, couldn't get sticks on the spawn. Will surf out, but
they're going to pop over. They need to get Toy out. Toy's to get out. Toy's stuck. Going to get out through Wishbone, though. Good movement to get out there. Going to be chased, but it is going to be Poseidon. Going to be chased by JJ here. A lot of kills coming in for this Uber of Team Fun, but with Toy safely out into B and charging on Rebel, that's a great escape.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that you're fine. You know, it'd be great if you could somehow like trap them in spawn for that Uber. You don't care that you got the Uber out. Toy now has ad, and you can either take it back into C, or try to do something on E with it if you think you can get aggro. I mean, granted, nothing in heaven right now. Nothing stopping Ether from just getting up in there and causing a whole lot of chaos.
Yeah, see Hyphen moving a building. Yeah, Hyphen's moving a building back to spawn. So yeah, Uber gonna come out through sequence here. A lot of damage. Great bomb by Ether, getting in the game there. Poseidon taking down Joey mid-air. And that amazing play by Witness is gonna get at them this C point. And these spawns are so long already. 15 seconds before Blake came to start charging Ubers. Toy's gonna have another advantage.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they choose for the death push here, because even if they go through death, they don't have Uber, and that's going to leave them in a very interesting spot, but it looks like they're going to commit for it. Spawners coming up in 1. They've got a full house in the spawns as they're trying to get through it, but it looks
they're
like
not going to walk out. They're giving it up.
To get through.
Yeah, it's just triple in the forward, and everyone else is going to drop lower and get this decap going. Poseidon snipe down, so Lenny will have an angle here to work. Triple gets seen in upper. Fish going to drop in the meantime, but D already 4x capped up. They can't get in. Team Fun have to see this point, and it's done. Decap through. It's only one spawn shutter left. Triple dies trying to get back into the forward spawn. Banner popped out here from the Team Fun here. They just want to get any kill they can. It's just immediately. It's DT and Blank. They can get kills here. Blank dead. Blank just killing everybody in the connector. He gets 3. Joey dead as well. What a play by the combo of Witness.
Yeah, that is. I was a little concerned when they stayed out when D got capped, not choosing to get back into the E spot, relocate into Wishbone, and they pay for it. Toy getting that Uber off with 20 health remaining. Turns out to be exactly what they need. Blank and DT wiping everyone on Team Fun. The E cap coming in right now. And I mean, if you learn anything from last round, round's not over yet, but they're already getting good E pressure with more than 4.5 minutes left on the clock.
JJ's banner gets canceled by Fish there with that backstep. Poseidon sniped again, but the rest of the combo is here from Witness, trying to sticky off this window. Blank in deep, and he gets the kill onto Lenny. Ether will die for his sins, gonna go forward even more. Blank dead now as well, ×3 up on the cap. It's even numbers for now. Remember, these spawners heavily favor the offense, though. Rebel Sentry gonna be building in Wishbone. Cap has to get delayed for a little bit as the Team Fun combo gonna try and go out lobby side, but they're already ready to be met by Zuki and some stickies. They're getting shredded. Trickle's dead. They're getting chased down. Blake, Toy both gonna die, but more numbers up for Witness here.
Yep, it's just going to be JJ and the point. He's going to go down. That's going to be a cap coming in pretty much 5 minutes or so. 5:05.
5 minutes. Yeah,
and
5 minutes.
I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I was saying that Asheville looked like it could have gone either way last week. Steel looked like Witness Gaming was just decidedly the better team, and they're showing that again right now. That was a masterfully played half. Everything there. Ironically, Blake dropping on, he didn't even matter. Even if he got that
even
point
if,
off
even
the
if the
cap,
captain
it
was
wouldn't
6. Yeah, even if the captain, the time was 7 up to that point. Even if the captain's 6, Witness still win that round because of how well they played their offense. That's one of the most well put together rounds of TF2 I've seen pretty much ever, especially on Steel, but pretty much ever coming out of Witness there. That was just perfect.
Yeah, and I think it really, I find it difficult to believe that this is a better option than trying
Vigil. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's very possible, right, that either Team Fun comes back and wins this 2-1, or maybe they lose it, then they win Lake and Asheville. But like in any situation where Witness Gaming wins, you have to say, are you really that afraid of Vigil that you're gonna ban it 3 times and not even force them to beat you on it once?
Yeah, I mean, that's just what they thought. You have to imagine that they either came to this knowing that they weren't going to put much practice onto either map and just go for Lakeside plus Asheville practice, or they had something they thought they could work with on Steel. But I'm willing to bet that it's the former, honestly, based on what we've seen, because Witness very clearly put more work into Steel after last week. Logs up on your screen right now, both heavies doing work. Brass Beast battle going off.
Yeah, that was really interesting, because we haven't seen that in any of the Steels so far. So, some tech, right? I don't think we actually really got to see the bonk tech in the E-spawn, but it's really, it's the type of innovation you really like to see. Same with the friendly sniper on DR going down, drop down to get the stickies, help them get a force off of that. But actually, I just completely brain farted.
I do have
pass
something
it over to you, Zach.
Yeah, I do have something I want to say about specifically the drop down play, because right on the outside, it could be like, maybe your spy is a funny idea. What if I fake disguise a sniper and drop down, then you drop down? Haha, wouldn't it be so funny if this works? Yeah, that would be funny. But here's the thing, right? Plays like that in Team Fortress 2 are super high risk, high reward. The chance that you get something there when the team knows that you're privy to doing it is so low. So it's already a low percentage play. It's even lower percentage than it is normally, right? Still has the high payout, but it's even lower percentage. You add the spy, faking the drop down onto it, it gets a bit higher. Then they add the sack out onto main to force even if the second sniper doesn't get the pick. What Witness are doing there is essentially turning a play that in its essence is your sniper coin flipping a drop down shot, right? And turning it into as high of a percentage play to get the force as possible. It's a combination of the sniper drop down and the fake push through main. They combine as many things as they can to make it as high of a percentage win for them as possible, and it just pays off. What's Blake supposed to do there? He has to watch for the drop down, he has to get back, he has to watch for main, they're going to sack out a main. It's just going to force the Uber 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, and even if Poseidon, there were still stickies there. I think Joey did a really good job just putting them right back up immediately.
Stickies are back there. Who's stopping the main push?
Yeah, but A, that, and then B, you have to think about it from Blake's point of view. You just saw a sniper come down, drop down. You're like, okay, that's dealt with. I don't have to worry about that. So you're looking at main, then you see another sniper drop down as the same frame 3 people push out of main, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're just pressing right click. Yeah,
you're not thinking, oh yeah, my demo has already got stickies right there, my pyro can stuff the main. You see 4 people, one of whom you thought was dead, show up on your screen who can alt force you almost instantly. You're saying, okay, pop it, don't drop it is the mantra for a reason.
Yeah, again, just a super well played half from Witness. They combined their strats, they saved all their effort to this match, and now they're 1 up on Steel. We're giving them all this praise, right? The reality is Steel's not over quite yet. It's 1-0 for Witness, their advantage, it's their map pick. It's hard to see Team Fun coming in with a strat that they've practiced enough or that is counter to Witness enough that it'll give them a big shot on Steel specifically, but it's still something they could do. Remember, this team's been undefeated, this team's been championship winners, if not contenders, for seasons on end now, right? You can't count them out. But for Witness, that's such a good half. Team Fun has been on the back foot heavily ever since Steel of last week, and they're continuing to be on the back foot.
Yeah, I mean, I want to shout out Witness too. They capped Steel, they kept C, excuse me, and without Uber, they not only went into D, but did it while, like, they went death into D, but did it while everyone on Fun was respawning, and managed to cap that without losing their medic. Yes, it was a narrow, like, save with Toy popping on 20 HP, and then it led into that kind of miracle Uber through the DE where DT and Blank just killed everyone. But, like, even just getting the D cap, even if your medic dies, the amount of teams in Highlander right now that can do that is probably 2. And both of them are in the server right now. Like,
yeah,
that is so hard to do.
It takes so much awareness, right? Because you have to be aware of the spawn timers of all the players that can, like, pose a threat to your death push. And then after that, you have to be aware, everyone has to be aware of what their job is to hold out. Where we saw a lot of players were watching in main because they know a lot of them in main. But a second triple peeked his head out of the forward spawn. He had stickies in his face, right? So everybody on Witness knew their job there. They knew the timings. They knew what they had to do, and they performed it perfectly. And yeah, at the end, getting the Uber and, you know, your scout demo 2v5ing in the connector is something that might be a bit rarer, maybe not part of the set plan. But even if they died there, right, they still have decapped, they still have the 28-second defender spawns, and they still have 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 spawn exits on D. You have the DE connector, which they can also just leave from spawn, so you don't know where they're going, and then you have people coming in from 2 potential lobby entrances. You have 5 ways into D, and you can't go anywhere. Toy literally has his back in a corner on the little small pack on the point. Like, everyone has to know what they're doing, and no one can mess up for a second, and really no one did. I mean,
yeah.
It was clean all around there, and not only that, they're able to get the force on B, like going a little bit further back, and then just convert that. The amount of times we've seen someone get a drop or a force on B and then not convert the point, really high.
Yeah, teams are so adaptive on skill to the point where, like, you can never be sure that the defense on B will not be able to recontest you and get that med pick on your med backing up, you know, down that, like, hill with no cover. So just really clean by Witness all around. We are ready up, going into the second round of Steel. Team Fun going to be starting out on defense. Witness trying to hit a repeat of their 5-minute time. If they come out strong here and get another really low time, I'm going to be super impressed with them on Steel. It's going to be the type of thing where you're thinking, wait a minute, this team is just the favorites.
I'm hesitant to say that far because ultimately
it is, right? Ultimately, we go to Lakeside.
But this is the only stopwatch in the VO3. And granted, I would even say that Witness Gaming is a better COF team than a stopwatch team. But that goes for both of the teams here. I think they're probably both better. They're both more comfortable on COF, so hard to say, right? I mean, that Asheville last week was close. And then you have to keep in mind, they just won 2 rounds on Steel back-to-back, and then went into that Asheville and it was still 4-3. What happens now when all that momentum from Steel isn't there? They win Steel, sure. They get a 2-0 here, awesome. They go to Lakeside, get 4-0 again. Does Asheville have that same kind of je ne sais quoi? Remains to be seen.
Yep, we'll have to see on that one. But for now, gates are dropped, A capping up. We'll calm it down for a bit as we're getting into the second Steel half. It's going to be a bit of a slow ramp up to the inevitable pushes. I see both snipers contesting B main right now. Lenny, he had a few good shots, but he's not been truly activated quite yet, I would say. He definitely has the potential to start popping up on these holds, so let's see if he can get going. I want to see what the Witness strat is, because I doubt they're going to do the double drop down. It looks like, yeah, they're going to go for a lot of players through Wishbone here, and I don't see anyone watching. It's just HEB alone. He's kind of jump spotting the cross through, like, from D, so we'll see what he is going to communicate to his team.
That's a great angle, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Rebel and Ether, they're going into death. It's the same thing we saw last week.
Yep. Changing up from round 1, but this is their set strat that they like to do on Steel. AGB already going to contest it. Looks like he's seeing it, but Uber popped out on B right now. Both teams exchanging quite a bit. Zoo can go down. Figsy on the other side going to drop in the meantime. Blank tries to go in deep, but just gets cleaned up. There's already a Melon in the backline on B, and an Ether too. They're going to be pressuring really heavily. Blake going to be under threat, but the Sentry is going to deny for now. It's going to get a double up onto Rebel and Melon, so no sap available. That flank from behind, not really that threatening.
Yeah, I'm a big fan personally, just having your partner go in and die in lobby after capping A, like, just one more body to kind of go in and do something. Again, it doesn't work out here, but who knows. That said, though, gonna have to see. Are we gonna see another double drop down?
Toy's
here?
moving on to A right now. Actually, it's just gonna buff players, but are they gonna keep going? No, just some buffs. Okay, so they're gonna send the big flank squad and Poseidon this time, and Poseidon just instantly takes Pablo down.
Yeah, that's gonna be big just because he's the main spotter here. They're just gonna start getting
capping. Yep. No sentry gun, no problem. It's just AGB here with a revolve. We're gonna wait. Poseidon on the back lines. We'll go back to spawn for now, but yeah, there's Lenny rotating in.
Big shot, but Fish finds the Joey Lemon stab. Everyone else gonna rotate over too. They're getting the gun up in Wishbone. They've completely sold out here.
Yeah, let's watch the B now. We'll see what this team can do on B. Rebel already building a sentry gun onto the top of the B stairs. We'll see if anyone else wants to try and rotate and contest.
He's behind on C right now. He's gonna run into triple. Loses the 1v1.
Look at DT and Blank though. Yeah, they're here with the level 1. Yeah, they're gonna force the Uber out. 85, they're gonna pop Toy in the meantime. Banner overlapped here for Team Fun. Joey needs to get a flash to get back, and he will get safe for now. Fish gonna go in, look for a stab. Knife gets melted. Not gonna go find him. Blank dead. Ether in behind through Wishbone finds a ton of damage, and that med pick. Joey goes down as well. Now Zuki dead from his flank, but it will be just this heavy left here. Triple has to get out of dodge, and there's the cap from Witness, unless Team Fun want to do the recontest again, but they're only 4 up.
Rebel keeping that gun up was huge too because it just zones off, puts out so much pressure. Really, you know, Joey's inability to kill that in the gun is probably the biggest thing that made them lose that. Blake's death coming slightly afterwards, and this time Joey or DT, excuse me, has traps on the C shutter. See if he finds anyone. Pablo knows to check them. Gets those dead, but it looks like everyone on Team Fun is just heading out onto E.
Yeah,
the sticks are oh my god,
they're
getting raid partied in heaven. 4 people, including a whip buffed heavy, gonna chase him out there. They know C's gone. They're gonna give that up. Get the lobby hold set up.
Yeah, and they will set up their sentry gun, hyphen building that up to level 3 as we speak. And yeah, C capped up. Bridge is gonna extend for Witness. Doesn't look like they're keen to go through death quite yet. Now looks like they will go. Toy on 80% to Blake 60. I don't know if they know about this ad because both meds popped kind of even last time, but this is a pretty big ad that's been accrued. Actually, Blake did die, I remember that. So Toy's gonna have here. They want to probably try and go out with the super. But DT dropped the stickies.
Yeah, always gotta check that. But they're gonna use him now onto Blank. They must know about this ad. Otherwise, they're gonna be taking this. Gonna get tons of players forced back. Milling gonna get
jumps too heavy instead.
Oh, but Lenny in the spawn, I think, takes out Toy. That is going to be a disastrous Uber right there. Even though we saw them pull it off last time, that's such a hard push to do. I mean, the fact that they pulled it off last half is good enough, but they're not going to get it 2 in a row.
Yeah, super wishful. Oh my god, DT just destroys him a lot. He gets bumped out by a sticky surf set and just hits the pipes onto the remaining players. And now, lobby control. DT will drop for it. The rest of his team is here, and they're going to catch Joey and force Uber.
That is massive, and Joey's on a 24-second respawn timer right there. Blank gonna get caught up, but will be the only frag going down to that. He's already respawned, and Joey's still on 15-second spawns.
Fish is here with a revolver, kind of helping to herd these players back, and JJ caught out. D gonna be stacked up here by Witness Gaming. Ether is in Wishbone. No sentry gun set up quite yet here for Rebel. He will be getting that one into lobby right now. Lenny, though, he's starting to get activated. We mentioned he's a bit slow to start, but already on an 8K.
Fish too. Oh my god, he's picking them up one at a time. Rebel,
they're gonna try to go through here. They gotta be careful. Lenny, he's doing so much work. 9K. Zuki gonna hold this on the front. They're gonna pop Uber immediately. Decapped up, hurting his
and the shutter's closed!
The shutter's closed! Out of business. The sentry gun gonna get killed. Lenny, a 10K, but he's all alone. No one else has gotten any kills except for the hyphen sentry gun, but even that's dead now.
Lenny got 5 kills right there, but it doesn't even matter. As you said, the E-spawn is closed for business, and it's going to be Triple and Joey finding that out the hard way. Just Med Soldier Pyro in Wish right now. DT, they know, everyone knows they're in there. Zuki's got control of Heaven, but no one's even looking to come from D other than Triple, maybe on a delayed push. Uber comes in though, this is going to be big. The level 3 should help the stalling.
Yeah, it's getting wrangled up by Rebel, takes the brunt of that Uber, and then goes down. Rebel dead, Lenny back up, back, and doing damage. Joey dead in the meantime. Ether gonna trade his life for that, but it's Poseidon. Crucial counter snipe to shut Lenny down here. Zuki winning the heavy in heaven, and now with this height control, should be easy for Witness to get a grip on E here, just to scout and underneath. Pablo, oh, but Toy just eats a rocket from Wishbone, goes down. No kills up for Witness here, but can Team Fun stop a 4x here with only 5 players alive?
Yeah, ×4 on the point right now. That's going to be 2 kills going over. Zuki now getting
he's gonna burn. DT doing some damage. He will go down in the meantime. Zuki, he's standing here getting the heavy kill. It's Blank. Zuki med is going to come back. Toy arrows to heal Zuki back up. Toy dead, but there's Zuki dead. Triple coming in from the flank, taking down both players. The point is as close as possible, but will get reverted for now. Banner comes in from the soldiers to secure things. And Team Fun, hold on for now, but here comes the repush.
Yeah, just barely. And now they're in this E heaven hold. No spawn behind them. Poseidon winning the SBS. He's standing tall by the forward spawn. 2 already. That's going to make him scatter. The Uber comes out right here. Melon going to do her best to stuff it. Arrow keeps her up a little bit longer. Will go down. They can easily kite back out to lobby, though. Did they get Poseidon? No. Poseidon, though,
Poseidon now, yeah,
there. Really big stab. As no one's on E right now, the point's just slowly ticking down.
Yeah, they will try to get on soon, but this heavy triples being such nuisance until now. Fish finds a big stab onto that heavy in the window. It's just the heavy players now, but Lenny gets shredded down. Blank gonna fight them from under alongside Fish. They're not gonna get any kills, but they are being a distraction for the rest of the combo to walk up and clean them up. Melon and DT gonna combine for all the kills in the combo.
They got him. Surely this is it, Zag, right?
Surely. Here comes the scout, and he's dead. Here comes the engineer, he's dead.
Gonna see what, 7.5?
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. Yeah. Definitely slower than their first round by, that 2-minute time. Team Fun stepping it up here. This is a time that they would have had on their offense had, the disaster not happened. So I'd say it's contestable. This round is not over by any means. It's a pretty average time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd even say it's a little bit on the slower time from what we've seen out of invite teams in past seasons. Tends to be maybe a little bit more in that 5 to 6 range, especially when you have the odd minute time coming in to offset the average a bit. But that said, again, definitely holdable. This one should come down to the wire unless Team Fun's really able to elevate their pushing right here.
Yeah, we'll see if they have any tricks up their sleeve. I remember last week we had Lenny do the drop down shot in round 2, so we'll see if they have anything like that. I'm not sure if many things are as out of pocket as the sniper drop down shot, as all or nothing as that strat, but knowing Team Fun, they have an idea of what they want to do here. It's not going to be anything like blind. Keep in mind, their time round 1 should have been a lot better than it was here, so barring any of those careless mistakes, it's definitely possible for them to make this happen. They're going to start here as the gates drop.
Yep, and I'm just interested to see again if they keep up with that, the hyphen in heaven with Lenny there, because I feel like it just hasn't been winning games for them, and now this is potentially the last steel half you're going to play. It feels a little bit foolhardy to commit to this strategy when it really hasn't. So far, they're 1-4. They're 1-3 using it in terms of halves.
Yeah, it feels like Witness have kind of understood how to deal with it. They just kind of choose to ignore it. There's Lenny, and he's in the drop down. He's going to go for it. We'll see. Fish isn't there to call it, but there is sticks on it preemptively. Lenny's going to peek over and see these sticks. He'll have a second to try.
Sticks dead, though.
Yeah, he's going to definitely try this. Toy on the dispenser, gonna go for it. They see, oh my god, he gets it again! You can't let that happen in consecutive matches there, as Toy finds that opening for Team Fun. Or Lenny does, rather, onto Toy.
Yeah, that is just massive, able to find that. Considering with the slightly longer defense that Team Fun just pulled off, it's a lot in their favor. They're now going to get a lot of pressure coming in right here on E. The gun not in heaven, this time just right by the spawn. AGB stabs out Zuki, so that's a lot of health they don't have to now go through. Upper is going to be in control as well. And I think
with the sentry gun, it's not heaven. The sentry gun's just outside of the shutter, doing some damage here. So we're going to try to take it down. Rebel dead in the meantime here as B pressure now being stacked up in main. Poseidon, good shutdown onto AGB. The rest of the team going to try and walk out here, get some control back. Pablo dead as well. So looks like Team or Witness Gaming will have some control back in their favor.
Yeah, Fish going to get caught out going down, drop down, but Poseidon finds Lenny. That said, this Uber is still going to be really big right here. They're trying not to use Zuki in the window, doing a lot of damage. And he will take out JJ. Hyphen going to go down as well. And here comes in Ether on the jump, going to get the Uber forced out. And that's going to be DT and Melon fleeing into spawn. Toy already up on 90, and no
they're
pack
going to
coming in.
Yeah, they're going to recontest this the second they get this Uber charge up. Ether got back to the lunchbox and got the pack, re-jumping onto Blake. Blake taking on the half. Another re-jump, gets so many packs here. Ether, such a nuisance. The rest of the team comes out, tries to get as many kills as they can. Blake, fortunately, going to surf back to spawn, keeps his life for now, as the B point has been defended successfully. JJ in the backline, though, takes down Blank and Rebel Sentry Gun. He's being a nuisance in Wishbone. We'll see what this amounts to for now, but it is a reset point for Team Fun.
Lackluster execution on the side of Team Fun there. They got the drop, and then they didn't pop their Uber until Toy already had 80%.
Well, Lenny's up top. He wants the shot, but he's not going to have that slow peek. Going for quick scope, doesn't hit the shot. He's still uncontested here. Gets a headshot to Poseidon to back up. Ether going to go for the bomb. Good cleanup. Good recognition by Ether. DT going to get the kill onto JJ as well. Sentry Gun is the trade. A lot of damage being dealt onto this Witness combo as they have to back up for a second, but Zuki back in this window is such a nuisance. He needs some heals, but the rest of the team going to try and help him.
Even Ether is just being a nuisance behind, distracting Figsy. But that said, Melon popped up, hit low. Zuki in the window, hurt though. Gonna be forced to jump out quickly. Melon killed in Wishbone, and it looks like, yeah, they're just gonna have to try and maybe take the exchange here. They don't want to give it be that easy.
Oh, they get the kill on the triple. They can go off that. That heavy's not there to block the sideline anymore, and they will just pop out. Zuki gets a headshot in the window, has to back up. Big kills from DT. Gets the scout and a pyro in the meantime. Uber popped up by Blake here. It's just 3 players left with this medic. Blank gonna be a distraction. Blank dipping and dodging. Still alive. He will go down now. Poseidon, though, has a headshot onto Lenny, and the rest of the team gonna come in and clean up onto JJ. They still can't get this B point, Team Fun.
Yeah. And again, you saw in that first half, it was Team Fun choosing to give this up when they had the Uber. Witness Gaming not electing to do the same. The slower execution from Team Fun combined with the tenacity from Witness means that this hold has already been going for 3+ minutes, despite the med drop.
Yeah, now with no Uber and this point already half capped up, with Zuki eating a headshot, looks like Witness gonna end up backing up here. Zuki should go down.
Actually, 4 minutes through B.
Yeah, definitely a great start. Look at that, a lot of damage coming through. They're gonna clean up JJ. What a reflect by Melon there. Will lose her life for that one, but clears a path for her team to move back into Wishbone.
Yeah, they get a ton of frags right there. Blake, most importantly, staying alive, took some damage, but will not go down. Lenny gonna take out Blank too. That's gonna send everyone scattering right here. Toy with Uber on C, not quite, giving this up again, like we saw from Team Fun. The past few offenses, really no pressure on C, and they're gonna have to see, does Team Fun choose to elect to go E right here, or do they want to put the pressure on C?
Well, Ether and Rebel are up in Heaven. Looks like a lot of sticky spam gonna come in onto these players. They are backed up here now by their Sniper and Heavy here. So Wishbone, or Heaven rather, under threat. They will end up going C right now, Team Fun, and trying to defend this. Uber is had by the side of Witness, but I don't see them posturing to defend this. Yeah, they don't care.
They no sense. Yeah, waiting for the Ubers here. Better that we keep it than let them, because they're gonna go. They're gonna go death right now with both teams having Uber. Not a whole lot. They get forced so early.
Oh, that's so bad. They need to get kills here, because if not, they're gonna get collapsed in on here by the defensive force with the Uber. And here comes the Uber. They're getting herded out through lobby, trying to survive. Heavy caught out. Forward spawn will go down. Triple gives his life for the cause, but now Blake out through lobby. It's a good retreat from Team Fun, but they've got nothing on the D point for now. No kills, no pressure.
Yeah, the important thing is that didn't get anything. They didn't really lose much. They didn't lose Blake, but they didn't get anything. You are against the clock right here. They lose a minute just to transfer from C into lobby with no Uber. They could have got through spawn and kept the Uber for that.
Yeah, and Blake doesn't even have ad. Toy's been building so well. Made up the dis-ad. Blank is going to go down. Here comes the spy in, trying to be on DT. DT turns around just in time as the majority of the Team Fun combo going to try and regroup around Wishbone and lobby, seeing what they can get done in main. A lot of combo pushing into D, trying to see what they can do. Sticks on this over the top. It will get the kill onto Melon. DT, good pipe onto AGB. Saves his life for now. Joey and DT are battling over here on D. Lenny, big headshot onto Zukima. He's in that window, has the Wrangler aimed at him. If you get any more kills, it'd be huge, but I heard a banner. It's ×3 on D. Do Witness care? They have Uber. If they can stall E for any amount of time, they'll be winners.
Oh, DT almost dropped, but Toy saves him right at the end there. They are going to trade out these Ubers.
He's body block. He's dead.
Yeah, which, though, that said, though, the Uber's being used to get D, not on E. The gun is still in heaven.
Enforcer out. Enforcer out from AGB. Yep. It should go down. Yeah, gun's dead.
That is true. This banner, yeah, the banner not able to save the gun. A minute left. You're going to get one more Uber on both sides here. But level 3 up onto the
this
point
might be good for Team Fun. They have so many kills. They have so much pressure. Everyone's in. It's only 5 up for Witness. They're trying to get some players onto the point, but they're all getting cleaned up. Triple or 2K. The gun cleans up Blank. Can they get on this point to stall? They need about like 10 seconds of stall time. It's ×3, not max. Remember, you can ×5 steal, and now they're going to max it.
Yeah, they've got ×5 on their DT way too early there.
Yeah, that's too early.
Felt the pressure. His team now just spawning.
Spy blocking.
I don't think they're even going to
they're not going to get
the point.
Yeah, Team Fun pull it out of a hat, and they're going to end up capping this up and tying us at 1 apiece. That looked unfavorable for them going into the last part of the game, but they just made that D push work out. Team Fun or Witness not able to regroup properly, and Team Fun just collapse in on the players left over in E, and they get the cap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in the no defense on C. Giving that up to me feels a little bit interesting, but I think the bigger thing is just Lenny was able to sit uncontested in JFK for about 2 minutes straight. It put so much pressure on Rebel's gun. It got Zuki dead. Poseidon wasn't able to snipe people off point. They weren't ever able to contest Hyphen's gun in... You can't think about contesting the sentry gun coming out of Wishbone when the sniper in JFK is just going to take your head off before you even get to shoot at it.
Yeah, I really want to put a magnifying glass on that decision not to contest C, right? Because obviously we're not in the server, we're not in the comms, we can't like say what their reasoning is or if it's good or bad, right? The reality is we get on teams' cases all the time, me and Alto that is, for giving up space that you could otherwise contest, and when you're in a favorable position, because it feels like teams in general have this idea that they can squeeze out bare minimums when it's the higher percentage play. Pushing out to C there would not have been easy. It would have been hard. You have a chance to do it. They opt to not take that chance. In the end, it's part of the reason why they ended up losing that game. I'm sure they could have played well or better at a point past that, but that's a decision they made to not contest, to give up space, and it's, again, it partially costs them, if not completely costs them.
Something we've seen from casting season after season of grand finals is that teams that give up space like that don't win out in the long run. I mean, the classic example is it feels like if it's a grand finals match and there's a team that with like 3 minutes left on upward third, the cart gets pushed up the last hill, they park their heavy on cart, don't give it up, stay in, defend it, hope to milk another minute out of that. Those are the teams that win, and I was so impressed with Witness not giving up B. Right, they kept using out. They kept
kept playing aggressive. Any chance they had, they'd play aggressive.
That was exactly what you want to see, and then they're like, "Oh well, we played aggressive enough." And they end up saying, "Okay, well, I guess we don't need to contest C them." And I mean, really, you think if you take a scout in on that, get the Uber out on C, I don't think Team Fun's nearly as enthusiastic about pushing Death right there. Which means they're either playing from Wishbone, which is probably a lesser position, or they're rotating all the way out, back through spawn, which buys even more time, and you still have, maybe you're in a similar spot. Maybe it doesn't change anything, right? Maybe they throw the point on C.
Yeah, it's all hypothetical, of course.
But it's the mindset of giving things up. We've seen so much in recent seasons, teams not doing that. All the forward holds on Koth. Team Fun's forward hold on Swiftwater first, right? The name of the game is not giving up space, and in both halves, the team that's given up more space without contesting it in favor of, quote, safety is the one that's lost.
Yeah, Witness, it feels like they lowered the heat when they needed to keep it hot, and it cost them. But yeah, we will be going into a third half to see who wins Steel here. We mentioned it in the lead-in. If Witness lose this map, things are not looking that good for them, because Lakeside's up next. They got 4-0'd on the map last week. We say it didn't feel like a 4-0 in spirit, but the reality is, if you cannot close out that rounds, it might as well just be a 4-0 sweep on paper. So we'll see if they have any response to that, but for now, all their focus has to be on winning this last round of Steel.
Yeah, and I mean, thankfully, I think in their case, right, now they're going to be the ones starting on defense. They'll be able to push their own time. They'll have a better idea of what's going on. And I mean, I'll note, from their own sake, right, to still pull out a 7-minute time despite getting your med drop from the drop-down shot is very admirable. That's not to take anything away from them, but unfortunately, 7 minutes is not the goal. It's 7.5.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is that in 5 rounds of Steel, your med is dropped to the drop-down shot in 40% of them. So it very clearly is about a coin flip that you get a massive advantage if your Team Fun. So if you are Witness, then things like this, they can't be happening at this stage. You have to be aware that Lenny just goes for that. He will keep doing it. Someone has to spot it. Maybe your spy takes the risk to be out on A instead of in lobby. Who knows? But I don't know. You cannot lose your medic like that. And obviously things go entirely differently if Toy has Uber there on B to start out. We can't even begin to say how that round will go, but it's just a thing that goes against them and costs them that round. So now with Team Fun back on offense, they'll look to repeat that time. It's about a 7-minute time. They got it like 650, which they've 650'd in both, assuming they would have had a 650 in round 1 about if Blake doesn't drop in heaven. So that's about their pace. Around 7 minutes is the pace for Team Fun for A through E.
Yeah, and again, I want to point out too that yes, it's a 40% drop down shot drop, but sometimes you can say, fish pudding in chat, will Lenny drop our med, yes or no? They're even aware of it, but he's not like, sometimes we've seen Lenny a couple times pull that like 5 times in a round. He just spawns, runs down, misses the shot, does it again, does it again, does it again.
Toy is crouched in the dispenser, trying to put as little of her hitbox out into the open as possible.
And there he is, he's on top of it.
He's going for it.
The sticks are there this time.
If he can find the angle where the dispenser's not blocking the hitbox, Toy is standing still, right? It is a free shot, but the question is if he can get wide enough, because Toy's so close to the wall.
I don't think he can hit it.
Yeah,
I'm in free cam. If Toy does not move from that spot, I don't think he can hit it. That's it. The Ubers are going to be popped out early.
Yeah, they saw Joey walk out, and Toy just reactive popped immediately. That felt like they assumed the Uber was coming without seeing anything, and like Blake just didn't spawn. That might as well be a drop.
Because I didn't even have to do anything about it. It was just the Dow coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe on a playing on edge right there. Saw the demo, got spooked and used, which is exactly what we've seen, you know, a lot of teams do. And now a big rotate coming out, I think, as lots of players coming in onto E. Figsy gonna get sniped out though.
Kill, yeah.
Yep. Lenny gonna trade out onto Melon. Uber's popped out on B here.
Yeah. Toy members doesn't have 20 on 50.
Upper.
Oh my god, JJ just jumps into their spawn and nukes them, gets 3 kills, DT, Rebel, and Ether, all gonna go down. Zuki alone in the backline, can't do anything. JJ just hits the huge bomb to get all the damage, and that's a free B. Toy doesn't have Uber.
Yeah, that is just destruction from JJ coming in. I mean, again, perfect execution there. We saw Witness do the first thing in the first half. You get the force out, perfect execution in B. Team Fun didn't have it last half, but they're not gonna make that mistake twice in a row. And they are setting themselves up here for a very quick time.
Yeah, already threw Wishbone into B. Blank trying his best to get some info, dip and dodge. Will get out for now, but Zuki and Fish would put on another respawn timer. C getting capped up here. Toy has the Uber. They have to contest this. You cannot give this up. It looks like they want to. They're going to go out. Sticks are dead, and they're going to have a way onto C. Oh, but they dropped the Joey. Joey's dead. That's a huge kill by Blank.
We're going to have to see where is Zuki.
Sword up, reflected. Figsy, huge reflect onto Ether to deny the damage. If Ether got damage there, they could go back in, but they can't get in time, and they're C capped up.
Yeah, they're gonna get the cap, and Blake missed his jump up. So it looks like they're not gonna go death this time anyway. Blake now retreating back into Wishbone. Do they push from Wishbone or rotate back through spawn?
We'll have to see, but it looks like right now a lot of Wishbone presence being held by Team Fun. They have their sniper out here trying to find an opening. Is Lenny. He's been great this past half.
Most dangerous game, and Blake's gonna make it through into lobby, not going for the safe and easy route. They're taking the risk, and it works out right here. Decap time already coming through. Toy slight Uber ad, but Lenny fighting a shot onto Zuki. Blank dead as well. There's a level 2 on D, and it finds 2. Hyphen with the stealth gun takes out the flank of Witness Gaming. This decap's gonna come through in what, 3 minutes?
Yeah, and Spawn's now up to that 28-second mark. Witness trying to get out here with other players they can. DT's all alone in Wishbone. If they collapse in DT, but Toy's dead! 98% caught out by JJ from death. JJ's been the huge difference maker in this round. Going to continue to put points on the board. Blake now up on full Uber ad, still in lobby. They have not started a cap E yet, but they're cleaning house. Heaven now sole control of triple.
Yep, and you've got no medic. You know, I'm not even sure where DT is coming from right now. He's going to try to come from Wishbone, but he's already dead. Uber popped out here. It's just going to be a mop-up with this. Toy back into C right there, fighting AGB in the 1v1. Hits 1 arrow, but AGB's got way more bullets. Toy gonna drop right there, and this E-cap. Surely, Zag. Surely they don't throw it this time.
I mean, Toy doesn't have Uber. There's no Ubers for either team, but they have no ground anywhere. It's just Melon in Wishbone, the only person close.
He lose cannon hell. I need to see it.
Melon hits a big air blast, almost gets Joey off the ledge, but Joey surfs back on. Melon gonna die. Last couple players sacking in. 4:23 time. That's the fastest steal we've seen from, I think, any of these teams in playoffs so far. Maybe there was one faster by Witness last week, but either way, that's just a blazing time for Team Fun to put on, considering their average has been 7 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm almost excited because I want to see what Witness is gonna do when they can't just put the death telly and.
Yeah, they have to make a play.
You gotta do something here. You cannot put a telly in death. You're not gonna play the game that fast. You really need to start getting E pressure from the start right here. Whether or not it's a straight A to E or they use E pressure to get a really quick, you gotta get like a quick B though, right? Like a 2.5 minute B, not a 3 to 4 minute B.
Yeah, they have to do something differently because they've been secure in getting these 5-6 minute times, which have been good enough up till now. It's not good enough anymore. We have to see something out of Witness here, otherwise they're gonna lose their map pick.
Yeah. And that sets a very, very bad omen for them moving into Lakeside.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
It really feels like in the battle of these two teams staring each other down across the field, it feels like Witness just blinked, right? It feels like Team Fun, they had the aggression, they kept the heat up when they needed to, and Witness now on the back foot for the first time since, you know, about this time last week, so we'll see what they have up their sleeves. If they lose Steel right now, things could look bad. A gonna get capped up here, gates have dropped. I don't see them moving their engineer onto A quite yet, so I'm curious about what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. It feels like they blinked on the C defense in that second half, and that's it. They're gonna get A, 20 seconds or so. Zukima's out on the point with Toy, interestingly enough, but it looks like DT's heading drop down?
The drop down Uber?
He cleared Joey's
to bait the drop down shot. But it's not going to work
yeah.
because they see AGB. AGB sees them coming in. So AGB going to call the full combo coming into lobby. What is the response from Team Fun? They already have their sniper rotated Wishbone.
Yeah, if Lenny hits the shot, it feels like that's over, but they're gonna Blank missed in the pit!
Wait, he's dead?
He's in the pit!
Oh, Blank, that is a huge death to find there. Something happened. He's dead. He just died from no one else hurting him. So with that, Witness, they don't even want to cap. They're already leaving.
Yeah, no scout. They're not even gonna bother. They're gonna stay here just to harass them.
They're fast for sure. But with no scout, they have to get some damage. They have to get some flashes here. Look at Joey. Joey's stuck. Melon is trapping Joey in this low ground. He's gonna blast back. He's gonna live though. Rest of the players out. Blank doing some big damage. AGB dead as well. Here comes the level 3. Wrangle the back in. Can it go down? It's doing tons of work right now.
They're getting some chip damage onto it, but they're slowly dropping on the side of Witness Gaming. Gun finally going down. DT takes that hyphen back up to spawn, but JJ jumping in. DT cannot surf all the way out. Poseidon with the angle not able to land any shots, and now Time already in dire straits right here. Even Ubers, no B, no E pressure, no nothing.
Yeah,
Witness
Lenny
needs a
winning an
miracle.
SVS. Getting more pressure up here. It's just Zuki alone. Fish looking for something, but no one even out for him to stab. Here comes Ather. He's gone. He's floated back to his team. Will live for now, but the damage is coming in. Zuki, Melon, Fish, all going to drop in short order. There's Lenny peeking out, taking down DT. It's just AGB dead, and Witness, they're stalled here. They have nothing going. They need to go back to the drawing board. There's 2 minutes. They have to go.
2
in
minutes.
B.
Yeah, you can't even bother with B right now. You got to go right for
And Team
D
Fun,
and
no.
hope there's
Team
a
Fun are already
miracle.
trying to meet them. They have their soldier here. They have players over. Looks like they're keeping their medic on B for now, but the rest of Witness, they say we're going. We have to just full send.
Yeah,
Blank's dead
Pablo
again.
already finding one. Lenny in the spawn, trying to get an angle off, but no E-cappers in yet. Melon playing guard in Wishbone.
And from
AGB
the
gonna get that
defense.
knife melted, popped into the pit. That's 1 kill. Toy able to get into Wishbone.
Look at the corner.
Not
There's the
getting-
corner. So she can't
Yeah.
get that blasted off, but she can't leave. The Pyro's waiting. Here comes Melon to save the day. Melon gets her medic out of dodge. Poseidon gets the counter step on Lenny. DT all alone. Can he live? Can he do damage? He's doing a lot of damage. He's alive, and he's gonna get hyphen. And Blank.
Yep. Those are the kills they need. They're starting to go in favor. 8v4 right now. Low health for a number of the members there, but Joey dead is the big one. Gun getting taken out as well. They've got ×2. They have a gun in front of the E-spawn. JJ
They need
shooting
more- they need more
rockets in,
time.
though. They need more time and they need more presence. Pablo on the bonk gonna just open up the
Poseidon's
shutter.
watching shutter.
Stealing the tag.
Poseidon's in heavy watching Shutter, but Lenny, he's in Wishbone. He's doing damage. He gets the shot from Spawn, actually. Gets the kill onto Melon. Hits the Dom. It's just Blank here. Blank needs to stay alive. If Blank dies, they're going to lose so much time. Blank going to get some heals and jump back onto the point. Poseidon's dead, though. Stabbed by AGB in heaven. Lenny uncontested.
Blank
Blank
into
in
the
the
pit,
pit again.
knocked off. The banner coming in from Wishbone now. Toy gonna have to get the hell out of dodge. 90% on this Uber. There's no pyro.
Zuki.
The blaster into the pit. He's gonna find a kill on
Lenny,
Joey
though, Lenny's
stays
in the
alive.
Shutter. Lenny's killing them all. He has a kill onto Melon. Melon can't jump the point. She's one of the few classes that can do it. Poseidon trying to go here, but look at the pyro.
cappers
Figsy
right
can
now.
right-click Zuki into the pit. If Figsy gets this heavy in the pit, the game is over. Blank trying his best to get back onto the point. It's a level 1. Zuki gonna clear that out in short order. Look at Lenny. He's doing the spawn peek. If Lenny can get the scout at the point, it's over.
Triple plane in hell, trying to
in
get
the
the
pit.
chips onto point. Toy dead right there. Got the Uber off, but not
×3. No
before he
heals.
went to the
No
pit.
heals. Blank is 1.
Yeah.
Blank is 1.
They
They
have
have
the
him
cap
under.
times right now. They have the cap time. Joey goes down. Pablo in
12
front.
seconds.
Try to sack on it. Gets
Rebel,
one kill, but
Rebel
not gonna
jumps
be
in.
enough.
They're
Witness
killing them all.
Gaming,
7 seconds.
the miracle of season 16. 4 seconds left. They're gonna take the map.
Witness Gaming wins steal 2-1. That is the craziest ending to a map in Grand Finals history. It has to be. That was desperation. Their B play failed twice. They had to go AE, and in the end, everyone plays well enough to pull it off. Rebel sentry jumping over to be just enough cap time. Melon denying the air blast on Toy into pit. Zuki peeking to kill them all in when they peeked out to kill his scout. At one point, triple flanked lower in Lunchbox in Hell and took Blank to 1 HP. If Blank died there and lost his 2x, the game is over.
I thought it was over when Toy went into the pit with that Uber,
That
but
was
they pulled it
millimeters
out.
difference.
Just Zuki standing so tall on that point, shooting, just consistently getting kills. It is such a razor's edge you're playing there. Figsy staring him down. 1 air blast. He's in the pit. That ends. If one thing does not go perfectly there, you know, your Witness Gaming already had 1 foot in the grave, but instead they take the map, they move into Lakeside. Gotta be on cloud 9 right now after taking that out. And, you know, with that's the type of momentum that can take what could have been an 0-4 last week, turn it into a 4-0. Well, maybe not 4-0, but turn that into a win.
It definitely puts them on cloud 9, like you said, and oh my god, that ending. That is like, for the people who know what League of Legends is, that is SKT versus KT levels of catharsis at the end there with how this series has gone so far. We're still just getting started though, as we're moving into Lakeside. Witness up 1-0, gonna try and close it out on Team Fun's map pick. We're gonna go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere, you won't want to miss it.
Welcome back, gamers and gamettes, to the RGL.GG Season 16 Invite Highlander Grand Finale. Here between Witness Gaming and Team Fun, where Witness Gaming, after resetting the bracket last week on an upset of their own, pull off one of the most unbelievable steal comebacks I've ever seen to take Map 1 as they move into Lakeside.
That was an
Zag with
all-time
my
Highlander
side,
round.
and Zag.
That was an all-time Highlander round right there. It does not get more exciting than that, as so many things had to go right for Witness. I'm just thinking it over. DT was stranded in Wishbone, got 2 kills, including the fadeaway pipe onto Blake. I think Fish spawned Camp Blake on the respawn. Melon got Toy out of dodge. Zuki stayed alive. Blank lived on 1 HP on the point. Rebel jumps over. It's just a combination of everything that made that one so good. But we are on to Lakeside here. Predictions are up if you guys want to get at that. But this is Team Fun's map pick. They 4-0'd it last time. If you were going to give Team Fun credit, if you're going to tell them that, if you're going to say they're going to win one map for sure, this map, Swiftwater, and Product are their 3 best here. And they're here on Lakeside, arguably their 2nd best, looking to tie things up here.
Yeah, I mean, with everything that went right for Witness, the fact that they won last week, gotta have a little bit of a reset here, right? Inhale, exhale, take a deep breath, reset. And you have to keep in mind that ultimately, coming into it, this map is still favored to go in, in Team Fun's favor. as they've been just dominant on this map and on Product all season. But that said, I mean, a number of the rounds were close from Witness last week, and with what we saw, I can believe that anything would happen right now.
Yeah, Team Fun, favorites on paper, but in our hearts, is that true at this point? The answer still probably has to be yes. Team Fun, like you said, they've been dominant on Lakeside. They're strong Koth team. They know how to play Lakeside better than anyone who's played. And yeah, Witness coming in underdogs for now on this map. Like you said, rounds could have gone in their favor. We'll see what they have to offer. Waiting on some of the players to get in the server. In the meantime, I do want to plug the RGL merch collection. We do have some team logo t-shirts for all Invite, Sixes, and Highlander teams with their logos done by the RGL graphics team. You can pick those up. A portion of the proceeds go towards supporting the teams themselves and the players. We also have the seasonal RGL merch collection. Rotating in, we have the cute animals, the maps, psychedelic scattergun, a bunch of really cool designs, also all made by our in-house graphics team. Purchasing them helps to keep afloat our in-house team, our production, help pay RGL staff for their hard work. So check them out. You might like them, pick them up. Well, they'll be here for a bit longer. We'll make sure to let you guys know when the next rotation is coming out.
Yep, I just got word that Zuki had been, rejoining the server a couple times in between halves on Steel. He is now reinstalling GPU drivers, so might have a little bit of an extended pregame right here to talk about Lakeside Zag. So, as much as I could talk about that Steel all night, I think we should move over, start looking to move into Lakeside. And I think the same thing here applies to every single map against Team Fun. Step one, especially on a Koth map, is you cannot let Lenny beat you.
Yeah, Lenny just has that potential to go ham. We saw it toward the latter half of Steel, where he really just came online and started killing everything, as we know Lenny can do. For Team Fun, he's going to be their linchpin. He's going to be looking to do that exact same thing on a map that lends itself much more towards Sniper.
Yeah, and I mean, beyond that, every Koth map historically good for the Highlander Trinity, your Scout Demo Sniper. Heavy, really big on this map too. And, from personal experience, having played a number of seasons with him, Zuki on this map at his best is an absolute force to be reckoned with. That said, Triple, no slouch either. And I'm going to be looking at the heavy v heavy, I think DT, probably that Steel, I don't think we gave him enough credit, was probably really the best I've seen him play.
Yeah, I was going to say the first half, we saw him actually completely destroy Joey. I'm going to put a spotlight on Joey coming into Lakeside because, like you said, DT's been playing lights out tonight. His play, obviously the first half he played phenomenally, but his play at the very end in Wishbone also comes to mind. DT's been having the game of his life in the most important game of his life, and it's going to be up to Joey to kind of step up. We've known that Joey's been one of the best Highlander demo men to play in a long time, but he just hasn't quite been turned on so far in Grand Finals. We'll see if he can do it on, again, a map that plays very heavy towards demo man, maybe not as heavy as Steel, but still very much up there, where he's been just better than DT all season, but not tonight. He needs to turn it up.
Yeah, you really want to see him get going. I mean, as well, I think JJ is going to be a really powerful, weapon in Team Fun's hands. I mean, Ether has been having more than enough, solid bombs in, but I think, historically over the past 3 seasons, Ether has occasionally been one of the weaker spots in this roster, one more susceptible to being shut down. Whereas JJ, it feels like no matter what you do, he's always going to do something. Even on like Asheville last week, and I think we kind of discussed that, right? Where JJ's such a good player, but like on Asheville last week, there were so many kills coming in onto Blake that JJ was forced to be very telegraphed with his bombs, right? Obviously, you lose the element of surprise when your med goes down and everyone in the enemy team knows you're coming in, but he's still landing those kills. Not as frequently as if he, had free reign to just bomb and Blake's never dying, but he's still getting those kills, so JJ going to be a really huge factor that I think Team Fun's going to need to work around if they want, to take this map as cleanly as they hope to and get themselves in a good spot for Asheville.
Yeah, I also want to highlight the Pyros real quick because Pyro's the kind of class, it's a support class, it doesn't get much, fanfare except when something really cool happens like a reflect shot or, just completely stuffing an Uber, but both Pyros, both Figsy and Melon have been playing probably some of the best I've seen them play in their careers in this match, and in past matches as well last week. I've played against both Pyros extensively, and as a Spy player, I know them. I know how they play a lot. Both of them are just playing lights out. And when I'm in a map where Soldier and Demo can do so much work that's left unchecked, your Pyro being on point is a really small thing on like the outside, but it can really make a big difference to your combo, especially when we've seen so much fighting going around Bath and these point edges where Pyro can just make a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, especially when, again, the soldiers are going to be flying around right there. Every single bomb that you can deny is just, an extra life for your medic, an extra sigh of relief. Where, it turns from, oh, our med's dead, all right, we got a sack, to, oh, they just fed one in. We can push now.
As we are waiting for last few players to join up the server, definitely a long break the players needed after what happened on Steel. So It's going to be waiting a bit longer for you guys. Again, apologies for whatever delays, but the teams do have as long as they realistically want. I don't believe there's a set rule in place, but I'm sure if they start taking way too long, we might have a talk.
I mean, I think we know that Zuki's installing his GPU
It's not
drivers.
just
I mean,
him, though. A lot of the other players
that's
still
true.
trying to reload.
But I mean, that's just how intense that match was. It fried his graphics card on the spot.
Yeah.
You know that video of like the guy, you know, he's like typing, like it's edited a lot. I don't even know if the original source is, but he's like typing really frantically at his keyboard, and he's getting sweatier and sweatier, and he starts banging the keyboard. I imagine that's Zuki playing in between the E forward spawn and Wishbone with a pyro waiting in there.
Yeah,
staying alive as long as he did, just gradually getting more and more sweaty, like you know, I gotta stay alive, I gotta keep pressuring.
There's so much APM holding his right click and then alternatingly pressing his left click when he peeks. Yeah, just waiting a bit longer for these players to load in.
Wrist motions get counted in APM?
Technically no. Actually, do they? I don't know. I don't know enough about StarCraft. I think typically no, because in like MOBA games where they really count APM, you move with clicking. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking from like Zuki's perspective. If he's like spinning to point his minigun at the shutter, then at like lobby, then you know the DE window, then heaven, then back to.
We'll count every arm lurch as one action.
Yeah. It's still, you know, even if he's not even moving his character, it's still a lot to keep track of.
And while we do have a bit more time to wait while these players do get their load-ins, I do see Zuki has rejoined the server, so the graphic driver reinstallation has been a success. I want to talk a bit about how these teams play out off of mid, where last week we saw both teams, when they did win the mid, they tried forward playing on the opponent's ruins, and for both of them, it didn't actually go very well. We saw teams try to put their snipers up, their snipers would get bombed, they try to play forward, they got uber shot out of tunnel, and because the tunnel players have to flash 1, maybe 2 max, whereas if you're on ruins, they had to flash way more, it just didn't go as well for the defense. So I want to see if the teams are as keen to do the forward holds as they were last week, as ready ups are through, so we're going to be getting right into Lakeside here. Map 2 of the Grand Finals bracket reset, going to be Witness Gaming on blue, Team Fun on red, ready to get into the first mid.
Yep, both teams out of spawn. DT jumping over. No, gonna actually not take the second jump. Both demos walking into mid at full health. Don't want to risk even, you know, being at that 110 mark and potentially going down something crazy. Lenny, though, instantly winning the SVS onto Poseidon. 4, 5 kills instantly over. Make that 7.
Yeah, they gotta get
it
out.
is
It's
only
just
Toy
Blank
and Blank, and I mean, they got JJ and Triple, which I guess would have probably been the Bath players, and nothing else. Team Fun showing immediately that they have put Steel in the rearview mirror. They're on Lakeside, and they're happy to be here.
Yeah, we did see that soldier, like you said, jump through onto Bathhouse really quick. He just got completely sandwiched between a sniper and a heavy, so not able to do anything. Blank gonna run out, try to get the sniper. He's all alone in this forward ammo shack. Will be alive for now, but here comes the solar bomb in. They will force Uber quite immediately. Gonna try to link up with Blank here, and they do get him out of dodge. Melon gonna lose her life to the sniper, but that's it for now. AGB unsuccessful, and his play will go down. So 8v8 here, as right now Witness trying to recontest through main.
Yep, Triple playing really forward on this point. DT now finally going to go for the wider peak, but everyone backs up just enough to be out of sticky range. Triple takes a little bit backing out, but will be fine. Blank starting now to edge, get that point in, going to force responses from the defense. Going to cause Joey to walk up and get himself killed, actually. That's exactly what they're looking for. Neither side has Uber right now.
Fixie dead too.
And that's going to be Fixie dead. Everyone, they are just walking, and that's all they need.
Oh, but DT sniped down. Lenny finds another big pick.
A big counter
fighting
kills.
Zuki and Bath, and AGB, he dips in, looking for the help, but doesn't get it. JJ gonna come in for the cleanup, and with Joey getting that kill onto the spy, it's only 3 up for Witness, make it 4. They're gonna try and back up to Ruins here, as they did get capped, but this soldier is doing a lot of damage. Toy, very low, up on 50 HP. If only JJ knew there was a juicy medic here with 99%. They're gonna use immediately to try to contest, but they don't get there in time.
Yeah, point gonna go back over. It means that, you know, longer spawn for JJ, but they're happy to take the time if that's all that's gonna happen. Rebel gonna go down next. Poseidon answering out onto Triple. Defensive heavy, huge on Lakeside. Makes capping this point so much easier. Gonna have to deal with that. Another headshot onto Joey. Lenny gonna answer back onto Melon, but the combo of Team Fun is hurt. Poseidon now winning the SBS. That's gonna open things back up for them. JJ, Joey, Pablo, Biggsy, all going down to Blank right there. Finds himself a nice little 4K.
Okay, Blake. Wait, Ether missed it. Ether didn't see Blake. Ether gonna rebomb onto Blake. Blake stuck on these mini health packs, and Ether gonna get that cleanup in the end. So the scout soldier duo of Witness finding all the cleanup there.
Yep, and I mean, it all starts with that snipe onto the heavy and then getting, here's the forward hold, though, that you mentioned. And Poseidon immediately going down, that's going to get canceled real quick.
Yeah, they're back into Bathhouse for now. Toy up on 85%, huge advantage over Blake. We'll see what the Team Fun combo wants to do. Fish going to be calling their push onto far side. Looks like they want to go as soon as they have because they're lining up for it. Going to pop the Uber. Can Fish get in on Blake? We'll just get killed immediately with the crossbow. Blake going to get that kill for himself and still dipping, dodging, backing out. Very successful kite for Team Fun here.
Yep, they lose their combo, but they keep Blake alive. That's a little bit way too aggro there. Why are they walking forward? It's a 5v8.
Yeah,
and they
just
walk Blake
up.
back in. Easiest med kill of Ether's life right there. Gonna take that no problem, and really big uncharacteristic misplay from Team Fun right there.
Yeah, like, you kite the Uber out, you lose your demo heavy, that's fine. You're okay with backing Blake up, getting your Uber, and just keeping the leapfrog going into the end of the round. But just being so greedy there, staying underneath bats, and like you said, at the right place, right time, gets that med pick. So now, Toy, another 50% Uber add to work with. They will lose Zuki on the forward hold, will need to back up, but they find AGB in the back line as a result.
Yep, they're gonna take out Pablo too, so no scout to help guard Joey Lemons on this point. He's gonna back out lots of players coming in to get the cap time. Blank! Drop from an Arts Hispanian pipe right before that Uber starts, but
Blake's dead.
On the back line finds Blake backing out. This Uber is now free, so long as they don't all wipe in the post fight. That said, Triple gonna find 2. It's a little bit uncomfortable if you're Witness Gaming right now, only 5 alive, but you still have Uber advantage. Blake dying there is massive, and he has not been able to stay alive this round.
Yeah, Fish finds that well-timed pick in the backline. We do see our AGB decloaking on bats. Big kill onto Figsy with the result of the sticky spam from DT. So right now, Team Fun trying to make it this time deficit. Only 10% disat. It's not that huge, but they will have to push dry for quite a while here as they wait for this charge. They do have bath control. Triple, the full health heavy, going to come in and try to do some work from the high angle, and he will force Witness to back up here. Oh my god, JJ got killed on the pillar. So many kills coming in. Fish gets a stab onto Joey, but a lot of players dying for both teams in the end. Team Fun have more up, but they haven't capped quite yet. Looks like Witness keen to just give up the cap for now. They're all backing up to Ruins.
Yeah, they've almost got overtime off of this. Gonna make sure Team Fun they don't actually give it
waiting
over.
For the bomb. Ether is in forward. He's gonna want to try to go in. He doesn't like it. We'll scratch his team for now.
It's just a little bit too low on health there to feel comfortable about going in. That said, though, I mean, the Uber comes in. Blake counters back right here. Gonna be better presence right now for Team Fun in this post. AGB near Poseidon in the tunnel. Not gonna go for the decloak immediately, though. No kills at all in that.
Now look at
so that was a wet noodle fight.
Zuki and Melon walking in back, and they get so much damage. They just shred Pablo, and now they're peeking out wide. Low HP on Joey and Blake. Joey 1 HP will go down to Melon's afterburn. Figsy dead. Triple hyphen all
Blake,
dead.
the only one.
One capped up, he has to go. And just like that, that's round 1 in favor of Witness Gaming. A come from behind as well.
He said anything could happen, and it's currently doing that. After that disastrous-looking mid, it was all Witness Gaming all the time.
That mistake from Team Fun under bats,
yeah, that cost them
the round.
so much time.
Yeah, if they had just taken their force and gotten out of dodge, got Blake back to spawn and charge Uber, they could have kept leapfrogging into the end game, but instead they just have no time. And then he got stabbed again by Fish. Like you said, Blake was a walking respawn timer there, and now we'll see if Team Fun can respond.
Yep, Blenny, though, opening up onto the side of Melon as well. The mid-fight domination looking pretty similar. They are going to get a couple more kills. Actually, Joey going down could be the difference here.
Yeah,
DT popped up, Toy hit very low. It's a risky game staying in right here for Toy, playing close in the alcove. And the reflex pipe!
Figsy finds it over the top.
It just drops in. That's going to be 130.
Stab onto Lenny, going for the med. 1 HP, Zuki gonna swing out for it. Blake, he's too high. Zuki can't find the he's dead. Poseidon finds the shot on the back out, and Witness gonna win this mid. Oh, but it's gonna be mid fight 2.0. Both teams losing everyone.
Yeah, that said, though, lots of cap time in favor of Witness, and then it's going to be Hyphen getting taken out, though. That's enough time for Swans to come in.
Yeah, mid-fight 2.
Mid 2's not going to last very long, I don't think. It's going to go right over to Witness Gaming. And despite that terrible-looking start, the kill onto Joey is enough for the remaining players to walk up. Even that ridiculous reflect roller kill onto Toy, not going to stop them. And they've even got ad.
Yep, Fish gonna go for that sniper, trade his life for it. That's a worthwhile trade for the spy. Here comes Zuki peeking out of Bathhouse, doing some damage, but it's Triple coming on the other side, just shredding Fish and
Silent finds Joey. No demo is gonna be huge. AGB trying to go
DT
people.
found the fadeaway pipe onto the medic in main, and now Toy 75%. They're losing players, but they will get this Uber in time, it feels like.
it just feels like it's almost like the opposite of what we saw from Witness Gaming, but for Team Fun earlier in the season. No matter what they're doing, they get these few things coming through, but it never works out. Yeah,
you know they want to pop. Blank wants it. He wants to go. They're trying to stall for long enough to get the demo back. Azuki going to be taken low. It looks like they're just going to wait for the demo. Here's DT, and now they're going to go. Opener for Poseidon onto the Engineer, and there's a big stab on the triple.
Yep, just long enough to get the longer spawns back in. Blake gonna escape into the tunnel. Being a little bit dicey on the edge there, but doesn't look like anything's going to be able to find him there. That said, the point recap going to come in quite quickly. Only a 19-second cap. Right there, Zuki playing forward. Gonna walk in, tries to get Joey, gets him too. Pablo going to go down as well. Zuki still alive, just shreds the combo there.
Yeah, he just hid on that forward platform. They looked back entrance, he's not there, just walk up, and he just walks on top of Joey Lemon's head. And now it's gonna be Blake having this Uber ad, did manage to stay alive in that carnage, but time lead 1 minute in favor of Witness. Team Fun have to make a play here. Killing Toy would be the ultimate prize. Zuki gonna get shredded in return, but traded by triple, or traded with triple.
Yep, Blake on Uber as well. Toy has to play really careful here. In comes JJ. Not thought Toy would be on the dispenser though when Toy's further up on to Bats. Not going to find him trades out with DT. That will stall a potential Uber once Toy gets. But, you know, not exactly the kind of snowball you want to start off if you're Team Fun right now.
Yep, even Uber Exchange about to come out here. Still getting a couple respawners up as well for Team Fun. DT and Blank are in main, looking to take this Uber. Fish calling the location of the medic near that dispenser, and here they're going to go. Immediate counter coming out from Blake here. Even flashes coming out from both sides.
Yep, and again, immediate kite back out. No even attempt to play the point other than from DT, and now the back collapse coming in. Gonna be tons of frags straight back and forth here. Lenny losing the counter snipe means no sniper to stop anyone walking point. I think it's an even trade so far.
So much damage! Oh, that Rocket would have killed 3 if he got it off, but they're all 1 HP. The rest of Witness trying to walk off that damage that Ether dealt, but Fish eating a backstab, some counter espionage coming out. Bigsy dead. Melon doing some damage on the walk up, but will get killed by that heavy in the meantime. No cap for Witness quite yet, as it does get blocked by the scout here, but looks like they will end up getting it. Zuki on point, trying to fight triple. Triple comes out ahead.
Yep, drops off, just barely living that, and gonna get an arrow. So Zuki now on the longer spawn. Melon was extended as well, just now coming up. Gonna be an easy walk back in. Fish though finding one onto Figsy. Gonna get out, potentially go again. Poseidon, another kill onto Hyphen. Absolutely killing in here. That has to be the 5th one of the half. But more frags. Oh, Blake popped out. I didn't even realize they had it. Blake caught out.
Toy built so much better. Built 15% better than the medic
opposition.
opposition.
I think it caught Blake out too. He was not expecting a shiny scout in his face right there, taking him out, and that's exactly what Witness Gaming needs to potentially clinch this round. JJ,
Toy's HP, the rocket. Oh, Toy's down over. Good collapse in by Team Fun there. Triple comes out of Bats, Spy comes in over from behind, and they just kill everyone standing near that teleporter. So Team Fun, despite their med dying at 90%, make it work. They're going to get time lead off of this. They're going to have Uber ad.
JJ pulling out the forbidden tech, the waddle bomb, as he just walks in and it's Toy low enough that Fish can finish her off from across the map there. Now, the forward hold set up by Team Fun,
Fish
and as they're trying to jump through, going to get denied. Yeah, Fish not finding anything either, but Lenny, Joey, Hyphen, all going down. A number of frags coming back onto the side
JJ.
of Witness Gaming and Toy. Nuked out in that little alcove by the ramp. That's going to be tons dead on both sides. 6-5, I think, slightly in favor of Team Fun. But those longer spawns mean that Witness Gaming could potentially re-push this DT.
And DT's getting staggered.
Oh,
yeah.
That's such an unfortunate death.
Yeah, he just stayed in. You just have to commit to dying there or commit to getting out, but instead staggers his life. Going to be a while till he can get back out here. And Blake on this full Uber. Team Fun look at what they want to take this in home. Fish could be the difference maker. Going for the med pick, slow and trying to get this force. Blake dipping and dodging. They do get the force out for now, but they're going to lose Zuki, Ether, and Poseidon here. Lenny coming up on top of these SVSs more often than not now, as the rest of the team going to jump forward, get these cleanup.
That said, though, I mean, they got the Uber out. Toy only on 60. Not going to have Uber before this round ends. But if they get the cap back, could be a good situation. It's going to be tight. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, but look at Lenny already staring at them. If Lenny finds anyone here.
Cap yet. Jumper's coming through. After not even landing on the point, but 2 from Lenny's going to wrap that up real quick. We are back tied up. Team Fun not going to let this get any further out of hand right here as they tie it up.
Yep, 1-1 going into the final round of half one of Lakeside. We'll see which team can end up taking this one. We've seen mids go 1-1 apiece right now. Both teams opting for a lot of bath fighting early, so I want to see what the soldiers and the heavies are going to do here. We've seen a lot of presence.
You can see not as many people in Witness Gaming die instantly. forehead, right? As lots more fighting.
What a
Ether
rocket!
hit up
What a
low,
rocket
gonna go down.
from JJ.
And stabs coming in on both sides, but Zuki still alive. That said, the rest of his team forced out, 4 dead to 2. Team Fun once again getting the early frag, and they're likely going to win this mid without nearly as much contesting as last time.
Yeah, Team Fun seem to have the better strats on Bath. We've seen Ether do a bomb into main while Zuki supports him from his team's ruins, but he just gets late collapsed on by the heavy and soldier of Team Fun. So not working out, and there's Team Fun winning another mid in this half. Gonna be able to set up here. Both meds up on full Uber as that mid really just ended with the Bath contest.
Yeah, I mean that we saw Ether go in first, and that's the first bomber loses as JJ able to kind of counter jumping back in, hit the easy rocket. Zuki I think got the trade out, but it's not enough. That said, right before Uber pops out, Witness drops 3. This Uber is potentially doomed. Zuki wins the fight against Triple, but he's gonna have to eat. Toy hit up low, drops, not able to stay up, but will live for the time being. No damage to get her back up though. Yeah, that could transition into something good here if they're able to get another pick or so. Blake and the rest of Team Fun's combo forced back into a more passive hold. Zuki though going down, trying to bust through. Fish gonna be next. Hyphen's mini, the only frag they're finding, and they're not able to really get any purchase on this point.
Yeah, DT gonna have to wait around for an arrow, and like you said, Witness get really nothing. Ether gonna be back up, contesting Bath. They've had control for a while, but Triple waiting outside here with a sniper to support him. Here comes the heavy weapons guy coming in, doing some damage. Support from his pyro, but it looks like Witness stacking the point with their scout and demo. Bath held right now by Triple and Team Fun. Gonna try and peek out here. Here comes the Ether bomb. It's a lot of damage to the scout, but not gonna be that much. Heavy's gonna trade on this platform. JJ gonna die as well. With AGB dropping, the backline is safe for Witness. They're likely gonna get their first cap of the round here.
Yep. Triple, we went to Zuki there. Zuki, I think, had a little partial head glitch, and they're actually going to use out before this gets capped. Yeah, Solo Melon going to get chased out. Blank,
they got 0 kills.
Yeah, not Lenny, Pablo, that is not going to find any kills on that. And Blank sniped out, trying to back up through that. Low Uber, not the worst death, but still a good thing to build off of if you're Witness Gaming here. Gonna have a pretty sizable 30% ad by the time this comes back through. They're gonna move into the forward hold here, which, as you said, really hasn't worked too well for anyone. And the last 2 times we've seen this map, but
Poseidon's
maybe they get it working out.
He's trying to find something. Peeks looking for the medic, but Sniper peeks him, does win the SVS, so that's a good point right now. Look at the combo though. Witness's combo is dropped down to meet the Team Fun combo. Zuki up on high ground. They don't expect him. He gets the kill on Triple.
Yep, and he's gonna start backing up, gets an arrow while he's out on the that kind of wooden overhang on the bats. JJ not able to find anything, and we actually are seeing this work out now. Winning the SVS and the smart rotate there, gonna be really good. Maybe that's the secret sauce, right? Maybe it's rotating out to meet them, take advantage of the height, keep your heavy stealthy. Play the unexpected. Ether though gonna get stabbed out. Good opening frag as the Uber comes out.
Blake's on 85. They're trying to chase Blake in. It's only Blank that can get really that deep, but they're gonna get denied. It's great reflex coming out. Some consolation kills for Witness here, but they don't get the medic, and now they have to be careful and back out. Blake here. Fish wants this kill. Fish gonna look for it. Gets one on Blake. Blake might have to force, and he does have to.
Yeah, really good to force that Uber there. It's an NG Uber. Might as better than it dropped, but really not by much.
Yeah, not by much.
It's only going to be a little bit more percents now on Blake as he doesn't die and have to respawn waiting for that. As the cap isn't even guaranteed. I mean, Fish is dead, but that's the only advantage. That's dead. DT instantly explodes. Zuki going to eat a lot of pressure on Obelisk.
20 to leave. There's the NG pick. Hyphen surfing in, getting that medic down on the opposing side. Just a Bath squad here for Witness. They are staying alive for now.
Trapped on the enemy Bats. Rebel will take him out. The cap goes through though. That's
Look
it.
At Fish. Fish
losing a lot.
Fish gets 1, 2, 3. Fish with a revolver on the backup. They're all low HP, and he gets everybody. That's some Kovacs gameplay right there. He has another soldier ahead of him, but it's going to cloak away for now.
And that's after the cap, so extended spawns on everyone. I saw Joey with a 22-second right there. Fish with insane cleanup. Lenny gonna land a shot onto Blank. No times 2 is gonna slow this cap down. It should come in, slowly but surely. As Fish caught out by Fixie will go down. Cap comes through, extends the spy. Unfortunate, but that said, Toy decent ad over Blake right now. So unless we don't see a dry push, things are gonna. That's exactly what we're seeing though.
Yeah, 75 on Toy. They need to keep players alive for Witness. Melon gonna drop though in Bathhouse. A lot of damage taken. They do at least get Hyphen for now, but Zuki low HP will get taken down by Pablo. DT alone on the point trying to do some damage. Will back up Poseidon. Huge SVS win onto Lenny. Gonna be uncontested for now with Pablo dead to a huge pipe from DT. DT dominating the opposing scout. They should be able to walk forward and recap instantly.
Yeah, usually you'd expect that to be the other way around, but all these kills going back and forth. Triple now gonna go down. That will end up getting the cat back. I throw him blank, get extended. They're worrying more about the time. Poseidon finds Blake. Same spot. Blake has gotten sniped every time on this map, crossing from tunnel into bath. That little bit of a, peek you have to make, Poseidon has not let him get away with it at all.
Yep, and now what looked like a Team Fun favorite round for the longest time.
Oh, but Lenny answers back onto Toy.
Lenny finding the angle from Bath. You can't peek that sightline if you are Toy, and now no Ubers for any team. Heal advantage for Team Fun. Gonna be able to walk forward here. Witness need kills. They get triple, but Zuki, Poseidon, Fish all gonna drop in short order. Here's Ether looking for the medic, but the mini sentry will defend for now. And recap coming in. 10 seconds left on the clock. Blake should not get Uber before the overtime this happens. But if it stalls out,
30 seconds and 50. He'll have it. He'll have it by 10.
If it stalls out, yeah, he'll have
So
it.
they're either gonna need to get a kill on Blake immediately or really
before,
fight hard. Yep. I saw some blue behind them, but no, that's Rebels dispenser.
That's Dispenser, yeah.
I'm like, Fish, is he in position? But no.
Well, he is now.
Dispenser pick. Yep, he is now in back waiting. Poseidon already going down. That spells bad news. JJ gonna get stabbed, but it's all Fish can get. Might have needed a little bit more. The quick fix in from Toy. Love to see it, but the Uber's gonna come out. No cap time really gonna be able to come through. And once again, slight difference this time, right? Witness did pull out a round, but
Toy doesn't drop there. It's a free win. They 2-1 lead, but it is Lenny finding the shot when he needs the most, and now Team Fun take the first half 2-1. It's so back and forth. This is such a close match already of Lakeside, and we still got at least 2 more rounds to go, if not more.
Yeah, real quick, everyone in chat, quick fix is absolutely the right call there. You're not expecting either team to get medic, to get Uber there. The extra heal rate plus getting your med out earlier is 100% the right call there. Just, again, losing DT that early. Fish, I mean, he's only human, but you would have liked a better pick than a soldier. Not that, it's Fish's fault, but, if you could get a combo member, that would be ideal. You lose Poseidon right off the bat, too, and that was just doomed from the start. I mean, again, as you said, it was really Toy dropping that. That really cost him the round. I mean, Blake, he got sniped a bunch of times, but a lot of the times that was on a back out, right? After he'd already Ubered.
Yeah, a lot of low percentage deaths.
It's unfortunate, but you're not losing that much. He's losing 15 seconds of Uber right there, but that's about it.
Yeah, and I'm playing up blogs, so I do want to see the stats. Blake is 10 deaths to Toy's 7, but I want to see the heal output. It looks like Toy's up by a lot, like 3k total, give or take. Average time to build 54 to 55, so that's even. Yeah, there's a lot of low percentage deaths. Blake has 1 death after charge, 0 to Toy. Interesting thing is that Zuki's getting more heals than DT, but if you've got Triple's only taking 14% heals compared to Zuki's 23.
Yeah, and, Zuki actually 400 DPM is a lot on a heavy, but he's still dying a lot. And when you're
400's
taking...
huge. Like, he deserves those
yeah.
heals.
I mean, yes, but he's only got 4 less deaths than Triple, who's almost playing flank heavy with that heal amount. While also having less kills. I mean, the damage is good, don't get me wrong, but for heavy top healing, you'd like to see a little bit less deaths. I mean, he's still dying 6 times a round, which is a lot when you're taking top heals. It's, could DT be doing more with them? It's not really for me to say.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, it was a great first round, but we started to see why, this is Team Fun's map.
Yeah, and we did see Joey rise to the occasion, has matched DT's damage and output pretty much evenly, so definitely coming and showing up. Both snipers as well have had their time in the sun, Lenny outfragging Poseidon by 3, but it hasn't really felt like one sniper has been dominant. If anything, I feel like Poseidon's had a lot of impact with his kills.
Yeah, it's just that I feel like, what was the SVS? It was 7-5, but I wonder how many of those were all in the first round. Like, I think Poseidon probably had at least 3 of those kills in the first round. Which means that, if Lenny had 1 in the first round, figure the SVS in the later 2 rounds is like 6-2, Lenny's favor, which is pretty grim.
Yeah, but again, these rounds on a knife's edge and still have a lot more Lakeside to go potentially, so we'll see if Witness can make up this deficit. We do have a reconnect coming from DT here, so players taking a short break, likely going to be back into the server soon, so see which team can keep that momentum rolling. For Team Fun, honestly, you're not comfortable, far from it, but like you said, this is their map, they know it. They are hitting the clutch plays when it matters so far, and they likely are looking to get the closeout here. Witness need to shore up their mistakes. Again, like, the storylines could differ so much based on whether or not Lenny hits the shot on the medic at the end, right? Because if he doesn't, it's 2-1 Witness, and then we're talking entirely differently.
Yeah, the thing that I'll say, though, is that, like, you think about how Asheville last week was 4-3, and Lakeside was a 4-0. I'm not seeing enough out of Team Fun right now that I'm going to think that the Asheville's going to be flipped.
That is true, right?
Like, you'd like to see that, okay, you know, I'd almost say the map choices, the map order favors them, because you say, okay, if we lose on Steel, we have time to get into Lakeside, really, you know, show our dominance there, and then, you know, roll that right into Asheville, which is kind of exactly what Witness did last week, right? Had their backs against the wall on Steel, they pulled 2 halves out, you know, with their season on the line, and were able to run all that momentum into Asheville, which they still barely won. That said, though, like, if you're gonna... The play has looked continually sloppy from Team Fun. When you have players of this caliber, right? When you have players like Lenny and JJ that can, you know, really manifest fights that shouldn't have been in their favor, right? You have a margin of error. But with how well we saw Witness Gaming playing Asheville last week, I want to see more. Even if we, you know, take the fact that Team Fun's going to win Lakeside as a foregone conclusion, which it's not by any means. But even if we assume that they are just going to pull out a 2-0 here, I want to see them playing better. You know, otherwise, we're going to go right back to Asheville, and I think, you know, there's not much stopping us from seeing the same result.
Yeah, I mean, you can never... Well, that is true. You can never, you know, say for sure what's going to happen before it does. That's why we watch the game, right? But it could be the case that Team Fun went a bit more lax on the Lakeside prep in exchange for Asheville prep. Like, thinking, okay, well, we'll probably lose Steel, or, like, if there was a map we were going to lose, it's Steel more than Asheville. And maybe they doubled down on tiebreaker. Who knows, right? We can't know because we're not on their server, we're not on their team. So we'll have to see if that would really be the case. But for now, job isn't done on Lakeside. You are favored for now, but Witness not keen to give it up by any means.
Yeah. And I mean, again, got to start with shutting down Lenny, which they did not do in those last 2 halves. And it really showed with him winning, you know, enough of those SVSs. Him basically getting the kill that clinched that last round. I mean, again, though, I want to see Blake play tighter. Because I think if they can really get their combo play on lock, you know, they can... I think Asheville may not be as close as we're expecting it.
Yeah, because on the Blake point, right, your medic getting sniped on the Ruben's back out twice is like... It's like... You could, in theory, back out earlier, but if your team made the call to fight earlier, then at that point you're already dead, basically, assuming the sniper doesn't miss the shot. Which, at this caliber, at this level, doesn't happen very often. The only death that, like, really impacted Team Fun's chance in a round was the one where they tried overstaying under bats, and that did cost them a round, essentially, right? So I don't think it was that bad of a half from Blake. Yes, you'd like to see him clean up some of the deaths a little bit, but overall, Toy has been playing better, but yeah, I'm not too hard on Blake, basically, is what I'm trying to say here.
I'm just, the way I see it is that it doesn't look like his best game, and if we take on this map, which should be Team Fun's to kind of roll over, or, you know, roll on, then I think it's, if you assume a bit of a downgrade on Asheville, then it doesn't lead to good, it doesn't have good tidings for Team Fun.
Yep, as we have gotten the about 45-30 second notice from Dolphin, going to be getting back into Lakeside in just a second, so thank you all for waiting. But you know, this match overall has been fantastic so far, and I can only hope that it continues at this pace, because we're going to get probably one of, if not the best, Highlander Grand Finals in history if it were to be that way. But we'll see. We still have a lot more TF2 to potentially be played here, at least the rest of Lakeside, at least 3 more rounds, assuming Witness wins them all. But you know, Team Fun definitely looking strong here, and they're going to try to close it out and send us to Asheville.
Yeah, they do not want their season ending here. They, you know, must feel it's almost owed to them after how strong they've been for so long. As we do have the ready up coming in here, and I mean, if they keep things up, we'll find ourselves on Asheville before too long.
Yep, ready up is through. We're going to be rolling out same team colors. Witness on blue, Team Fun on red. Let's see. Actually, no, swap team colors. Is it? No, it's same team colors.
Yeah, same teams. As once again, both demos walking through main instead of jumping over, trading speed for safety. Good sticks already down from Joey. Bit of a difference there. As Ether coming in deep, not able to find the shots off to Lenny. Crazy surf by him out on the bats. But once again, that's the number of kills all going in Team Fun's favor off the mid right there. Toy gonna be long gone back out at spawn. Not healing though. So, bit of an ad in advantage of Blake right now. Not gonna matter too much, I don't think. But, It's going to delay any potential pushes coming back in by more time.
Yeah, interesting adaptation. They realized Witness that the bathhouse fight early on has not gone their way. They try sending Ether immediately for the sniper, but too much anti-air just already in place. Ether can't find the pick. Good surf as well, hit by Lenny. So now Toy going to be trying to walk out through main. Only 80%. This advantage is ballooned, and now bombing from JJ knows apparently going to get the kill onto DT, and they can't save him. So DT dead. They're going to have to wait for this domain to be up, but Uber is out. I wonder what that got forced by.
I think Ether was in on that, able to get the damage on to Blake, at least spooked him a little bit. And Poseidon now winning the SVS onto Lenny. That is huge. Uber ad, sniper ad, both in favor of Witness here. They're taking Bath, yeah. And you know that's got to be on their mind. Joey is hurt, too. Not even going to be able to stay to defend this. HEB finding the pick on Suzuki going to be big, but just not enough presence to really contest this, and they'll get without using.
Yep, Cap comes through, high bomb from JJ, but doesn't get too deep on it, gets denied for now, has to move backwards as Witness trying to get some players back. AGB will die, but Lenny gets some revenge in the SVS for now, taking down Poseidon, now uncontested. Witness can't walk onto this point without being afraid of his presence. Fish going to be calling it out from the bat, so at least they know. And here comes the Uber, trying to find Blake. Blake surfing up, pops the open, doesn't get sniped this time, gets into the tunnel.
Yep, that is exactly what you want to see. They get the leapfrog going in their favor. They've got better time. Lenny finds a shot onto Rebel. Blank gonna go down as well. The hit scan slowly bleeding out right now for Witness Gaming. Toy not healing either for quite some time. Needed to take the safe rotate into Bath, and that's gonna be an even bigger ad for Blake right now, coming up on 70% as Blake has. See where they take this. Gonna go right over point.
Yeah, AGB gonna get caught out. So will Pablo. Without a scout, it's hard to chase down these kills even with Uber. So if you're Witness here, you want to try to walk up and make them pop. Melon
too.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage.
And
Melon does a
Triple's
ton
almost
of work.
dead.
Yeah, Triple is dead. You can't drop this many players. Now Melon's in, and Melon forces the Uber of all people. It's just a demo man on point trying to find some kills. What's a solo demo gonna do with an Uber? No scout available until now. Pablo getting back from the teleporter, but now recontest from Witness looking to come in.
Yes, they're all in his scopes now. JJ gets 11
a lot of damage.
Right,
a lot of damage.
Will go down though. Does enough for AGB to come in from bats. Takes her out. The cap did come through. Yeah, Pablo gonna go down. But they've got a lot coming in on the point right now. Toy just now spawning. DT gonna get stabbed out, but they don't have the ability to delay him, I don't think, or maybe they will. I don't know if they're gonna get the cap at all, though, off of that.
It's probably better if you don't at this point. It will just get flipped and you deny some of your spawners. So looks like they will get a couple spawners back up, and then the scout gets back and caps Poseidon. Another SBS win onto Lenny. Yeah, they really are. Poseidon's gotten 2 in a row though, I think. So he's got his team quite a big advantage. His time lead flipped for now, but Blake up on 90%. Looks like they're raring to go. Pablo and Joey trying to go forward, but Joey takes so much damage from the front side. Gonna have to get killed up. Pablo 1 HP. They pop to save both players just in time, but Melon is here and will deny.
Yep, she will go down, but a valiant sacrifice keeps everyone else on her team alive. That Uber only gonna be good to get the point back. Ether coming in.
I misses everything.
Misses, yep. Could have been really big. Could have gotten a sniper or a med there. Will not find it. JJ now coming in. Onto Toy, not able to get the last rocket off. Toy likely going to escape back into spawn. Pablo switching targets onto Melon. Tons of kills coming over right there. But Toy with Uber ad, and I mean, times are only going to be about even right now. So not the worst spot right now if you're Witness Gaming.
Yep, time is even, like you said. Toy about to come up on Uber. Still waiting on a couple spawners for both teams. Going to be at 9v9 as Team Fun taking residence in the bathhouse. They have their sniper staring at main. Eats a headshot, but just kills Poseidon right back. Great kill by Lenny. Alternating the SVS wins.
Yep, they're going to use into...
Blake's caught. Can they get the kill? Blake is caught. Blake is dead.
Felt like a little bit of a mixed communication there. Everyone else was backing up to bats. Blake was going through main.
Yeah, that's a bad death for Blake. That's actually a huge mistake.
Here come in the sacks right there. Gonna find Rebel.
Toy's in Bath, though.
Toy in Bath, completely safe. No one, I don't think they even realized she had kited there.
Yeah,
so
really good position.
Kills onto the med. Poseidon's gonna land a shot onto Figsy. Next onto JJ. Really warming up right there. As not sure if Poseidon's taking that SVS yet. Doesn't look like it. Hyphen. Is that a trap? That ragdoll went up to about the stratosphere.
Sticky's behind him on his back out. It's fine, but yeah. That mistake from Blake could cost them in the end. It is timely right now for Team Fun, about 30 seconds here, and a 30% ad for Toy to keep building with. They need another Lenny play. They need some kind of an opening pick for Team Fun to get them into this defense here. AGB not going to be the one to find it. He gets picked off. They are out onto Ruins here. Headshot railing off, but they will get back for now. Witness Game trying to back up, but Lenny dead. Fish finds a big kill on the playmaker for Team Fun.
Yeah, really big to just keep him down. He has not been able to get any sort of, freedom to do as he wishes. Zuki playing forward on this ledge. Gonna get arrowed up. He will be back to full ed. A little bit of the worried moment right there. But it is going to be Uber for Toy. Blake coming up on it, and Fish
spawn camps.
Lenny. That's so good.
But now Poseidon, uncontested takedown. Figsy, Uber has to come in for Team Fun here. Scout demo flashes for both sides as Zuki has died in the back line, so...
DT was body blocking him in. Joey's gonna get juggled and killed by Blank right there. Used to take a bit of a Lenny now, finally getting back on bats.
Big stab.
Gonna open up onto the side and Blank going down. Yep, they gotta back out. They have the time right there. Toy cannot go down.
Fish coming in for a stab, does find one, does find two. Fish making a big play, and Zuki's through the teleporter. They can make this work. Save DT with an arrow, but not gonna be so. Zuki drops, DT drops, and now it has to be get out for Witness Gaming. Toy hit to 1 HP, but stays alive just barely, and now they will be charging Uber, but at a big deficit. Blake did a lot of good job charging.
And this is exactly what all the Witness Gaming rounds
10
have
seconds.
felt like. They're so close, but they're so far. They're gonna need a miracle to take this out. No Ubers, but with Rebel already dead, Poseidon are Lenny to be in position, winning that SBS. They're just walking in. They just need to frag out as hard as they could. Blake hit up 1 health on point.
Toy's dead.
3. They're all going to start bleeding out right here. Some cap time in, not enough. Blake comes up on Uber. And again, 2 seconds. Last round was 6, I think. It's now map point for Team Fun, and Witness Gaming just... It was the same thing on Product. It was the same thing on, Lakeside, same thing on Asheville when they lost on upper bracket finals. Just so close on all these rounds and never able to convert.
And a monster round from AGB there. So much game impact, topping the scoreboard overall. Just did so much work in the backlines of Witness. Got the kill onto Blank at the end there that made them stop contesting, but it is into mid. 3-1 lead for Team Fun here. 1 round away from closing out and sending out Ether again, going for the sniper bomb, but gets out for now. Fish finds an early pick onto triple, means this bath is uncontested. Great pipe from DT. Gets the trade as he's on his way down. Blank getting the kill onto JJ means that mid is pretty confirmed for Witness here, but Lenny still a threat. Will be scoping, hit Zuki to 1. Zuki, can he eat the sandwich in time? Will be so. Gonna keep his life for now as first mid in a while. Lenny will get that kill beside. Now doming. He's decided to take the streak into his own hands.
Yep, alternating no longer. Ether gonna get juggled. He will crater on his own right there. But mid in favor of Witness Gaming right there. Avoided losing 3 people off the bat for the first time in 5 rounds. And will end up holding on to this. Both Meds having Uber right there. Zuki playing close, ready to use if they need it, and they do pop out. Felt a little bit early maybe from the side of Toy. They're going to get JJ, but Lenny with the SBS yet again, 5 in a row for him, and that is likely going to force them back right there. Lots of damage on the triple, but he surfs out. Fish not able to find the frag. Echo coming in onto Blake. 2 rockets, not enough. Going to drop him down to 40, and he will kite out
big cleanup on the triple.
red.
Triple almost had a kill on Suzuki in Bath entrance, but will get out for now. Will die to the Figsy debt in the end. It will be a cap by Witness in just a second if they can just get one more player, and they do cap it up. But DT, he's going to go down. Soldier going to land on his face. JJ with a big pick there. Does get traded for his trouble. Poseidon back up looking for this SVS. He's lost 5 in a row. Can he get one back? Lenny going to be scoping on him. Oh, but there's Fish going to shut him down instead. And with Pablo dead, this should be a recontest from Witness fast. It's 70 on Blake.
Yeah, but Triple is so big on this point right now. Toy's alone.
The decloak.
Almost had an angle onto Toy, but he had to turn.
Huge kill by Blank there. If Blank died, they can't contest. Oh, he burned!
But AGB on that's just the gremlin on top of, which he's the troll on top of the bridge, consistently finding these revolver cleanup shots. Got a number onto Toy.
90%.
For the players. The Uber off Toy, yep, looks like it's safely out.
Time about even right now as Witness did win that mid. Gonna be able to come back in with this full Uber. Where is Lenny? Doesn't look like he's forward. He's on the bridge. Gonna be looking to scope. Fish cutting off this medic, but Blake, 1 HP. Blake can't get the last shot. Blake gets out from Blank and will keep his life for now. Cleanup coming in. Witness will get a lot of kills here. Zuki and Rebel are traded, but should be a success for them. A couple players still bleeding over here from Team Fun. They have some players in Bath, but this should be the cap up for Witness once they get their spawners.
Yet not willing to delay 3 players, understandably so.
He kills out there.
Effort gonna go down in the delay, but better I think to have the 8 than the 5. As, Blank just barely missing out onto Blake there. That would have been so big to keep that add up, but instead it will be even now. Time slightly in favor of Team Fun right here, as they're just walking right back in on this.
Yeah, there's no sniper in position to deny it. High bomb from JJ looking for this med. They already see him. 1 rocket, 2 hits Toy into the dispenser. Great reflect. Denies that, and Toy's safe in that dispenser for now. Ether trying to go forward. Does some damage. Has to back up for now. Does manage to live. Lenny's dead to a Rebel. I don't know how that one happened. Probably a bathhouse squad coming through. Rebel will die in the end, but it will be Witness. More players alive looking to come back onto point.
Yep, they get the cap, and all it will serve to do is extend their own spawns. Both meds up on Uber now, though. See, if they use them, they do, but the point goes over in favor of Witness. Toy gonna try
Again,
to
no
hold
scout.
this.
No scout. They can't get anything.
And a way better Uber coming in right now. AGB sniped
Blake is
that.
caught again.
Everyone's
Blake is
gonna
caught
jump
again.
out. Yep. Great rocket.
What a
Launches
serve.
Blake back in, but he's still alive. Hiding in the alcove for his life.
dead. Oh,
Kelly
no.
on top of him. And no, Poseidon running across, able to land that shot. Things are going to go down as well. It's all mop up right now for Witness as the time ticks back in their favor.
Yeah, there was narrow margins that Blake was operating on there, but just popped into the open. Sign takes a wide swing, gets both the sniper and medic. Look at the Bath squad though. DT and Zoot gonna drop. Hyphen as well with their revenge crit kill. But Bath players just do so much work for Team Fun there. And remember, the spawns are long for Witness, so a lot of time on the clock. They're gonna have to back up and just seed it for now. But you know, those Bath players just buying so much time for Team Fun.
Yeah, losing their combo there, other than the med, really stinks. Joey, though, gonna go down. AGB answers on Poseidon, so no sniper, but no attacking demo. Fish unable to get anything onto the cappers right there. Neither will Ether. Toy getting revolver down. AGB finds her yet again. Not sure if that was a cleanup or a full kill, but Toy gotta be sick of seeing that revolver in the kill feed.
Yeah, Toy just crouching on the dispenser. AGB found the shots around the side of it, so great kill once again by the Team Fun spy. And now, minute on the clock, small time deficit, but they will tick into the lead very shortly here. Blake on nearly a full Uber ad. Witness need a play here. They need someone to make a big pick onto Blake. Otherwise, it's going to be the 4-1 in favor of Team Fun coming in soon. Fish caught out early, so no spy going to be available for the sack.
It will not be the one finding that big pick. As a Toy DT walking up right now, they're at big dissent. They need to just get this Uber out as quickly as possible. But they're playing this, trying to be a little bit safe here. AGB and JJ are going to go down. That gets the Uber out. Melon skying Joey exactly what she needs to do. Will go down, as will DT. But it gets out the Uber. Toy will get before this round ends. But if you're Toy, you'd ideally like to try to find a way to cap this and keep the Uber.
Yeah, probably not going to happen though because these players are on the point. Lenny going to be staying tall. Fish looking for this pick, and he does find it. That is huge. Now doming the enemy sniper.
Get Figsy doming Fish, but not going to matter if they're all, kills after the fact instead of beforehand. Toy just coming up on Uber now. They're walking in. They really need a kill on Blake if they're going to use.
They need to stay alive too.
Yep, DT hitting low on point.
They're trying to play the Uber.
Yeah, really trying to milk this as hard as possible. Got to keep everyone up though, and they do.
They got it. Yeah, without Lenny to pressure, they're able to walk forward. Poseidon finds Lenny on his respawn, and now they're going to Uber. They think they can kill Blake. They're going to try it, and there's the shot. Poseidon, he's been money on this angle all day, and he's going to take down that medic. Now 30 seconds left on the clock. No Uber's going to come in for either team here. Team Fun, they have to make the storm up Normandy because they're going to be getting peppered all the way up.
Yeah, this is as close as they can get it. Overtime now for Team Fun. Remember, this is map point. Should they cap once more? We are going to Asheville. Melon already dead. No Uber's going to factor into this fight unless it's one hell of an overtime right now.
So they're already bleeding. And Toy's alone.
Pit classes are coming up big. Toy, not even healing anyone. So much cap, and no one is positioned to stop it.
Because their scout and demo both died to
That's it.
Yeah, their scout and demo both died to pick classes.
Worst people to lose at that time, and that will be the 2-0 coming in the second half. 4-1 is the score on Lakeside, marginally better from Witness Gaming, but ultimately the same results.
Another 2 second round. I just looked at it.
The same. Yeah, another 2 seconds. It's like yogurt's running out of strats on these times for the script writing, but nearly the same results. Last week was a 4-0 on Lakeside, followed by a 2-1 on Steel. This week, 2-1 on Steel, 4-1 on Lakeside, and we are yet again running this into the last map of Asheville. This time, not just the grand finals, but the season on the line. There are no more final tries. That said, I think we are going to take a quick break, give Zag and I time to catch our breaths, so stay tuned. You do not want to miss this last map.
They told me everything would be alright. They sold me anything on any night. I'll take the edge away from every day. I'll break the
back, gamers and gamettes, to what is going to be the final map of RGL's Season 16 Invite Highlander. We're here as we're now 1-1 in maps between Team Fun and Witness Gaming, the latter having reset the bracket last week. The first two maps have been split 2-1 on Steel in one of the most insane endings to any half I have ever seen in all my time casting, followed by a nail-bitingly close Lakeside where Team Fun was just able to close out pretty much all of the rounds in near double overtimes, 4-1. We now move into Asheville. Same maps the two teams played last week, same results so far. Only a slight change in the score. Last week we saw Witness barely pull out Asheville 4-3. This week it's anyone's game and there are no more second chances. I am Alto, Zag to my side, Dolphin by the camera. As always, one last time as we move into Asheville. But before that, a quick plug. Exclamation point merch in the chat. Likely going to be the second to last one of the season. Probably hit one up in the end. Again, one of the best collections RGL's ever put out. Some absolutely fantastic designs, as well as the team logo shirts available somewhere separately, but all to help support the league and the teams that play in it. So check them out, support your favorite teams, buy your favorite designs. They're good enough to wear out in public. You have my endorsement. That said, Zag, we've been through a lot this season. We only got a little bit more to go.
Yep. Final stretch, both for us, for you guys in chat, and for the players in the server. This is where it all ends. We crown the champions of Season 16. One of, if not the most competitive grand finals we've seen in quite a while, and can't think of a better map to do it on than Asheville. This is, in my opinion, the best Highlander map, or at least top two. Very least top two.
Easily the best Koth map. I think you can make an argument with Steel, but...
Yeah, but these teams have put so much work into Asheville. This is now the third time we've seen them play. Total match score is 1-1, so this will be the tiebreaker in more ways than one. And yeah, they're just trying to get it across the finish line. It's been such a heavy season for all these players in the server, and I can't imagine that anyone wants it more than those 18 players trying to load in and play here.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're a Witness, you have been trying to unthrone Team Fun, 4500, Apollo Dosh, K&D, whatever name they've gone by over all these years. It feels like, they've never really been dethroned, and this is easily the closest they've come. Now, they're on a map that they just beat them on last week, so nowhere near guaranteed for them, but you have to finally feel after all this time. I mean, it's probably been a year with these similar rosters going at it and Team Fun winning out in the end. This is the closest they've come, and maybe the deck's even in their favor.
Yeah, that is the question, right? Because we saw the 4-3 last week. Granted, that could have gone a lot of different ways. One round flips from one mistake or one great play. That happens, and all of a sudden it's completely different. Grand finals, the season ends that night, but it is going to be the fact that we're here tonight. That means that Witness Gaming, they're going to have confidence, right? They're coming in. They won last week on the map. They've improved. They've always been confident on Asheville, and they just played probably the best Koth half we've seen against Team Fun all season that they've put up, at least.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I mean, this time, not only did they have a number of 2 seconds left on the clock, but yeah, other than the Asheville that they won, they actually took one of the rounds this time, which they weren't able to do on Lakeside before, hadn't done on Product, matched what they did on Asheville the first time they played it in upper bracket finals. So coming in here, I mean, same analysis as last time, right? I mean, as always with Team Fun, you cannot let Lenny beat you. Poseidon been having some moments where he's really been showing up. I'd say Lenny probably got the better of him overall over the course of Lakeside, but him able to, shut Lenny down in that SVS was huge in last week's first finals, as we may want to call it. But on top of that, I mean, just Ether able to get absolutely crazy bombs. Fish, tons of clutch picks, and then Blank and DT playing really solid as a combo. We've been over this quite a few times. This is the third week in a row these two teams are playing Asheville.
Yep, and we're waiting for the teams to join in. We do have 18 waiting on the ready up right now. I do believe, we have a note from Dolphin, 45 seconds. I want to talk about Team Fun right now, because there are some players that you need to perform better if you want to flip the result that happened last week. Notably, JJ needs to be able to have more game impact, right? Granted, you can say that part of the reason why last week he looked so unimpressive is because he was forced on a specific bomb timer because his medic was at dissad more often than not. So if JJ can somehow find, even with that, let's say that does happen again, disaster happens for Team Fun, JJ needs to find more impact than he was able to have last week. It doesn't matter if you're in a rough spot to have it, if you're not favored to get it, if your job is more than the weight of everyone else's, you have to do something here. This is a map where Soldier can absolutely change everything, and if any player can do it, it's JJ.
Something else too is that, you know, depending on how things go, AGB may need to do a little bit more than revolver cleanup in the backline. You know, should Team Fun find themselves on the backline, he's going to need to maybe give up that vulture playstyle, come in and get those stabs, you know, on full HP heavies, on meds, on snipers. You know, if cleaning up damage is not enough. But mids were a huge contention. They went 6-1 in favor of Witness Gaming last week. We'll have to see how they do right now. As Rebel and Joey are already dead. Boy with the crossbow kill. Poseidon onto Lenny. All the key classes going down on the side of Team Fun.
Goomba stomps on JJ's head, and they have full bats control. That's a fast mid. It's
Blake is behind Blake in lobby.
Yep,
Gets the
caught
kill.
out. That's a great mid overall from Witness. They played so aggressive on those bats jumps. Scout Soldier already in behind, doing tons of work. They got the crossbow kill onto the enemy demo man. Even Toy joining in on the fragging there. There's Witness taking a clean mid and Uberad.
Yeah, and I mean, remember, so last week we saw Witness Gaming win the first 3 mids uncontested, basically. All of them stomps like that one. Forced Team Fun into the passive bats rollout, which only won them 1 out of the next 4. So, you know, if Team Fun really wanted to change things around, it's going to start with the mids, but they're going to have to repush the point right now. JJ breaking through the ramp, getting Lenny set up.
Toy 1 HP, great surf into the underneath area. We'll end up popping Uber though, trying to chase down some kills. Fish on bat, trying to chase down this medic, but he's not going to find it. Going to be all alone, taken down by triple. So now Blake leapfrogged into a 50% ad, about a 45-second time deficit for Team Fun here, looking to regroup on bats and push out. But here's a sniper, never mind, it's an AGB. It's a spy taking on Poseidon.
Yeah, that's going to open this up so wide right there. Ether coming in, going to hit one rocket. Good surf by Blake over to Barrels right there.
The ball reflected, that ball could have killed him actually.
Yeah. That hits Blake. You might have had a really unfortunate
mini
moment
crit
right there.
bleed. As now will be the first cap for Team Fun of the round. They're taking damage here. A lot of damage down onto them. Fish will have to go underneath for now.
Not enough to use, though, is the important thing. So no leapfrog here.
2
It
kills,
will
though.
just be Blake
Extended.
holding on. Toy now going to have to come up on Uber here and take that exchange.
Yep, and they're standing close here. There is a spy in the back lines here, but Lenny rotating up to bats. There is a spy alone here. This could be an easy stab coming in, and he does find it. Big pick onto Lenny to open things up.
Yeah, that means that they can use right out of Shutter. No jump from DT, counter use right there. Joey with good positioning. Everyone's going to clear out the point. DT starts back up to bats, but Lenny's still dead for 10 seconds. Zuki wins the 1v1 against Triple Kona from lower.
Yeah, but stabbed on the opposite side of the map.
Was about to be perfect positioning for him, but AGB shuts it down. That said, though, the sniper pick from before and the heavy death going to be enough.
They're going to walk out.
Back
It's
in
dry.
favor.
No Ubers.
JJ over the top. One onto Toy. There's 2. That's a 1 med kill down. That impact coming through, like you said. They don't even get the cap out, and they lose everyone.
Yeah, just a really solid recommit from Team Fun. They're realizing they have the time, they have the players to make it work, and they get out there in full force, take down the medic and a ton of players around her. Soldier in, a lot of damage down, but a great surf from Blake to get all the way back to the pack. That is a huge surf.
Yeah, you don't see too many meds being able to take that because of how low the roof is there. But Blake was far enough back, he just flies out further into lobby, not able to finish up that med kill, and it's going to put things in a really good spot for Team Fun right now.
Triple getting focused down really heavily by Blank, and Blank will kill him and live. That's insane movement, yeah. Zuki will get traded by a sniper. Here comes Ether, and they will force immediately once they see that soldier in the air. So right now, Team Fun trying to take this Uber into lobby, see what they can find, but no one is going to be left out straggling. Blank eats a sticky, will get out. DT actually caught by the jump, so a good stagger there onto the demo man for Witness, but it will be 50-second time lead before Witness can get out here again. They will have 50% out to work with, but all of a sudden, Team Fun in the driver's seat.
Yeah, good time lead. Toy coming up on Uber. DT will be back spawned up in time for it. But again, over a minute lead right
Blake's
now,
already
and
in
they
Shutter.
have the
They're
point.
already
Yeah,
gonna-
Blake.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't just use out here. You need to get calls on that and just walk this in.
Yeah, the problem is Lenny. He's standing over here on bats, threatening anyone who walks past a certain point on that mid. DT gonna try and jostle a bit with the enemy dome man. Joey doing some damage onto the pyro here. Ether gonna jump up. A lot of damage dealt onto the combo, and Ether will die for it. So it will be a now bomb coming in. One rocket forces immediately. Great play by JJ.
Yeah, lots of flashes coming out too. They're gonna get Pablo. They're gonna get JJ. They're gonna get a triple. That's really about gonna be it. They're gonna get the cap in here, but they're gonna be down a minute and a half. And now Blake coming right back up on Uber. Lenny peeking in from bats. DT in the sight line,
Safe
not
for now.
gonna go down. Safe for now. But Blake, you really need to either get some kind of drop or, you know,
Fish has a
miracle
timing
here.
if he sees it. doesn't want to go for the med right now. Uber immediately out of the shutter trying to do something, but Witness is long gone. It's just Zuki over here on ramp. They're going to kill the Spy Declo, take him down. Lenny dead as well. Good pick from Fish to find that sniper kill, and Witness going to refight off that. No pick classes on them, and they will just walk out shutter. A lot of damage being dealt on them, but Mel and Fish dead immediately. DT needs to find something with the help of his scout, but Blank too low to fight. Cap being
did
right now.
He found Joey. Triple gonna go down next, and Poseidon onto Pablo. Those are your 3 main classes going down right there. JJ Bomb gonna hit DT low, but not enough to kill him.
The sniper
snipes onto the Rebel and Engineer. Lenny
So
back
keep
up,
the medic.
already causing chaos.
Spy in.
DT not gonna find anything, and AGB finds Team Ether. Gonna salvage onto Blake over the top, but 20 seconds left. They will delay for their medic, and that will give precious time back to Witness. Their spawn's actually not even gonna matter that much. Gonna time out anyway. 1 second left. 20 seconds left on the clock. They're gonna need to get in here. No Ubers for anyone, but it's just a straight 99.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the playmakers here. Like you said, no Ubers, no shiny players. Whoever can make these kills happen will come up ahead here. And big pick by Poseidon to find that opening SBS. Pyro Soldier over the top, trying to find the kill onto the medic. Damage dealt, but no kills come in quite yet. Hyphen's dead, but Ether, Mel, and Poseidon all taken down by Team Fun. Team Fun collapsing on the point. JJ finds 2. Blake gonna die, but for what? It's only 3 up. 3v3. Zuki's in from underneath doing damage. Blake is here cleaning up, and it's a full wipe. An ace coming in for Witness to stay alive in the round.
Yeah, both meds going down there, but that's all the kills they needed. Opening up onto Lenny makes things so much easier. Don't need to worry about those sight lines. They're able to get the cap back in, wait everyone spawns
Oh no,
up, but
he's AFK
Lenny,
on the point.
yeah, gonna find Zukima right as they cap. Those longer spawn times not gonna be pretty. Keep in mind, with this much time left on the clock, Ubers are in play should things come down to the 0-0, but I don't think Team Fun are gonna wait for that to happen.
JJ goes into bats, does a lot of damage onto Rebel, stays alive for now, but Ether in onto the sniper, finds the kill onto Lenny. Pablo dead as well, Blank on a 9k, make it a 10k, cleaning up the heavy. Blank lives on 6 HP
Great
to
read
tell
by
about
JJ
it.
in the dirt. Yep. That was just a sack. They know that they've got time to work with Blake, though not healing. He's only on 30 to Toy's 70.
Yeah, if this goes into overtime, Toy will get, and Blank still on this massive 11 streak. If he gets alive and beam, he can kill everyone coming in. And here's Joey through underneath, gets focused by DT, but DT needs to be careful. We're so back in time. 98%, Melon dead. They get just in time to pop. Save Zuki, save DT. They're getting all the kills. Zuki with a cleanup, 2k, and there's going to be round 1 in favor of Witness, and a double overtime come from behind.
Exactly what they want to do here. Get off on the right foot. And I don't know what happened with Blake there, man. I thought Toy and Blake were on roughly even Ubers, maybe slight ad for Toy, but nowhere near 40. There must have just been poor building during that kind of impromptu sack wave that puts them behind, and it's going to be enough that Toy gets Uber there and they win the round after a crazy comeback.
Yep, shutter roll it again for Team Fun, even though it hasn't worked in the past. Bomb over early from their soldier, but JJ just picked out of the sky. They will get Zuki and Melon for the trouble, but Triple's dead, Toy's dead, Blank getting the kill onto the opposing medic, and now it's a sack coming in. Last man clears, and there's a huge rocket from Ether taking down that medic in a 1v5.
DT staying alive to prevent the full ace, but finally we see Team Fun winning a normal mid on Asheville without needing to roll out on bats. They do lose their medic, so it is going to be slight ad in favor of Toy. Lenny getting forward on those crates, not able to find anything on the players walking back in, but big buff difference right now. Blake just coming in, starting to spread out those heals. Lenny going down too. This could be an easy drive.
Watch out for the spy though. AGB has a decloak on bats.
But look at Zukima coming up from lower.
AGB not going to find his man for now. Zuki up on lower, like you said, and they have tons of pressure, but DT is 1 HP, but they're going to kill Joey and Figsy. Here comes the bomb. Blake dead to that pipe from DT over the top.
Blake. Yeah, huge, able to get that. Toy just needs to stay alive. The mini on bat's going to stop Pablo from running it down.
Don't peek the sniper. He's there. Don't peek him. Dude, I Toy AD'd in the open for a second. I'm like, Lenny can hit these for sure, but Lenny not going to be lucky that time. Misses the shot, and they're going to keep their full Uber ad. Witness now get their first cap of the round, have this Uber to work with, and going to be posted up. Poseidon peeking from the point. SBS about to pop off. He's going to win it.
No
Poseidon
one for now. Yep, here comes the sacks. 3 and Joey Figsy already dead. Toy safely out in lobby. A little bit, no damage actually going to come onto her. Pablo made it the furthest into that shutter. That said, they will find Zuki. So maybe, I can't imagine they're going to be able to push off of that. Yeah, too many dead right there. But good, able to stop that. 50%, 60 now on Blake. Another sack wave could honestly come in and they'd still be able to push once they get the spawns up.
I think you start the dry and you see how it goes. I don't think you do a full sack at this point. They're on 75. They're going to start walking out here and see if they can find any damage that makes it worth it. Headshot goes down onto Poseidon here. He has to get back. He can't SBS anymore.
Yep, bomb jump coming in from Ether. Gonna get a good damage on the bats, but goes down for it. A little bit of an untimely death. You know, they are defending. Zuki walking forward. Gonna get the Uber force down. Great position, but DT sniped out before it even began. Zuki a menace on these boxes, and the better Uber means that he's gonna force them back. But
look at the soldier!
Recollapse. Yeah, JJ over the top, finds Toy. Zuki eventually taken out on those boxes, and Blake now going to survive this fight. Things going back in Team Fun's favor. You know, 30 or so percent Uber, make that 40 really, and cap.
Yep, and it's 50% ad coming in for Blake here. They get their cap. It will be time lead for them in 30 seconds, which they will get up in time. But honestly, what Witness want to do here, they have the time for a sack wave. It's a 50% dis ad, so you can play with it if you want to. Fish dead, though. Not going to be in position for any sack that does come in. So we'll likely see kind of a dry walk out, similar to what Team Fun did before they had their charge.
Yeah, I mean, Blake doesn't even have yet, so they could potentially just get the kill on him.
Spawn can't play AGB.
That said, Ether, though, finds Lenny, so no sniper could be big right now. Blake coming up on Uber, it's going to let them get a lot more pressure, maybe force out that Uber as a defensive measure to clear point counters. It is just DT and Toy out here, though.
Yeah, besides that, too, no sniper. They have to back off this. Lenny uncontested in just a second when he gets back on his spawn. Rebel gets a cleanup onto JJ, though, so no soldier going to be coming up over the top. He's been such a menace. Blank jumping up and taking down Figsy on a 5K now is the scout, but here's the pick. Fish finds the decoke angle onto Blake and gets the full drop.
Exactly what you need to keep momentum going in your favor. Toy has Uber right now. Could be a free Uber, but better if they don't use. Ether finds Lenny again, pulling the dom in only the second round. In comes in the sack. Good serve by Toy.
Okay, you have to pop.
Yeah, you gotta pop that. No way you can hold on to that with the soldier coming in. But that said, it will still only be a 10% ad for Blake. The cap comes through. Time ticking down in their favor. This ad not gonna likely be much to push off of unless it gets built very quickly.
Yep, and we've seen Witness in this spot last round, a small time disad, but even enough Ubers that they can keep the momentum rolling. They have performed well in this. JJ gonna go high up onto the awning, spamming down, takes down the mini for now. A lot of fighting going on the red side ramp here, but Ether gonna get taken down. We're gonna kill onto Lenny with the help of Fish. A lot of damage done, but it's a 66 right now, raining in. DT dead, needs no spam available in. Blank dead as well. This should be a fight.
Putting out so much pressure from a Rebel right here. Zuki perched on ramp in case anyone tries to run at it. It will be forced
right now.
Back off the bait. Yep. PT will. That said, though, Triple in the better position right there.
Triple's one. He's gonna die. Yeah, he's dead.
Yet Rebel able to come in, clean it up. Good job to trade out the Heavy right there. Heavy gonna be so big to go down. But the side of the Melon, both going down. Lenny winning the
Point
SPS.
has Uber. Do they want to use or do they want to just stall? They're gonna use. They want to test this. Big reflect, but the shiny players will stay alive for now. Will force the counter Uber. I like that play just to force their Uber and back out. But the question is, can they get out alive? The answer is yes.
Yep, no one really gonna go down to that other than AGB onto the bats, I think, as time slightly in favor of Witness, but ticking in favor of Team Fun right here. Uber's quite a ways away for both medics, so gonna really be relying on the pick classes here to try to create an opening.
Yep, triple forward on these boxes. We've seen the heavies do so much work here. They're trying to walk forward and kill Zuki here, undefended. They will be successful. Poseidon as well, losing the SVS. Here comes a soldier trying some damage. They do get Joey and Triple. That's a lot of frags going in favor of Witness here, but they need more. They only 4 players up. They have some spawners to work with. 60% on Toy, 70 on Blake, so Blake will get in time to defend this.
Yeah, they lose 5 here. Blake's gonna get, but Toy right behind him. They're gonna need to start getting cap time now. DT and Zuki back in. Yep, here they're walking. Lenny finds a shot onto Melon. Not the most high value though. Headshot onto DT. They need cap time. Uber comes flying in. Toy only at 99. Gonna get the Uber in time, but there's no one to take it off. It's on Blank, but they have to get cap time. Take off the Uber. Toy.
It's off for now, but they're surrounded. This is a doomed. Team Fun gonna collapse in and win the round. Tie things up at 1 apiece real quick.
Oh man. Felt like that maybe could have been something right there, but just not able to get enough people in. Too many people dying to get those 2 picks onto Joey and Triple at the end there. That said, we are all tied up now. This best of 7 down to a best of 5 here on Asheville. Another mid coming in. Gonna have to see if Witness can get back to their winning ways.
A lot of damage onto Joey. Joey's gonna die. He's just dead immediately. Ether does a lot of damage as well in the front line. They're trying to forward, but Ether reflected. Not gonna be able to find much for JJ. Hyphen dead as well. Triple, Lenny all gonna go down. Poseidon, huge SPS win. While the health may be low, no kills coming in. Here comes the soldier again. JJ, big reflect coming out of Melon, and they will keep all their players live. It's an 8 for 3, or 8 for 6 rather. 1 for 6, excuse me.
Yep, Witness lost that last mid, going back to their ways of just stomping these otherwise. Losing Joey immediately pretty much sealed their fate from the second that started. as they will now have a very solid hold set up. Blake and Toy just coming up on Ubers. Toy slightly faster. No real difference. Fish, the only ramp coverage right there. But everyone's going to group up on bats. JJ...
He's going to get Poseidon here, unless he has his Turtle Beaches on. Poseidon's going to walk forward, and he does have his Turtle Beaches on, but he's dead to the sniper instead. Here come the Ubers on the point, exchanging in the shutter. Look at Fish in behind. He could come in up behind this enemy medic. No one directly dying in the Ubers themselves. Fish doesn't hit the shot onto the backstab, but will shoot Figsy in the back, so that's a pick to work with. In the meantime,
oh, big bomb by Ether finds Lenny. Tons of damage onto Triple. JJ is gonna be next. Blake in shutter, gonna be for the block, but Blank behind him finds one.
He gets Joey too.
Oh, no, that's gonna be, yeah, and then the pipes though. Joey gonna find a couple, but not nearly enough. Blank able to get in behind, get the med kill, so important. Gives Toy a massive lead to work with. Already a minute off the clock too.
Yeah, much better round coming in for Witness here. They have this minute time lead. They have the Uber ad, looking to get things snowballing in their favor. AGB all alone in the shutter. Surfs out for now. Airblast going to save his life, courtesy of Melon. But here comes a soldier over the top. Mini sentry wrangles him down the sides, and there's JJ going down.
Yep, no sack there going to come in. Lenny stabbed again.
And Pablo sniped.
Plus is really activating once again for Witness Gaming, right? Figsy AGB gonna be next. It's already 5-0. That's just gonna sound the backups. Don't want to risk Blake dying yet again.
They lost nobody.
Further back. Yep, no one going down. Toy holding on to that Uber. No pressure in the slightest.
Poseidon has the jump up angle. He hasn't used it yet this half, I believe. Likely going to get a peek here from someone. Hits the shot. No, it does not get the damage off. So we'll have to back off that angle for now. DT's playing so forward on the shutter. Fish is his eyes right now going to be calling what is looking to walk at him. We'll end up just backing up to his team for now. As Blake up on 80%. Team Fun looking to make a move, get their first cap of the round, but they're in a deep hole already.
Get 2 minutes down. Blake now just coming up on Uber. They've really just spent this last 50% doing nothing. But big pick onto DT. Demo about as good as you can hope right now to open up. Uber's going to be popped out. Blank gets dropped as Melon gets Skybox. He's finally going in Team Fun's favor for this round. But Uber onto Zuki. He can't get Triple around the box. He will go down the flash.
There's a soldier, one rocket, two rockets. Ether just dominating Blake now 4 in a row, completely destroying him on that bomb. That's what we mean when we talk about Ether being a soldier who's allowed to bomb off timing. He uses his team as a distraction rather than being the distraction himself, and he can capitalize on it almost every time.
Yep, and that's exactly what you need. Toy now with that Uber ad and the time lead. No pressure on Witness Gaming right now, able to just take their time, work what they want to do. Maybe they run a sack, maybe they just try to dry it here. They know that Toy's going to get sooner than Blake will. 50% ad, so they don't have to do anything that'll put their men at risk. They get the stab onto Lenny. Triple gonna go down as well, but AGB coming in, cleans up onto Toy. JJ got a rocket in there too. So no medic for Witness Gaming. Maybe going to feel some of that pressure now.
Yeah, they have numbers, and they're going to go forward. Pablo dying to this pocket pistol from Blank, now dominating his scout opposition, will be enough to get the cap for now. When you only have 39 seconds left on the clock, every second matters here for Witness, so they're not happy about the med death, but they'll be happy about the cap, and only 20% disad. If they can get called by their spy, if Fish can get a read on this, they'll be in good position here to clean up the round.
Good shot onto Blank, not someone who's getting picked that often. The missed presence will be missed. Poseidon on the barrels here. Going to come in. JJ doing a half jump. Not going to draw the sniper's eye right there. But Poseidon going down. Body shot and some minigun fire. It's going to be a ton of kills coming in favor of Team Fun right here. They will get this cap back off. Ether.
This time they look at him.
Yeah, not able to find Blake this time. As a Toy, though, that said, on 80%, more than happy to get here. They will delay this. Not quite overtime. 3 seconds, and it's got to be a familiar number if you're Witness Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, it's all or nothing at this point if you are Team Fun here. You have a cap and a little bit of overtime to give up, but if that happens, you will go down 2-1 in the first half. Both teams on this Uber, but huge opening onto Joey Lemons. Don't have to clear any stickies. They're going to go out of shutter immediately, looking to find some damage, and they do get the force out of Blake right away.
Yep, they can just kite this back out now. Joey's still a 7-second timer. AGB caught out as well, so no worries about any stabs coming in. Hyphen gonna be next.
Lenny's there.
Lenny too. It's a 9v5. They're just got a mob up right here. Triple taking some damage as they slowly try to back out.
Oh, what a
like
shot
we're not gonna love this world. Yep, Pablo another one. Triple gonna have to go down eventually. Blake greedy staying into arrow him. Gonna keep Triple up.
It's all he can
do. It's not worth
it's all
it.
He can do.
All they did was got Rebel. I mean, I guess, yeah.
That's all he can do. As that's going to be the 2-1 for Witness, going up on the tiebreaker of Asheville. They're looking pretty good here. I mean, Team Fun, they've had an answer in round 2, but Witness more consistent over the first half.
Yeah, just able to consistently come in, and I mean, as you mentioned, Ether's ability to just be able to bomb off timers right there, come in, he's gotten so many kills onto Blake. Fish too, really finding a ton of kills onto Lenny. Poseidon has probably been going even with him, as I think we're probably going to get the logs up in a second. But just the ability to have those extra spy kills coming in, I don't think AGB's gotten Poseidon as many times as Fish has gotten Lenny.
Yeah, I'm pressing tab right now. Lenny's 41 points. Granted, there has been some post-game fragging going on right now, but he's not towards the top of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Poseidon has been. Poseidon's been doing a lot of work here. Logs up on your screen. Lenny's 16, Poseidon 16. They're both doing a lot, honestly. Both snipers having their moments, but I'm gonna check the kills onto
look
the
at
snipers.
The scouts. In the meantime, 28 and 8 for Blank. We talk about how Blank is kind of the platonic ideal of Highlander Scout. You know, always sitting with Toy, you know, very rarely gonna die off timer from Toy. Always taking that beam, you know, gonna be the ones cleaning up that damage. And just plays that so solidly. Always a rock for his team.
The difference with Blank from the traditionally beam scouts of the past, why Blank does it better, is he knows when he can go in. You will see moments in post where he's okay with leaving Toy. He knows Toy's not going to get collapsed on by anything he can deal with. And he's just going to go and kill a medic. And he does it quite often, honestly. You'll see him in post. He knows where to find all the cleanup kills. That's why his numbers are so high.
Yeah, and I mean, you think about the time where he came out behind Shutter and find Blake in there as he was backing out just to, you know, really secure that round coming in. Really, really good plays from him right there. Actually, didn't even take as much beam as I would have expected. Only 11% on both scouts, but even so, he's just always orbiting Toy. You know, never going off on these crazy, you know, undercover missions, not worrying about getting behind, just wants to be there for his medic, you know, takes the beam as needed, but 220 damage taken per minute, you know, you don't need that many heals.
I'm sorting by snipers killed because I was kind of curious about like if what we were seeing was reflecting what was happening. Lenny has 6 VS wins, Poseidon has 4, right? So slightly favored for Lenny. Fish 6 sniper kills, but AGB 5. So the snipers are getting picked by opposing pick classes a bit evenly. If not, it's a bit more spy on Lenny, a bit more sniper on Poseidon, right? But both of them are having very similar uptime in this match.
I see where the difference is, though. Lenny 5 deaths to Ether, Poseidon no deaths to JJ. Those extra deaths really coming in. What is the total death count?
14 to
Lenny
17.
Lenny. Yeah, Lenny actually going negative there. Still 16 kills tied Poseidon, 350 DPM, nothing to sneeze at, even more than Poseidon there. But 17 deaths, the real stickler there. Second death on his team. He tied with AGB, only behind JJ. When your sniper, triples in there too. Yeah, but when you're dying as often as your spy is on sniper, it's not giving your team as much to play around. It's just that many more windows open that the other team can capitalize on.
Yep, and looking at the logs a bit more, DT continuing to outdamage Joey across these grand finals. There were a couple Lakeside rounds where Joey did beat him in DPM, but DT's been having a phenomenal match overall so far. AGB's frags, he has 2 counter-espionage kills, that's pretty funny. Blake doubling Toy's frags means he's twice as good of a medic.
No, it's not, that's not how it works. It's, Oh, no, excuse me. No, Blake doubling the kills, but has... How much more damage is that? 751...
That's about 5 times. About 5 times.
It has about 750 more damage, thus is 750 times better. Brick taught me that. That's how you judge medic skill. So, you know, Blake really picking up the slack for his team. Really being let down. Despite gapping the enemy med by a factor of 700.
I'm going to sort by medic kills now. It's 4 for Ether, 2 for Blank. So others, how many total? That's 9? Is it? 6 of them are to the scout soldier in sacks, pretty much, and in posts. So, like, I don't even want to say Blake's 2 deaths are, like, something he can do, like, a lot about, right? It feels like whenever Blake is dying to these soldiers or scouts coming in, it's because they're coming in late and just timing it really well.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean... And the thing with Ether, too, is that Ether has 15 kills, 4 onto Medic, 5 onto Sniper.
Yeah, that's the high value.
So, Ether has his marks, and he's finding them. He's not concerned about things like flank fights and, you know, establishing ground. He's worried about getting 2 players, and he's doing that.
I mean, he got the memo. Shut down Lenny and keep Blake down. And when that happens, they win, so... If he can keep doing that, it'll be a huge boon for Witness going forward into the second half. We do have all 18 in the server waiting on the ready up right now. Both teams likely taking their sweet time to talk about it because this is for all the marbles. It really is. Like, we say it every time it comes up, but unless... in the case that this gets 3-3'd, except in that case, right? This is the last half.
Yeah, unless we see a 2... Can you imagine? Can you imagine Fun pulls this back 2-1, and we have a season-deciding golden round?
I'd have to look and see if that's happened before.
I would doubt it. I think most of the bracket resets haven't gone 3 maps, I don't think. Not 100% on that. Don't quote me, but this would definitely have to be one of the more intense of them. I think this is actually the 3rd bracket reset. We had somebody help do it a few seasons ago, as well as we had, I think, MCM beat Team Fun in the upper bracket finals, which kind of came out of nowhere, and then lost the remaining 2 BO3s, I think, in not that close of a fashion. But nothing that's been this close over this many maps. Even the 4-0 on Lakeside last week was not a roll by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, definitely an all-time series for Highlander, and we'll see if it continues to deliver here, or if one of these teams can take it and run away. Remember, if Team Fun want to win here, they have to go to that golden cap. They cannot win in one more half.
Yeah, Team Fun will have at least one more halftime should they want to win, and Witness Gaming can take, can kind of take solace in that, right? You know that you're in the driver's seat, the other team has to adapt to you, and even if they do, you at least will have one more breather that you can take.
Yeah, and if you are,
Dolphin,
both these teams,
Dolphin with the good analysis in chat. Team Fun staying in spawn. That's how you know their mental's off and they're focusing on this. They're not even attempting to pre-game DM. They're really talking about it. They know that this season could have been theirs for the taking, and Witness Gaming is about to steal it from right under them.
They think if we defended for 4 minutes and 24 seconds on Steel, this would have been over by now, right? So many small things could change the overall results of these matches. Last week, if we won 1 round on Asheville, it's over. So, yeah, for Team Fun, this is the most pressure they've been on ever, honestly.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, not to mention, Zag, I think it's worth calling out. Not quite for you in Central Time Zone, but we have reached Tuesday Highlander in back-to-back weeks here on the East Coast, and got no signs of stopping.
Yeah, a minimum 1, if not 2 more halftimes going to come up, so yeah, after this, we'll see which team can take it home. Still no word from Dolphin on a ready up, so these teams are taking their sweet time. I guess we can plug RGL merch as the halftime in the middle of the map too.
Oh, you're making a liar out of me. I thought that the one before was the second to last.
Whatever. RGL merch, team logo shirts for all the invite teams with logos designed by the RGL graphics team, as well as the seasonal merch rotation, exclamation point merch in chat to check them out. These designs all were made by our in-house graphics team, and the proceeds go towards helping RGL run as a league. So take a look, like them, pick them up. We can rep some Team Fortress 2. A lot of these designs don't look overtly gamer, as Alto pointed out in one of the previous plugs. So if you're a cute snake, who's gonna look twice,
They'll see your shirt and they might not immediately think, wow, this person's not well adapted. They'll only figure that out once you tell them you play competitive Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, and then they know for sure.
Teams here. Do we have... Yep, we do have warnings from Dolphin. 45 seconds even. So, Zag. Last Pred of the season. Who's taking it?
I have to go with Witness, man. They've just looked more consistent, more clean over the first half. I just feel like they have it right now, They're all doing their jobs. They're finding their marks. For Team Fun, we need to see them pull out an adaptation, some kind of improvement that, we didn't allow them to win last week. The pressure is on Team Fun more than it's ever been, so we need to see some plays come out. But until then, I have to put my money on Witness Gaming to close out here.
I'm going for a bit of a cop-out. I'm not going to say who's winning, but Team Fun's taking this half 2-1.
It's 4-3 somewhere. You're predicting 4-3.
If Witness wins, I'll be fine with that. But I want the season on 1 round, man. That's got to be... That'll make this really an all-timer.
I think it already is, but it would be even more. It'd be the all-time. Yeah, we'll have to see as... Ready up is through. Team's gonna be loading up half 2 of Asheville. Currently, Witness Gaming lead 2-1. If they take 2 rounds this half, they are champions. If Team Fun get the 2 rounds, we're going to the golden cap. Witness still on blue. Team Fun still on red. We'll see how this one shakes out.
Yep, here is a mid 2-1 so far in favor of Witness with mids and the rounds. No one dying immediately, which is a big hit, but no, there goes Joey, dead off the bat right there. Triple gonna be next, that's the combo now. Zuki traded out, but with JJ dead, not a lot of playmaking options. Toy finds another kill on here. Pablo gonna be next. Blake running out. Ether in the back line.
He finds one, he's still on. Huge rocket, one more. Oh, 1 HP, Blake doesn't Oh my
Oh,
god!
the blank coming in. Can he get the last
He
chip
gets on
damage?
the pipe
It's
of the
DT coming in. Able to find the medic. Joey will clean up onto blank, but they are able to chase that medic down. Toy gonna have the point and the full Uber ad right now.
JJ
In comes in
JJ.
JJ. Toy snoozing on the dispenser. Easy frag coming right back into equalize. That's gonna be the point, likely going right back in favor of Team Fun.
Massive play by JJ there. That one gets it. Even if his team doesn't think we're out of it off that, that's just a morale raiser right there. You might have lost mid, but you can come back in, and huge reflect from Big Z.
Off to Saturn on that reflect. I don't think that ragdoll's landed yet. As, yeah, they're going to come right back in. Only 30 seconds off the clock. Toy, also no one to heal for quite some time. 8 seconds after spawning before healing. That is a significant amount of Uber lost right there. As Blake will have about a 60% ad. So now Witness Gaming on quite the back foot right here. Going to have to see if they can pull something out to get themselves on season point.
Yep, Fish going underneath, gonna get his dead ringer popped. Looks like they want to try and do some kind of a play to get forward. Zuki's doing the Fist of Steel to the box, and here come the explosive classes bombing over with the help of Melon, and they do get that easy force across the board. No frags coming in their favor, but that's exactly what they wanted, to get that Uber out of Blake there. And Toy safely in spawn building with her engineer.
Yep, Zuki too
Look,
as
Rebel's
well.
building with a Wrangler. That's actually pretty cool.
I like
you
it.
keep your building
I
fast.
like it, yeah. I like too that Zuki goes in there and just takes the losing fight with Triple just to
Distract
force
him,
yeah, exactly. I was like, that's a bit of an odd take, and then I realized the players were bombing over, and I'm like, if I was Triple, yeah, I wouldn't have seen that either. So, working exactly
Look at
as
this from
intended.
Team Fun.
AGB caught out in lobby right there. JJ gonna get stabbed out too. Fish going down, but already an 8v7 and Uber ad for Toy. They're gonna have to use quick though. Blake already nearing 70.
Yeah, they want to get in fast, try to get this kill. DT gonna go over the top. Blake already out of dodge, gonna be all the way back into the spawn. Big Z on this roof, gonna do a good job denying for now. Will get cleaned up in the end, but at their dead, Rebel also dead to the revenge crits from Hyphen. So
Hyphen had a ton of those. I heard a lot of them going off before I realized he was in lower.
yeah, Cap gonna go over for Witness here, but Blake now with this full Uber likely wants to come back in, and they're gonna pop immediately. Good denial from Melon to get that demo off them, but it's about Scout now. What can Pablo do? Pablo gonna run down one, but not gonna be able to find the key kills here as Toy's out towards Bass.
Yep, ever since JJ getting that kill on the back of mid on Toy, the leapfrog's been in favor of Team Fun right here. Toy on 60 gonna drop down, but there goes in after huge surf by Blake. Pops up, not able to hit the air shot, and will live.
Toy has a soul. Toy's a scout spy on her. Toy's gonna go down. AGB with a revolver kill underneath bats in front of her teammates. So huge kill there to keep the Uber in Blake's favor, even though they have to pop. So Team Fun just looking great in this round off the back of the halftime.
Yeah, really just coming out, you know, making the adaptations that they need to. Toy going down there is huge because she would have had ad otherwise. You would have been seeing an Uber coming in right now, but instead it's probably going to have to be a sack. Blake with the ad right here. DT trying to walk off of bats. Zuki once again walking up, sticks on the crate, not going to get decked, but Triple Hyphen both going down. No one from Team Fun is even there. They've rotated up to bats.
Yeah, they have Uber. They're down 4 though. Can they make this Uber work out? They're gonna chase down the slow heavy. That's normal. That's part of the course. But that's all they're gonna get with this. And you know, you're not expecting to be 4 down immediately off of a back out here. But here comes the regression from Witness, trying to get some damage. But DT cleaned up immediately. Pablo a huge denial. But the numbers are overwhelming for now. They're gonna have to back off of ramp.
Yeah, no Lenny makes this so hard to defend, especially with the other players only now just respawning. They will come back and get the cap. Toy with the Uber ad here as well. It's really gonna have to make sure, you know, nothing like what happened on the mid happens again. Keep this Uber, finally get some time back. You get one good defense, and suddenly you're right back in this round. Ether gonna jump forward, almost
Barely
goes
alive.
down for the
JJ
mini. Oh, here
going
comes
again.
JJ.
Force
Toy
immediately.
on point, gonna use, yeah, not even any pressure on her. Just does not want to get caught out by that bomb. Blake now on 70% ad. Things are looking really good right now if you're Team Fun for tying this match back up.
Yeah, that's a call. Soldiers bombing. You just go. But there's Lenny. Peek and shutter out the left side. Just easy kill onto Toy. And now the rest of Team Fun gonna flood out here. No kills at all for Witness Gaming. It takes Allison. Melon's in the back line, but not for long. Gonna end up going down. And now full Uber ad for Blake here as this round is firmly in the grasp of Team Fun. Looking to tie things up.
Yeah, gonna be hard to see where they win this round without a drop, so keep an eye onto Fish, who is already behind
Yeah,
in lobby.
Scene taking the pack, so they know he's there.
Yep, decloaking in Shutter. Poseidon gonna go down. Fish coming in, gets one step, not able to get the other onto Joy as the Uber comes out. Frags traded back and forth. No sniper's gonna be big, but no Uber's gonna make this hard. No one even near the point. Melon gonna try to get an iota of cap time, but it will not be enough. 2-2, and our best of 7, once a best of 5, now down to a best of 3 for the season.
JJ's bottom with a scoreboard on his team right now, but he hits arguably just the
It's
most
the one
important kill of
kill
the
that he
round.
needed,
Yeah.
yeah.
To get the snowball going in their favor. And Team Fun do not let it go once they have it. So good at capitalizing on their leads once they're able to get them. So now we will see second mid all tied up 2-2. A lot of damage onto Joey so far. DT's winning this one. And there's Lenny going down. Poseidon finds a huge SPS.
They're going to get bounced around there, but will end up being safe for the time being. Triple JJ as well going down. Tons of big frags on both
Fish in
sides,
the
but
back.
bigger for Witness. Yeah, you find anything
Huge
right
kill.
there. You're not gonna, but
DT walks
DT's
in-
going to be fighting
yeah.
Blake there.
Yeah.
Was that the back out on ramp? It looks
Yeah.
like it was.
Blake had to walk into the pipe because Fish was behind him. It was a combined effort.
Easy to pinch right there. Zuki and DT corner capping. Zuki does not want to get AFK
repeat.
sniped on the point again, as he did earlier in the map. And they will take this solid mid-win for them. And I mean, it's just been kind of the back and forth we've been seeing.
Yeah, JJ's been money on these bombs, though. A sack will likely come out of Team Fun here as they have to charge from zero. So look at this.
Toy
Toy's
so
already in
far
the shutter.
back in shutter. This is where you get that call. You don't even bother
just
with
walk
the
your team
sack.
out, yeah,
Just
you just
jump
walk
on
your team
point.
out.
Poseidon, big shot onto triple though. JJ gonna jump, just gets levitated. He's gonna go down. No
Fish is
pressure
in the
on the
back
net
on
at
Blake.
all.
Yeah, Blake drops down underneath bats. If they know about this, they could try to do some work. Fish gets
caught
cleaned
out.
up by Figsy, though, so rest of these players can try to walk out. Lenny is in shutter. He's a huge threat here. Only Melon is out on mid so far. Zuki gonna try to walk up fans, but with Lenny threatening from bats here, you gotta imagine it's hard. Rebel's in behind. Secret Agent Rebel here puts a mini in back, makes a scout distraction as they have to back out. They're
They
just
don't,
on the
have to, they
shutter.
don't have to use yet either.
Yeah. DT's dead, so no demo lane for either side, but that favors the defense here as they can just kill these players walking out of shutter. Lenny walking up, Zuki dead to a backstab, and now they have nothing to contest with.
Yeah, just as Blake gets too, so they're gonna get a lot of time off
They're
that
gonna go, they wanna go
ad.
back in.
Yeah, they're gonna have to use back out of shutter. Pyro Scout Uber coming back in.
Well, it gets the
Triple gonna
force.
get air blasted. They have nothing they can take into the Uber heavy right now. They're just gonna cycle the Ubers and nothing else.
They're not
Poseidon
stopping.
losing the SBS. They will find Triple and Lenny though. Big on the backline to get that sniper.
Look at Ether. Ether's in late. Gets one rocket. Two. Joey Lemon's just taken low, but not going to find that kill. It's 6 players up versus 2. But Toy's dead by
AGB.
backstab by AGB. They stayed out way too long there. If they got Toy out of dodge, that was a really good play by Witness. But instead, AGB just finds that crucial medic kill. Once again, a playmaker getting their medic Ubrad.
Yeah, it's exactly what we said. AGB needs to come in, get those med picks a little bit more, not rely so much on cleanup, and exactly what he's been doing. We'll find Toy, I think, at least twice now. Blank running up onto the roof, gonna get shut down immediately. No
Bomb in.
corner right there. DT next. They are gonna get the bomb onto Lenny, but everyone else on Witness Gaming is melting. Toy having to run for her life back out through bats. Gonna sit up with Poseidon and Melon right now, see if they can get anything. Lenny gonna be dead for quite some time, and he's saying, why go for me in sacks? I think he knows why, realistically, but not quite as good as getting Blake there, because Blake now will have Uber to Toy 60%.
Yep, time going to tick into the even just shortly here as Team Fun continues to hold the point. Fish in through shutter, going to be calling out where this medic standing. Looks like Toy just going to build up to 100% before Witness walk out of fans here. Where is Lenny? What can he do? He's there on bats, sniping down Melon off the rat.
And AGB gonna take an easy frag onto Poseidon, no one watching him, not checking on his own. Uber's coming out of shutter, but
Already
once
down
again, only a cycle. Nothing they can actually do to get any purchase on the point.
Yeah, Fish gets the teleporter for his trouble, but not going to be that huge of a kill in the end. Right now, Lenny still standing in shutter, scoping down. They see Fish called. They're turning around and looking for him. Lenny going to scope up here. As Rebel dead on entry, so is DT. Lenny coming online in a crucial moment, as right now, Toy only 27%, so they don't have anything to get off the bats with. It's going to die one by one.
Yeah, Blake doesn't have either, but again, as you mentioned, Lennox be just activating, able to find kills on everyone walking in. They start peeking their head off bats immediately, already a 9v8 in favor of Fun, and it only gets worse from there. So I think Lenny asking why they're going for him in sacks with his performance right now, but it's about to put Team Fun in favor of taking this up 3-2 after being down 2-1.
Yep, here comes Zukima dropping onto the crates. Both meds about to come up on Uber. Blake slightly before, and they're going to take it immediately. Toy just gets Uber in time to save all their players. Going to be able to flash everyone on top. Lenny going to go down. Ether finally finding that enemy sniper in the backline now, doing some damage. Takes down Blake. Great positioning by Ether to find that post. Here comes the cleanup. Pablo triple going to go down. Fish dies for his trouble, but that's what Witness Gaming needs to get back into this round. They'll have Uber add for what seems like the first time all round.
Yeah, and that's exactly the type of fight they needed. After able to come and get those big picks, especially onto Blake, Toy gonna have a decent ad to work with here, likely 40%. So sacks possibly to come in, but they just need to make sure they don't drop anyone. Witness has had a bad habit of losing, like a DT or a Zuki right now, and allowing the Dry to come in before they have Uber. They just need to stay alive.
AGB in the back line is going to go for
Here
it.
comes JJ.
One rocket hits home, but Toy going to get reflect saved by a Pyro. So Toy out dodge for now, 90%. They will get and probably want to pop back in on this, but Zuki has died. Like you mentioned, without that heavy, a lot of health is missing from your team. They're going to go anyway. Joey sniped by Poseidon. That's a huge find. DT barely gets saved by his
Blake
medic
so
and was
hurt.
down.
Fish not able to finish it off.
Blake
But
got
there
it.
is
Blink has
Blake.
it.
As you mentioned, always knowing when to come in from behind, finds that med kill, gets Hyphen as well, gets out to keep orbiting on Toy right there, keeps his med up, and that is exactly what Witness Gaming needs. Get that ad off, they lose Zuki, but if the kite out, come back and kill Blake again, keep them off of Uber, and JJ now from ramp gonna have to try to find something, but just jumping around, trying to get some positioning.
Yep, a lot of damage being dealt onto the combo players. Walking up, bomb in from the soldier, a lot of damage. There's JJ finding the med kill instantly. Counter from Ether, rocket onto Blake, hits him solo. Can anyone clean up Rebel? Rebel going for it! Rebel hits the shotgun shots all alone, finds that med kill, and the point stalled still. This is still time ticking for Witness here. It will get capped once they get spawners up for Team Fun, but this one's going to come down to the wire. Neither team going to have Uber. It's about winning the fights, finding the picks. It's going to be so close.
Yep, 4 seconds for Witness, and as we said, familiar number for them right here. 10 seconds left as Witness starting to roll back in. Sticks on the shutter, gonna get sniffed out. Lenny already answering onto Ether. Melon jumping over the roof. Pablo dead. Minnie's dead. Melon, so much havoc right there. But the stab comes in from AGB, finds Zuki. Pick class is activating on both sides. It is Toy solo capping. It is Toy solo on the point. Poseidon backing her up on fans, but the soldier from behind gonna come in from Secret. 2K for Blake onto Toy and Poseidon.
Let's have a chance.
Not going to be enough, and they're going to see 4 seconds left on the clock as Team Fun, having lost the first half, come back 3-2. They are now the ones on season point, and Witness Gaming, after their miraculous run so far, really have their backs against the wall.
Yeah, that one's going to haunt them. Like you said, these single-digit seconds on the clock are their enemies on call, just not able to get it across the finish line, and now Team Fun on that season point, like you said, and it feels like things have firmly swung in the favor of Team Fun in regards to consistency, because whereas we saw Ether in the first round find the med picks, find whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted, I watched him sack into Lenny 3 times in a row and only got the kill 1 of 3 times, right? It feels like all of a sudden now JJ's having the impact, Lenny's finding the impact, AGB's getting the kills on the backing medic, right?
Yeah, and I mean, just pick classes 25-17 in favor of Fun, JJ getting more of those med picks. Figsy really staying alive on Blake. Less deaths than Blake, actually, but I mean, Zukima not having a good game. And we didn't mention it for the first half. Hyphen has consistently put up insane numbers on Asheville, continuing to do so.
Yeah, he top fragged Team Fun in that first half as engineer. So
tied
Hyphen
again.
Definitely
Tied
playing
again
well.
here.
Yeah,
Tied with
15-15-15, yeah. Yeah, Hyphen's low-key been the rock of this team on Asheville.
Those minis do so much. The shotgun is always there. I mean, we saw Rebel come and get that med pick one time, but Hyphen just the same, consistently finding kills. Every once in a while you hear that, the glow stick echo out, and I'm like, a crit? Where'd that go? And I start looking at the kill feed, and yep, there's Hyphen. Another kill.
Yeah, and Blake, less stats than Toy overall. More kills as well, means a better medic for sure, but yeah, that half just went Team Fun's way, right? It came down to the wire, especially in that second of the 2 rounds, but at the end of the day, they're the ones finding the plays come to get them up to 3. So now with match point in pocket, Team Fun only need 1 more round where they have these playmakers pop off again.
Yep, this miraculous run, and yet once again, we're right back where we were, a week ago on through that first half of Steel. Team Witness Gaming backs against the wall, needing to pull out 2 in a row if they want to keep the season alive. I mean, really, if they just want to win at this point, it's not about keeping the season alive. You've equalized the playing field, right? We've up until this point, it's always been, Witness Gaming are the challengers. Right now, there's 1 map separating them from the end of the season. There is no more hill to climb. They are at the summit, beating each other up, trying to push each other off, and Team Fun have Witness Gaming on the ropes right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that has to be said about Team Fun. We talk so much about the Witness Gaming underdog storyline, maybe to too much of a degree. We undersell Team Fun's story, but the reality is they've been undefeated for so long. They've been the best Highlander team for over a year now, this core that has stuck together, and showing that they have what it takes when their backs are against the wall, when they've under the most pressure they've been as a team. They're pulling it out right now. We still have one more half of Asheville, but things are going to end this half whether we like it or not. Only one more half is going to decide the winner of the season.
Yeah, and we were saying, oh, wouldn't it be great if it comes down to just one round, one half? Team Fun winning 2 in a row there puts it so that they've only got one now. It's not, a winner-take-all round. Witness Gaming going to have to win 2 in a row here. I mean, they've had the mids on their sides still, but they need to just execute a little bit more, get that last push off. I think looking at the logs, if there's a player that can, in their performance around Zuki probably not having a half to remember there, 5 deaths to Pablo, 4 deaths to AGB, in 2 rounds, it's a lot of stabs on a heavy. So if you're able to stay alive a little bit more, maybe be in more of these fights, maybe that's your way back in. But I mean, it feels so trite to focus on one player having a bad half after all these 2 teams have been through.
Yeah, it just has to be a team effort. The strategies that we saw Witness Gaming employ in the first half that got them the lead, sacking on Lenny, killing Blake on the backouts, whether it's just Soldier doing it, your Spy doing it, even Engineers or whoever running in, Melon flanking backline. It feels like it wasn't working nearly as well in that second half, and they didn't get any rounds on the board. Ether firmly shut down compared to what he was able to do in the first half. Fish not able to find nearly as much impact, and it just felt like Fun had the answers. Now the question is, does Witness have the answers to the answers? I mean, they need to come in and play from behind. And you're like you said, they've been used to doing it all season, right? But this is the first time that they've been at even ground with Team Fun. They know they can beat this team. They just did it last week. They did it on Asheville specifically. They feel like this is their game to win. It's a question of, now that the pressure is on you to win and not to stay alive, can you do it?
I mean, in their defense, they were down 3-2 last week, and they came back. A little bit of a different setup here, because they lost the first half, Witness did. 1-2, then they, were down 3-2, it was 1-1 in the second half, they pulled it back, so they were able to have that winner-take-all round, but they were down 3-2 last week, they came back, they were down 1-0 on Steel season against the wall, they came back. If there's one thing we've learned, Witness does not go quietly into that good night, so at this point, I mean, there's only so much more we can say. They need to put up or shut up.
Yeah, and we are waiting for this ready up to come through. Again, no word from Dolphin. These teams are going to take the longest, most in-depth halftime of the entire season for sure here. Everything comes down to this. We cannot stress it enough.
What are the chances they halftime us into Tuesday for you as well?
Not appreciate that much, We have max 3 rounds of Team Fortress 2 left. I don't want to know 3 rounds should take 30 minutes.
As also, I've been keeping a quick eye on the viewers. We have broken 500, so thank you all for tuning in. It has been a crazy ride. Been, honored to be there with all of you as season's really winding down. We are in its final minutes, really. Just still no warning from Dolphin, so we got a little bit more time to kill.
A lot of fun players just went to spectator for some reason. I think one of them is being shown something by another one, like halftime map review style. Kind of trying to, do analysis on the pregame. That's just more than the fragging, but yeah, just waiting on these 2 teams. Obviously, they're going to take their time, but there's not much more we can say. We've been yapping about these 2 teams for what feels like an entire season, and now we got to yap for a bit longer.
Yep, I mean, you got to figure if they can just keep the mids strong, that gives Witness a really solid foundation to work off of here.
What's the mid score? Is it 3-1?
I think it's
or 4-1.
4-1.
I do know Witness has won more of the
yeah, Witness, despite going 0-2 that round, they won both. Yeah, it's 4-1 Witness in terms of the mid, which last week it was 6-1. So over what is it, the 12 rounds of Asheville, it's been 10-2 in mids in favor of Witness.
Yeah, and despite that, Team Fun still won 3 rounds last week.
They're sitting 5-5? No. 6? Yeah, it's too late. I can't count. Been talking for 3 hours straight.
you gotta imagine if Team Fun can get 3 rounds winning 1 mid, what happens if they win 2 mids?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not gonna say that if Team Fun win a mid, it's over, but
yeah, you can't even say that.
They've been winning these rounds so far down at least 30 seconds off of the mids. A lot of them where they lose Blake too, and Toy hasn't been dying. Outside of the second round they won tonight, which is where they're pretty much clean wipe most of Witness Gaming. So they've been winning these rounds despite starting at a disadvantage. If they win around, it's going to put, if they win this mid coming up here, it puts so much pressure on Witness to do something big right away and take control of the round back.
Yep, 30-second warning from Dolphin, guys. We're going to be getting started into the last half of the season, the dying minutes of Season 16, in just a little bit longer. A few seconds, going to be starting this thing up. Looks like teams still same side. Witness on blue, Team Fun on red. Oh, it all comes down to this.
Zach,
again. We can't say it enough.
Who's taking it?
It's 4-3. I'm going to go Witness. You said it yourself. They were at the same spot last week. They have the players that can pop off. You can't underestimate Team Fun, but I got to pick a side.
All right, I think I'm putting my money on the favorite. I'm going Team Fun here.
Splitting the dust.
I think they all they
For the
need to
fun
do
of
is
it.
win one mid. Yep, one of us has to win. One of us has to lose. After all this, DT coming into mid, gonna get that arrow. Beats Joey walking out ramp. So
yeah,
tons
different
of sticks
mid.
on Shutter. They're all coming out ramp here for Team Fun right there. No
Headshot to
fastball.
Lenny immediately
dead
dies.
already. That's a huge pick to find off of the bat as the sticks kept them down. But Toy stabbed out. DT eating the pipes. Frags coming back in.
Look at
No,
the damage on
Ether
ramp.
nukes onto ramp. Bigsy, Blake, Pablo making a hat trick for Ether. Both mids gonna go down, but the mid dominance continues for Witness Gaming.
Ether knows he had a half to forget last half, gets immediately back into the swing of things, wipes them on mid with those rockets, and now Witness in the lead here. They get a faster charge because of the fast respawn from Toy, and they get the mid to start things off, so looking good so far, but they've been at leads more times than not, and they've given them up so far this map, so we'll see if they can maintain this, or if Team Fun has an avenue back in like they have more often than not.
As we stated too, Zuki consistently been a focus here when they have points to get caught out. Open that push up on these boxes.
Lenny gets
Hit
bombed
up low, but
immediately.
Lenny dead. Etherfish gonna go down, but Triple dying. That should be a pretty solid defense right now. Not quite a sack coming in, but just, you know, some exploring the point, seeing if they can get any picks, and the answer from Witness Gaming is no. No, you can't.
Guys, Lenny's ramp, Ether, I'm in the air. He's just immediately ready to deny that sniper peeking. He knows how much damage Lenny can do, and they've definitely instructed him to continue trying to shut down that sniper. We do see Poseidon up on bats, gonna be looking to shoot things in. Gonna go Shutter, AGB calling it out. AGB gonna look for a pick here in a second, but in the meantime, Sniper's facing off from Shutter, no one gets the shot.
Yep, Uber's popped out from Shutter, jumping forward is Joey, but Zuki standing so tall, getting the full solo right here now. One flash onto DT at the end. Zuki popped up a bit, eating a lot of damage. Will surf out. Good on him to stay alive. Drop
Huge
that
headshot.
sandwich down. Yep, big headshot onto Melon. Frags trading's in favor now of
Toy's dead.
Team Vaughn. Yep, Toy caught out on ramp. The detonator from Figsy gonna finish her off with the damage coming in from Joey. That said, minute and a half off the clock. 40% ad for Blake, nothing insurmountable. And
Fish
with
is
that
getting
time,
stalked.
he's feeling good.
Fish is getting stalked by the soldier now. JJ is doing what I know he does so well, just annoy this spy, jump to his next pack location. He's tracking him perfectly, and they know exactly where Fish is. So, gonna be hard for Fish to find any value coming forward here. But with this Uber diss side, we're likely gonna see some kind of a play from Witness out.
Yeah, they got to do something right here. They can't just let the time tick away. It's the last thing they want to do. They are getting Poseidon in position on ramp. 1-2 rockets, not going to find him. But Frags coming in. AGB gets the butter knife onto Poseidon. Alley-oop from JJ's rockets. That will be Blake coming up on Uber. All they're going to do is find JJ. Ether going to go down next. Fish gets the teleporter, which not the worst thing to get, because he's still alive, but not enough to really push in on Toy now at 60. They may just wait out the Uber rather than run another sack wave.
Yeah, that's likely what they're going to do here. Still in the time lead by about 40 seconds, so keen to wait for now. When it's going to regroup, get all their players up. They do get a pick onto AGB, and he's been a nuisance so far, so that's definitely nice to not have to worry about in your back. Now the rest of the team going to line up towards bats, get their buffs, get ready to go. Fish is in lobby. Looks like he wants to go for a backup on the medic or something here, but Blake going to have to pop immediately to this bomb up from DT.
Yep, he's getting in deep on point. Blank gonna get a flash as well. Better Uber on the right side. Blank caught out. The shot, the sniper gonna pick him up. But both teams trade, and Fish gets the stab onto Joey. That's a demo ad for
JJ, one rocket, two rockets, 21 HP.
Will live. Gonna kite back out towards barrels right there. Zuki gets headshot, but the presence firmly in favor of Witness Gamer right here. AGB coming up from
down.
lower. Can he find the revolver shots? No, he will be sniffed out. And shots from Poseidon onto Lenny and Figsy gonna stop any thought of that. And in comes a pause.
Don't play with me with a 90-second pause when both teams have around 90 seconds left. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it.
Well, the one thing we can rule out is that if Fun wins, there wouldn't be a pause.
Mission ends in 60
That's true.
So at the very
oh
least,
no, why'd you say
I'll-
that? My immersion.
Unless the greatest troll is pausing after the game finishes.
Yeah, pause into the game for just a troll cast.
Just to troll the cast.
That's a Highlander move right there.
We can be hopeful that 90 seconds into the future, this game is still going. We are not quite out of the woods for this match yet. So I don't think we want this match to end with anything less than a 4-3.
Yeah, and now with Toy building up this Uber slight ad over Blake, so they will be able to pop in return. I wonder if Team Fun's going to try to send JJ over. He's been successful very often, past that first half, so it'd be a play they could go for. They could also just try to dry it out. We've seen them dry push off Ubers very often, and it's been a play that they've worked on.
Yeah, I mean, Toy, slight ad over Blake right here, but really nothing substantial. So the cap just coming... So keep in mind, right now, it's about even in time, and Witness Gaming has the point 98% capped. I think I'm looking at it on, it's decayed on, like, my
it was
my
really
own
close
HUD.
to capped. They're probably going to get Zuki up and cap it.
Yeah, they're just delaying for Zuki to spawn up, then they'll cap that. So it will be Team Fun with the time lead, if not immediately after the pause, but shortly thereafter. So they could just hold it 90 seconds and just be done with it and send us into,
To think
the
that Team
golden
Fun
cap
wouldn't
to end
cap
up
up a
with the caps.
single time here, something would have to happen, right? Some Witness player has
Just
to make a huge play
pure
if that were to be the
Poseidon
case.
oatage.
It's all speculation, right? We have no concrete way of knowing what would happen except the idea that if the game was still going, there wouldn't be a pause. That's all we have to go off of. Or if the game ended, rather, there wouldn't be a pause. Excuse me.
Oh my god, someone's gonna do that to us in a future season now. I just know it. I know we're gonna get trolled.
There's some people speculating that it's an Ether lag out. I've not gotten a word from Dolphin, but again, maybe the teams wouldn't have even told us. They would have just been panicked trying to get their soldier back in. So
Pause. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame them for not thinking of us at this moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if the round's not over, though, if you're in a double overtime situation, I see very little. I think teams don't take enough tack pauses. I think we've been seeing, especially in higher invite games, teams really do have a solid ability to, adapt and change their game plans. And I think waiting to lose 2 rounds is unnecessary, and you're better off taking it after 1.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if teams start using that more often? We have to implement, rules about number, time length, everything, warning, everything that structured leagues have when it comes down to pauses. But it just hasn't been utilized in Highlander enough, like you're saying. So, that's for the future to think about. But for now, we're sitting here on a pause.
If there's ever a match you're going to take attack in, this
for
is
now,
the
we're
one.
sitting here on attack pause, potentially one of the most high value attack pauses for either one of these teams ever. Yeah, still actually no reason for the pause. It could be lag. We have no word yet, but it just fits too perfect, right? 90 seconds in the future.
Yeah, it was like it's 1:24 on the clock. They're just about to cap 3, 4, 5 seconds of overtime, right? Of a desperation push. I would be very impressed if Witness was able to just lock out Team Fun for the rest of this half, though. With the amount of back and forth we've been seeing between these two teams, to just get a minute and a half off the clock, give it up, take it back, and do it again is not something we've seen either team do on Koth.
Yeah, especially with how well JJ and AGB have been playing, but, if they did do it, it'd be huge. As right now, we're getting some words. Tack pause for sure, so not a lag pause, definitely a tack pause.
Teams, probably lends credence to the theory that we may be 3-3 in the future, but anything can happen here. Well, I guess all we do know is that this isn't a troll pause, and that if the match is over, then I could just be holding us hostage here on the cast.
I hate it.
That is not happening, however. We are not in a hostage situation. I am not under duress. I am not blinking 3 times as I say this.
I think, Rebel might be blinking 3 times. Look at his engineer.
Where is he? I don't think he can. I think
he doesn't have
anymore.
eyelids. Yeah, no eyelids.
All right, Grand Finals drip check. What do we got? Blake's looking cozy as hell right now. Got the gnome hat, Santa Meaties, the pajama pants, and the synergy with the snowflake medigun is really a good choice there.
Blank just uses stock scout.
Ether's got the eyes too.
Look at those shoes. Who are those shoes on? Yeah, on Blake. I can't believe we resorted to a drip check in grand finals. What was that, Dolphin? Oh, Robin Walkers. Are they?
Yeah, that's what the flip-flops are called. Nothing too
yeah.
out of the ordinary. I mean, Joey's got his shroom hat on. That's his specialty, it feels like, at this point. Otherwise, yeah, can't tell with the spies, but otherwise, gotta say, Blake's the winner right now.
Alright, we're definitely implementing a rule on pause length. This is as long as every CSGO pause in a row, taken at the same time.
I mean, they really... I mean, if it's 3-3, right, Team Fun has to be saying, how in God's name do we win a mid against this team?
Yeah, you have to.
We tried the bats rollout, it didn't work.
Oh,
we tried the ramp rollout,
gameplay.
It doesn't work. We try Shutter, it doesn't work. All right. Zag, what are the odds we see the quick fix busted out?
0.
You think?
0.
What about a submarine?
Maybe, honestly. I think that's higher probability than the quick fix rollout.
Possessed by the spirit of Andrew. Must go lower.
A submarine mid for the Subway Surfers gameplay.
On bracket reset point, that would be something else, especially if it worked. I mean, we just don't know. Just don't know.
The suspense is slowly bleeding away and leaving us with the exhale. You know?
Just a little bit of delirium, honestly.
It's the entire season. Everything. And we're sitting here on attack pause, what's likely at 3-3, waiting for the golden round.
And don't forget that if Witness did not, script out Da Vinci's push on that last half of Steel to just perfectly have
Oh my
everything.
God, we're done. Wait, I heard a rocket.
Are we?
Did we unpause, repause? Or am I delirious from... Or am I just
No,
hearing
I
things?
definitely heard sound effects there that out of nowhere. I heard a rocket and a shutter coming up. I don't know what that was.
Okay, Dolphin's telling us that apparently they unexec after the round... Oh, they want to?
Well,
to reset
might
people?
That might be a bit of a spoiler.
There was a crash during a pause. Okay, we have tacks, we have crashes, we don't know what's happening. Yeah.
I've got an idea of why they're taking attack there, but I'm not gonna say it. If they want to come back in after the round ends, they wouldn't be saying that if the game was over.
Yeah, but we're not gonna say that, right? Because we already had the idea, and it's still an idea until it's seen reality, right? Nothing is set in stone. Ah, but we are just waiting.
Zag.
I love waiting. What?
Zag, you might hit Tuesday, buddy.
Yeah, it's going to be. If what we think is going to happen happens, it's going to be.
Dolphin, is there any little rest area you could show on the map? I know you've done that on Sunshine. Some of the sixes games that went long. Got the little table with all the snackies put up on it. You know what I'm talking about, right? We have anything like that on Ash? I don't know about the porta potty, buddy. I'm not too sure about that.
What's funny is they can't hear Dolphin, so you're just talking to yourself and it's talking about a porta potty out of nowhere.
Dolphin's never been here. I've been doing camera for the past 16 seasons of Highlander. Dolphin's just split personality.
What does that say on it? My graphics config is so low I can't even read that.
Oh, I don't even have this. I have the stream pause.
Okay, unpause. Okay, unpause. We're in. Everyone, battle stations. We're live. We're live.
HUD reload scheme quickly.
You go first. I'm hitting that retry.
All right. Yeah. Okay. The cap has come through. It's 110 to 116, ticking down in favor of Witness. They're getting forward in the shutter here. Triple gonna get ganked, but Zuki and DT gonna be the trades for it. That said, Epic coming in on the side. The flank cleans it up. Both combos down. Pablo gonna be the bonus there, but Fish finds a butter knife onto Blake. Ow!
He's just in shutter trying to back out, and Fish just hits him with the revolver shots, ran out of bullets, and walks up and butter knifes him. So Fish finding that med pick. I think we see how a perfect holdout would happen by Witness here, because they're going to have Uber, and they're going to want to go back in to deny this. Here comes Blake, Blank out of the shutter, and they don't have to use yet. No one is here out for Team Fun. They need to force this Uber now. JJ gonna try his best, but just gets taken down, doesn't quite get the medic. Here comes the Uber now out, trying to catch these pairs, and Blake caught out on the ramp by DT. Perfect stickies coming in behind on that medic, and now Toy another Uber ad as time ticking further into Witness Gaming's court. There are only 15 seconds left from taking the 6th round and tying us up.
You know, I said it would be impressive if they could lock it out, and these chain kills onto Blake is exactly how they managed to do it. JJ bombing, but Zuki forward, gonna take him there. All the frags, it's a meat grinder. AGV finds Toy, but it's not gonna be enough. They are barely able to get in here. Only 2 alive yet. There was
3 to 3. Season point.
Season point for both of these teams. And do we have another round, or do they unexec here?
Dolphin, you know if they unexec or not? No,
looks like DT's rolling out. So
yeah,
I think
they're rolling out.
We're doing it.
This is it. Season 16 comes down to this.
On 1 round. Winner takes all. Lenny gonna open up onto Poseidon. That's what this tap was for. Bigsy, Joey, all gonna go down, but DT after Zuki answers.
They're still losing.
Lenny. They're still losing, and it's 4v2 in favor of
the Rebel Mini.
Down to a mini. Toy just staying alive.
Healing Rebel. The Rebel Mini gets the medic kill. They collapse perfectly just in time, and Toy crucially stay alive. At the start of that mid, Toy hit a surf off of the rocket from JJ and went onto the roof and lived. It was a huge surf. And why are we paused again?
Toy.
Wait, no, you have to unexec. No, you have to unexec.
Do you trade the mid win for a dead med? We're hearing that Toy crashed.
Yeah, we're hearing Toy crashed. You have to unexec that. But are you allowed to? Can you?
If both teams agree, I don't know if there's a problem, but...
If both teams agree, yes, they would do it. The question is, if you are Team Fun, do you agree? You've lost every med so far and still won 3 rounds. Getting the med off Uberad, isn't that perfectly fine for you?
Honestly, yeah, it's possible. Oh, that is such a rough situation to be in. That is so sad.
This... Not to unexec, Dolphin?
Admins are saying not to unexec.
Okay, admin says play on, apparently, which would mean that Witness get the mid, but Uber ad goes to Blake and Team Fun, if that were to come through.
Although, no, it's going to be 90 seconds in the future, so the mid's already through.
Yeah, the question is...
Toy would have crashed further.
The question is, when
round.
does Toy crash, right? Do they use the Uber and start building again, right? Like... Okay, Dolphin's saying that the long pause in the middle of the round caused errors that helped Witness crash, which, like, that may be a Witness-sided narrative, but at the same time, this game is 15 years old, and I would not be surprised if that was the case at all.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, so this is just an awful situation.
The last thing this grand finals of these proportions needed was drama at the very last second. This is the last round. It's the golden cap! 3 crashers apparently reported from Witness. Oh my god, dude.
And it's not like it's just a mid fight, right? Just a mid fight, you can say, okay, wash our hands, we go back. This is 90 seconds into the round. What happens if
unpause, repause, yeah.
Yeah, unpause, repause, let someone back in. But I mean, what happens here if what if Witness is held for the next minute and a half? And then they have 3 points.
I don't know.
How do they want to call it? It's so hard to know without knowing what it's like in live right now. But
this is good for nobody, right? Because if you win this, right, you have this controversy over it. If you're the admins, you have to make one of the hardest decisions come game time that's ever been made. If you're the players, right, this just feels awful. I don't know. This is a situation I've ever seen.
There's no way as an admin you can make a decision not everyone's going to be happy with. Someone's going to say, why the hell are the admins doing this?
Yeah, there's no way you can make everyone happy here. Pause for now.
Coming through.
So 90 seconds in the future, we would see that crashes start to come in from Witness players if that's the case. But for now, we play on. Bomb from JJ tries to go forward, does kill Poseidon. So that's one thing. And Lenny uncontested finds Rebel, but not that huge of a pick. Ether gonna come in and trade him out. So he gets 2 actually. Takes on Pablo as well. So big play by Ether. Hits the P-Rack bookmark apparently.
Yep, for once the note for that. As I mean, we're gonna have to. It's so rough knowing that Toy's just gonna randomly disconnect in the middle of this. But has Uber for now. Joey gonna get sniped out. JJ going for a bit of a fake bomb right there. Gonna back up safely. Only the demo going down right here. Zuki playing forward. JJ in for real this time. Not gonna find anything. Levitated a bit. AGB caught out as well. Witness Gaming looking to hold strong right now. Maybe the reason they don't want to re-exec is that they get a good time going. It's just so unfortunate. This narrative now surrounding everything we're calling.
Yeah, for now we play on. Pause still hasn't happened, so Toy still has this Uber. Are they even going to get to pop it is the question. Now we're going to look like Team Fun have their Uber. Looking to go off of bats here. Popped out. Toy is going to get the Uber off. They're going to try to exchange in front of the shutter here. No kills going anyone's way so far. AGB caught in the back line, so not going to be able to impact the fight. Ether goes in a bit too early. We'll try to get out of dodge. Might burn out. Might get an arrow. We'll stay alive for now, but Zuki and Fish were traded in the meantime, so more players up for Team Fun.
Yep, and Joey hit low, but staying alive, getting that beat. Blake in! Can they find Blake?
Pause in the middle of it, but Blake surfs out.
Yeah, Blake managing to live just barely. Oh, that pause must have been happening while Blake had people on him.
Oh, what a mess. And I still see all 9 players
But
up
it's been
on
a minute
Witness.
and a half off the clock for Witness.
Yeah, I see all 9 players live on Witness, so maybe the crashes happened and that pause was the long pause we just saw. If that were the case, we're playing on from here until the end.
I'm hitting a retry right now, Zach, if you want to keep going.
Sure thing. As Toy 60%, Blake 70. We've not seen a disconnect in 90 seconds, so I'm guessing we're gonna go here. Lenny has a snipe down onto Melon. Poseidon responds onto Hyphens. 88. Zuki gets helped out on the box, saved by DT from that spy. Gonna go to the pack underneath. It's man ad in favor of Witness, but they're losing players now. DT dead to a snipe.
Trapped under bats. Oh, so they're gonna just escape.
Yeah, both meds up on Uber now. 1 minute lead for Witness Gaming here.
Zuki's still in lower. I don't think they know he's there, but I think he's just going to back up on his own side. Maybe play those boxes as his team gets ready to take an Uber.
At third and behind, trying to find value, but it's taken down off of his team. Here comes the Uber out from both teams. Even Flash is going to be a bit of a reset for now. Fish trying to get in behind on ramp. He has a fast decloak angle if he wants to go for it. Fish going to walk out, gets seen by the scout, and gets nothing for his trouble. The rest of the team walking forward. Poseidon wins a key SPS onto Lenny, railing off more. Headshot damage. Now Witness swinging wide of that.
Yep, JJ jumping up with the bats, taking a fight with Blank right there. He's going to have to jump out, though, but they successfully forced all of Team Fun out from ramp. They're going to come right back in, try to get the cap here as the recontest comes in from Shutter. JJ Rocket's not going to find anything. He will go down. Yep, big pipe from DT. Takes him out before he can get anything else off. And now time lead and Uber ad in favor of Witness Gaming.
Yep, they have this Uber. They can play with it on the defense. 25 seconds in the time advantage right now. If they can keep all their players alive, things look good for them here. Poseidon on the point, going to be looking to find any entries he can. Heavy forcing him off the angle for now. Here comes the bomb from JJ. Already seen, already backed out of. They're going to let Team Fun walk onto the point, then re-pop out. But for now, they're trying to keep all the players alive, and they find AGB off the bat.
No spy they have to worry about. Uber's going to come in. Jumping forward is Joey with the pop. Back off onto DT. Blank.
Ether's in.
Following behind. Triple already dead. Ether's going to be the trade back out as Pablo now getting out the bat behind him. He's hurt and burning. He might just burn out before the pack, and he will. JJ dead as well. No flank.
There's so much damage.
Team Fun. Zuki going down to the headshot, though that defensive head is going to be really big. Come a few seconds in, but DT just walking. Getting so much damage in, but he's not going to find any kills. AGB finds Toy. Lenny on to Fish. The pit class is activating. And they're still holding, but for how long? Lenny gets another onto Melon, and that's going to be a cap coming back in.
It's going to be 10 seconds left on the clock for Witness Gaming. 10 seconds to win. Here comes some players in. DT gets a lot of damage onto the sniper, but doesn't find that kill. Triple going to get some cleanup on some stragglers here, but there's the cap in. Toy just starts charging now. It's a 70% ad for Blake and Team Fun. A minute and a half off the clock to make up. Can they do it? Can they bring it back in this final round of the season? We see Lenny standing tall on the fans with a buff. He's been a monster from this position. The question is, can anyone get a pick onto him, or will he continue to rail off shots?
AGB under the bats could potentially go in for something. Toy cannot die here. You need to get this Uber with as much time as possible to allow for any post-round fight. Zuki already
Dead
on
again.
the boxes. AGB dead. Not
Fish
able
on
to
the
find
sniper.
anything. Ether coming in gets the force. That is exactly what they need. Everyone else likely going to try and live. Zuki hiding in lower. If you're going to try to ambush someone, trying to come down. Yep, he's hiding on red. The red
There's a tall
trash
slob. They
can
can't hear
down
his
there.
rev.
Yep. But that is going to be Toy now on 60. 50 seconds left for Team Fun. Only 5 for Witness. They have the Uber, but how poetic would it be if something went wrong and just that single-digit time? They need to defeat it one more time, Zach. One more and they win.
We'll see if they can do it. Toy up on 80%. Blake only on 50. This could be the last and the most important Uber ad of the season. Blake gonna try as hard as he can to build, maybe get for an overtime performance, but JJ already caught out. Huge kill. JJ's been such a menace coming in the middle of these fights doing damage. Here comes the Uber. Blake already out towards bats. Any more kills would be huge for Witness. They're gonna catch 2, 3 make it. Joey, Triple, AGB all gonna go down. Cat gonna come in. It has to be. They have to come in. Wait, 90%.
He's not gonna have Uber in time, I don't think, unless they can get an overtime going. No, it's 95. You'll have
Watch Melon. Melon has air blast. Melon has air blast. Melon
taking season 16 of RGL Invite Highlander down to the wire, and Witness Gaming are able to break their single-digit curse, take the round, and Melon, with the clutchest air blast of her long career, locks in the championship for Witness Gaming.
What an ending, fighting through what was some unopportune crashes, although it didn't shake out too rough for them in the end. Toy died anyway right before the crash is what it looked like, so didn't lose too much Uber. I'd say things worked out about as well as they could have off that. Obviously, for Team Fun, you're not going to think that way. You think that you could have won that, but what an end to this season. Witness Gaming winning, becoming the season 16 champions over the favorited Team Fun, won every game of the season, but Witness Gaming come in clutch at the end. Huge commiserations to Team Fun. They played a hell of a match. They faced the most pressure, the most adversity they've ever seen, not only in the server, but also probably out of it. You know, I'm willing to bet that a lot of people kind of got tired of watching Team Fun win everything, right? Like, watching great TF2 is great, but when a team keeps winning, you just want them to lose sometimes. I'm not saying that that's the case, right? Obviously, I'd be happy whichever team won such a great grand finals, but they put up a great performance under so much pressure, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, when you're at the top, everyone's been gunning for them.
If you're at the top, only where you can go is down.
Exactly, yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, you know, everyone's time comes in the sun, and then this, you know, orbits out. I'm trying to go for a metaphor here that I'm not pulling out, but it's Witness Gaming have their time in the sun now. They managed to grasp it from the cold claws of Team Fun, pulling out a 4-3 on Asheville, third map, back-to-back weeks. They find themselves down 3-2, and they managed to pull 2 in a row. And oh, that is just such
down it out on steel both times too. First time down 0-1, the second time 1-1 with a 4-minute time facing you. Witness Gaming just showing they have the tenacity, right? Logs up on your screen, final logs of the season. Ether popped off in that final round. He did so much work from the mid to the end. DT as well, showing up big. That's a performance worthy of like the best demo man in the league type title, right? DT really just had the best performance I've seen from him pretty much ever this entire grand finals.
Oh my god, Zach, dude, these logs already have 400 plus views on them.
Jesus Christ. I mean, we had 500 plus viewers, so.
Oh, that's crazy. And I mean, just looking at that last round, you know, they found the sauce to shut JJ down.
Yeah, they really did.
He has been dominating everyone.
It's such a sad half for JJ.
And he just... They finally found it, right? It's taken, you know, all season. But they finally found the combination to shut him down. They're able to shut him down. AGB not able to get much either. I mean, Lenny doing his best there, really. I think he's still top frag.
He tried so hard
in that half. Yeah,
he did.
But just not enough. The combined strength of Witness Game is just really able to come back. And Zuki, better performance than the last half. Toy, you know,
they shut down AGB too.
Toy solid as always. Yeah, just... There was no one on Witness that you can point a finger at and say didn't do their job. And I mean, it was still that close, right?
Yeah. Still basically double overtime. Oh, what an ending to this season. That's Witness Gaming. Your season 16 Invite Highlander champions. Very well deserved from them. Fighting up all the way, taking down Team Fun in consecutive best of 3s come the bracket reset. As Dolphin said that again. As we do have word that we're going to have interviews for you guys with the Witness Gaming players, so we'll work on getting them in. In the meantime, I just need to bask in that match, rather. Here we go.
Oh, here comes in one.
Witness Gaming players loading in. Logs. You guys have officially crashed logs.tf, by the way.
So, good work on that, as we're really getting them in. Okay, we've got Blank, we've got Fish. I think Ether's waiting to come in. Zukima as well, a true trooper, as I believe Zuki came down with the flu earlier today and is playing through his illness, so...
I got DT as well in the waiting. Gonna bring him in.
Yeah, wait to get everyone in before we start going. Anyone else coming in, fellas?
They might.
They
Honestly,
might.
I don't know.
Yeah, so, okay, well, we can go ahead and get things started here, as we do have to manually unmute them. I'll get Zuki, and yeah, there you go. All right.
There's a lot we can talk about here, but fellas, just right now, how does it feel?
Amazing.
It feels good. It feels really good. That was a good match.
Insane match, definitely. As
I
one more
think-
person in.
I think you could easily say that was the
No.
best grand finals ever.
Yeah, I definitely. At minimum, it's in conversation, and at maximum, it definitely is, right? That was an insane grand
And I
finals.
taking the two combined, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, the fact that it's a bracket reset that went back to back all three maps, the final map being a golden cap Koth map, it's an insane grand finals that you guys put up. That one is one of the best matches of all time for sure. But I'm going to talk to you a bit more about that match. You started out on Steel. You got the map choice to start out this week. Started out 1-0, then didn't go so well in the second round for you guys. And going into the third round, they put up a 4-minute time. So what was going on there? How come you guys looked so good at the start, but we saw Team Fun kind of come into that match or that map?
I think genuinely, I have to give all, hats off to them. We may target each other from time to time, but they're a very good team at adapting. They make changes quickly. That's why they've been at the top for so long. They were 30. They were going to be 30-0 if we didn't win that last grand finals. So that's what they're known for. They adapt fast. They make changes, and they did, and it caught us off guard. But thankfully we have players on our team that do the same, and we were able to just clutch it out at the end. Honestly, it was a miracle.
Miracle is right. Down to 4 minutes. 4-minute 23 time was the time you had to beat, and bleeding out with only 3 players left. We saw Rebel Sentry jump onto the point. Players barely staying alive. At one point, Blank had to hide from a heavy and underneath at 1 HP to keep his 2x on the point. It was a game of inches.
Zuki was playing the world's most deadly game of chicken with Figsy, in
yeah,
Wishbone,
Nectar.
trying to keep applying pressure while not getting booped into the pit. We were. I mean, I'm sure you guys are gonna watch the VOD after. We were screaming as that was going on. That was like
we were
nothing I've
screaming
ever
too.
seen.
Don't worry,
I
man.
imagine it was almost as fun to watch as it was to play.
Definitely.
That's crazy.
Also fun to see Lenny hit the medic drop and still drop down for a second consecutive match.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We talked about
don't
it
talk
too,
about
but no.
I mean, we knew, shit was gonna happen going in. Like, some things were gonna go wrong. Our med was gonna drop. We were gonna lose a half. Who cares, though? We knew that, we just had to play the better game overall. Both teams were gonna make mistakes. We just had to make less.
Yeah, and I think you guys did. I mean, I think the narrative we've had, at least on the cast or on your guys' team, up until these last 2 weeks, is that you guys can have just as high highs as Team Fun, but the consistency just wasn't there. I think there's been a number of Koth rounds over these past, really, 3 weeks that have been achingly close for you guys and hadn't been able to close out, but I think we've finally seen that evolution, and I mean, it's been incredible to see you guys go from, not that I think you're ever not the second seed, but, we casted you guys in Swiftwater back on week 3. Yes, admittedly your worst map, but could have been a cleaner win, that one. And now growing all the way here to where, you finally dethrone Team Fun. Take them off the top.
I mean, like I said, we knew it was going to be super hard. We were not expecting to go into this match winning it 4-0. I mean, although it's that would be ideal. We were not expecting that. And it was, we go into Ash, and Melon was like, hey, let's just win quickly 4-0, then we can all go home. And I was like, Melon, this is going to be a grueling 4-3 right now. And a grueling 4-3, it
He
literally
said that's
was.
not what the script said, and he was right, I guess.
So, and
know,
the
it's not
script
great for
writers
my
of this season
anxiety.
has been, literally insane. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I do want to take a quick talk about that Lakeside, because we saw Team Fun come in with that map again. We know that they think it's a strong map for them. And like Alto said, you guys have some agonizingly close rounds on that map. What were your thoughts coming into Lakeside? Do you think that coming in, it's a map that you expected to be heavily competitive on? Maybe you could have 2-0'd? Or was Team Fun always just going to be overwhelming on that map and would have taken more than you could output to potentially get the win on it?
So we knew we could be competitive on it. Our goal was to try to win it, of course. But at the same time, we knew it was their map pick, and that the closer we made it, the more their mental would be, a little ruined for Asheville. It's yeah, we obviously wanted to win, but, the fact that the rounds were close and we got a round, which we didn't get last time and still won the series, we knew we could still bring it back on Asheville.
Because that was one of
Yeah.
our concerns too. Is just that last time, like, you guys lost Lakeside 4-0. You lose the first half on Steel. Backs against the wall. You pull 2 out on Steel and snowball that right into Asheville, and really looked impressive doing it. But the question then was, if things are going to play out the same, can you guys come back in, come on to Asheville, still win after presumably losing Lakeside? And the answer is yes. Clearly, that Lakeside was really close. So and I think it was exactly as you said.
We're the fucking team of destiny. Of course we can fucking come back 4-3 on Lakeside. I mean, on Asheville and win that.
Asheville
Holy
plot
shit.
armor. Asheville plot armor.
You don't even know, our mental was actually really, really good on Lakeside. We were like, yeah, we're killing it right now. Just small mistakes, guys. And honestly, I have to give a big shout out to the 2 people who are honestly keeping our team in control every single time we start to get worried. They're like, oh, it's okay, guys. We're doing so well. And that's all you need sometimes is a good reset. Because, I mean, the other team is adapting so fast and so rapidly. And we really have to stay on our game because, one mistake can turn into a domino effect. So you have to be able to recover and get back on your feet.
All right, I gotta ask. Whose idea was it to have Fish disguised as a friendly sniper go down, drop down, det the sticks, and then...
It was a great effort. Don't let me
debatable.
It was me. I'm just gonna take it.
Nope, it was
Blank
me.
doesn't
No.
No, it
No,
wasn't you,
Finish.
motherfuckers. I was the one who brought that up, and you guys were like, "No, that's stupid. They're just gonna retry."
No.
I think all of us
At the same
had that
time we
idea,
sacked, it was sick.
but I think we all came up with it together, kind of, because all of
We
us kind of
talk
had
about-
that idea, honestly. Just
Yeah,
no
we were
one
trying to
actually,
anticipate
brought it
Dude,
what
up.
they were
sometimes
gonna
we sit in a
do,
VC
you
and
know?
literally talk about the stupidest shit we could possibly do, and then it's fucking invite grand finals and we're like, let's try this. Let's
Tell
try
me
this.
about what we did for preparation before this match.
You guys are unlucky you didn't see the A-hold. I mean, you guys are lucky you didn't see the
Oh,
A-hold.
the
We
A-hold.
were gonna pull that out.
Our prep was really
we were
good.
hoping to.
We spent 20 minutes trying to practice the double jetpack bomb on Lakeside. That was our prep right before
We
the
literally
Burns.
thought we were gonna
spent
crush
20
their
minutes
mental.
prepping Melon's jetpack bomb and all laughing at her as she failed it 20 times.
Dude.
And then we never ended up doing it.
Gotta get some
You guys
mentoring
should've-
from the
should've
They
jet.
tagged
wanted
me
me
in on
to
Lakeside.
Yeah,
land
get some
on
mentoring from the
the
jetpack
obelisk.
aficionado.
Who asks to land on the obelisk and then double bomb?
Yeah, but then
There's gotta be a shooting coming in like a meteor, drawing all the attention. The other thing I want to ask, now that the season's over, what's the secret sauce on the Asheville mids? Because Fish, you told me after upper bracket finals, yeah, we gotta work on our Asheville mids. You come in, and since then, I think the mids have gone
12-2, right?
12-2 in your favor, yeah. So, what happened? I think you guys went from losing 4 out of 5 to now winning 12 out of 2.
How I see
Oh,
Asheville
okay.
mids is the most important thing on Asheville mids is getting out of your own shutter. That's the most important thing. So a lot of the times, we're always mixing it up too for the mids to keep them on their toes. But we literally win every mid by playing fast. We know we have better DM, so we're trying to play super fast, keep them in that shutter, have Ether bomb fast. Even if Ether is and I'm always on DR harassing Joey and almost killing Joey, Toy shooting arrows at Joey. Honestly, it's focus Joey Lemons, focus the fuck out of Joey Lemons, and don't let them get out of that shutter. Every time Ether's bombing, he can get literally 0 damage and 0 kills and literally die instantly. But because they're staying in that shutter every time, it becomes, we take all the space and they end up playing a slow mid on bats or a shutter, and then we end up winning off just chaos. And we thrive in chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll also add.
You can go.
No, you can go. Yeah, thank you. I feel like our chaos is completely insane. I feel like the majority of our team may have better or equal DM to team fun. And I thrive off of chaos. In every single mid, I was getting picks and damage, and they kind of never really changed anything, I felt like, to at least kill me. But
Yeah, most of their changes
BT's
come
demo
from mid,
is
huh?
insane on mid. He had insane damage on Joey Lemons, and it really made, Joey died, I think, pretty much all of them? Well, no. But
Oh, they did.
it was insane the amount of damage GT was outputting to Team Fun. And it made it just my job so much easier.
I also have to bring up the effective mental one more time because we've been playing toe and toe with these guys for 3 seasons now. We've won so many scrims. It really just comes down to our playoff matches where I think we tend to retract a little bit and play a little bit more timid. And I think just going into the season, we're just what do we have to lose? We've already gotten second twice. We gotta stop playing like cowards. And we just needed, I think, that encouragement, especially from Fish and Tsukima, to just really, really push us forward because we have come into so many big matches after pulling out of our minds during the season and in scrims and all that. instances where it doesn't matter, and just not being able to bring it into that time where it does. So I think we were all really motivated to finally make the change, become more adaptable, and bring it into the match.
We had a team mentality that I think was pretty important, that in order to beat Team Fun, we all had to have fun. And so we went into it like, it doesn't matter if we win or lose, just have fun. And once we brought that in, we won.
It was over.
So, yeah.
I knew that fun's kryptonite was fun itself.
Oh, the poetic justice.
Yeah, but I want to ask a couple of questions about Asheville. That one went down to the wire again, both last week and this week. We saw you guys go down 2-3. Granted, the path it took was a little bit different, where last week we had the golden cap right away, whereas this time we had 2 rounds for you guys in the final half. So playing from behind on Asheville, when it seems like the team you're playing against, Team Fun, has answers to what you're doing after the initial rounds, even when you're winning mid, what are the comms like? What's the calls for you guys like to do when that's happening? When you feel them start to coming into the match, how do you continue to shut them down?
Run it up.
Yeah, that's
What
a
was that,
part of
Suki?
it.
I'm sorry.
But what it literally is I literally said this exact thing when in between the halves. I said, guys, we were down 3-2 in the same scenario last week, and we came back and we did it. Right? We just talked about the adjustments that we need to make, and we wholeheartedly believe, like, even if we're down 3-0 and we need to win 4 rounds in a row, we can do it. We can make adjustments faster than they can, and we can adapt and we can bring it back. And we did that same exact thing 2 weeks in a row. We came back from a 3-2, which is insane, but we did it back to back. So, if maybe a lot of teams can't do it, but we can.
Anything else Zag?
We can open the floor to let them all talk. It's been a long night. It's already 1:15 on the East Coast. So I guess if you guys want to say anything about the season, how the finals went, your thoughts on the team, the league, how the season went for everyone, open up the floor to you guys.
I'll go first just because I have to. I have 2 finals tomorrow morning, one at 8 a.m. So, but I'll go first. I just wanted to say, I haven't been playing this game for very long. I started off in season 7 of RGL, so I'm definitely the newest player here. But in this short time, I've been so lucky, so fortunate, to meet all these great people on this team and be lucky to call them my teammates, but they're really just my friends. So, had so much fun, became the best in the world, won an invite championship, and I've really done everything I've had to do in this game. So, just big thank you to you guys, and I love you guys. Thank you to the production cast, and thank you to all the fans, all the supporters all over the time, Mujet, Capone, all the Brazilian friends. So thank you guys so much. It's been so much fun, and I think we won it in the best way anybody has ever won it. So it's so special. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
All right, that's from Fish.
Aye.
Very nice speech. Someone else want to continue?
I got a little, story I can tell. I'll keep it short. I started playing this game a long time ago, the opposite of Fish, back in UGC season 11 in Iron. And I played Spy back then, and there was this pyro on this team we would pregame every week that would just always kill me. And that pyro was JJ Slim. So it's kind of crazy that all these years later, both of us have been playing Invite, we both won Invite. Shout out to JJ. Love you, bro. Or homie. Who would have guessed, 2 Iron noobs.
JJ is indeed the GOAT. Man's been here many times before, and we were talking before you guys came in that I think one of the biggest reasons here, but the win is that last half. I don't think I've ever seen JJ shut down that hard in a playoffs match, and you guys were really able to take that into your own hands. But anyone else want to step up to the mic?
I have some shoutouts.
Yeah, shoutouts are fine.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. This has been a very long journey. And what's crazy is this season was technically the season we probably put through the least amount of effort. We were honestly just playing for fun and playing with our friends again. And I think, a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices to be here, even though it wasn't easy for them to play. And I just really, really appreciate that they did that for us. So especially, to Fish, but Zukima, who made a lot of personal sacrifices. Shout outs to Exile and Jay-Z and Mujet, our extended team essentially. They're part of this too. To Fallen Lord. Man, who else? I guess the Door Boys, the MCM boys. To Jacob, who's honestly supported me a lot over the years. To Blank, who's been my rock, my best friend. To Marty, who's been a huge supporter of me over the years. I have a lot of friends that have been involved in this game. I've literally been playing this for 10 years, you know, with breaks. It's been a really long journey for me. And I wanted to see it through. Getting old, you know? So I'm really happy to anyone who's supported me over the years. And also to the haters, you know? They're just being haters to hate. So you just have to do your best.
It sounds great. I've loved playing against you all these years too, Melanie. You're just such a friendly face to see on the other side of the server, whether it was on like the Penguins or whatever team I was ringing for. So I'm happy for you to see you win this one as well as all of you, as well as Zuki. I know you've
Definitely
been.
shout out to BV, the OGs.
Yeah,
Shout out
the
to Rib.
Penguins, the Rib.
Shout out to Owl.
You really want to invoke that name here after you guys just
Hey,
won?
three
Really?
of us were on
That's
it.
cursed.
That's what I'm saying.
Poseidon, you got anything? I know you're a bit of a late arrival here.
Yeah, I looked in Discord and I realized I was the only person not there. So I was like, it was chill. Good season.
And a few words.
A few words and many frags. All right, I think we're kind of toning down. So I've got one last question and I'll send it off. Next season? Question mark?
No. No, sirree. No, sir.
Yeah,
I think a lot of
people
us
who
are.
planning on quitting.
I think a
Exile
lot
and
of us
Reject
are
want to
kinda
play again,
kinda-
but we'll see.
I'm done.
See, I don't even know if I can play with this blue Yeti I recently got.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Did you hear
man.
something?
I hope he was calming like that throughout the entire grand final.
He was.
I wish.
Oh yeah, shout out to Zuki, by the way. Bro is like woke up super sick and had to like go buy like Tylenol to like even play today.
We had a backup plan for today. We actually thought Zuki was gonna make it.
Yeah,
We have-
I straight up didn't think I was actually going to be able to play because I was so sick this morning. I should get off this microphone. Hold on.
Air traffic control.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure how to say it, but I also want to dedicate this one not only to everybody on this team, but everybody from the old iterations of this team as well.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who stayed on our roster and helped us out. There were so many people like on our roster who didn't play today, but they've helped us out, whether playing against us in pug scrims, just talking with us, hanging
These
out.
past 2 weeks, we've
They've
had a
helped
lot
us
of
out
fun
so
scrims.
much.
And I'm glad that everybody, at
They were
least from the
great
first iteration of this team, decided to pick me up because I knew nobody, but I made so many good friends from this team.
Yo, can we talk about something?
Yo, Zuki, when
There's
did you get
been-
here?
Oh, I changed my microphone. I was here the entire time. Let's think about this. Witness Gaming here. We've had 3 seasons. We've had some players go in and out. We win the one season I main. Kinda interesting.
Didn't MCM do that too?
Yeah, the one season I played on MCM, I won with them.
Shovel.
No, I'm kidding. We don't. Shovel didn't happen.
Shovel didn't happen.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't really do a whole lot this season. I don't know. I just kind of brought forth some ideas I had for the team that I just think were kind of neglected in the past couple seasons. For what reason, like, these strategies died or just changed for what seemed like no reason, and you know, as somebody that hasn't played for 2 years, I was like, why did this change? And then I'd like kind of think about it, and then like there was pretty much no reason that I could think of other than like, did people just not know how to execute it properly or something? It was just very strange, and I tried to like push that on this team a lot, just like kind of resurrecting old strats. I know Jacob is a big fan of that as well, not only to kind of just push the game forward, but to also kind of just catch people off guard. Like a very big one is like, you know, holding on Swiftwater first, right? Nobody did that shit. Then Jacob comes back and he's like, I want to hold Swiftwater first. So I try to implement that into our team a little bit this season, and I think it gave us the upper hand in some areas.
You know, you say you didn't do much, but the reality is, team game, all 9 players need to contribute, and you definitely did contribute both in and out of game with things like that. So I know you did win with MCM, but winning this one must feel, you know, at least pretty good at the end to go out with.
I mean, I said it in the chat, this shit ain't nothing to me, man. Honestly, I'm kind of still feeling that. I'm chilling, man.
The sickness helped keep your adrenaline low throughout the entire time. Cool as a cucumber.
I mean, not even. Like, I've been kind of just chilling the entire season. Not putting too much stress into this. Like, you know, obviously I did the best I could for my team, but it's just something I really didn't want to put henceforth as far as, like, you know, all of my effort in my extracurriculars right now.
Yeah, well, I hope this continue to go well for you. I know we'll be talking a bit more because you know, we're just chill like that. But
yeah, we're chill like that.
As for anyone else, right? Last call for any shout outs you want to give, last words.
I'll give some shout outs. Thank you for everyone for watching. This was a fantastic match. Shout out to you all for watching. Shout out to the Brazil community once again. You guys are awesome. Shout out to Rib. Shout out to the players on Hood. You know, they're cool too. Shout out to our inner circle jerk. You all know. In the fast forward chord. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing with us. And thank you to all the people who played on our last teams. Fallen, Soapy, all you guys. It's been fun. I want to take a break from Scout. Hopefully I can. And I'll probably see you next season.
Mike's coming back. Maybe on a sniper? Who knows? We'll have to see what he wants to play. But yeah, anyone else?
Thanks to the casters, you two. You guys had to talk the whole time.
Yeah, 2 weeks we made you guys go through this hell.
The unsung heroes.
Wait, real fast. You not want to shout out the the well-known user of your mid on Asheville? Maybe he deserves a shout out.
You know, thank you, Rick, also known as Wish. You really, you know, I said that I was using your med. I never really did, but you know, thank you for putting that fear into Team Fun. It really helped.
Oh yeah, shout out Mr. Boom Method as well. Put that into place as well today. Ended up working out.
Is Brea tapping even? Alright, well I think that's gonna do it right now. It's been a long night for all of us. I think we're just about pushing 4 hours right now. So that's about as long as any Highlander stream should go. Once again, a big round of congratulations to everyone on Witness Gaming for coming through and giving us, you know, both for winning and a thank you for giving us such an entertaining playoffs run to follow. Gonna wrap it up here. So we have our Season 16 champions. Thank you all, and thank you all for watching, all 200 plus of you who are still with us, for sticking around through all of this. It's been a great season, probably one of the best I think we've ever had in RGL, all things considered. So from me, from Zag, from Dolphin, everyone else in the production side of things, thank you for watching. And Season 17 will be on it before you know it. Have a good night, and we'll see you next year.